I can't speak for studs, but I'm gonna do it anyway. But
I don't know if I'll ever see an openly act again.
He's got a song with Jeremiah, and the song is called Tattoo. I can hear it.
Yeah.
50 niggas are professional losers.
I wish I had me a goddamn dresser and all that good shit, electricity and water, but that's not how.
This generation of LA is kind of whack. It happened. The new shit, these suck. Music and media, they're trash. And it is what it is. Who gives a that my credit's 300?
Like what you would actually say to her. Because here, let me take off my glasses.
When y'all are
Because you
not.
can look me in the eye. I just wanted to see.
And that's what happens when a nigga lives with a woman.
Yeah.
You start doing dumb shit like that.
They didn't even. How soon in your childhood do you see something sexual?
My cousin thought babies came out the ass.
Normally, your best eater, you'd never want to be in a relationship with
Exactly.
him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Joe, hands down. We've never done this.
I think Adam is going out with a bang before he sells his goddamn building.
So I'm like, this is, for all intents and purposes, it was a pretty fierce competition.
And she's
When's the best time to kick a nigga?
when he's down. Even though you're on the opposite side, you would have had a better clap back than Stephen A. Just
You're swimming, or it looks like you're drowning.
like if you can't deal with a Kardashian, you can't deal with a regular street.
What?
Bum beating people. Welcome back to another installment of the Homeroom University podcast. You see, it's the pod, about your favorite pod. I'm your classmate and Dean Tone Groove.
Janos.
AJ the Menace.
Women on the boards.
Yeah.
Y'all have made it. We have made it. We both done our job.
Yes.
Now let's like the video. Let's share. Let's comment. Down below the hashtag office hours. Partner to the end of the show. We get to answer some of y'all questions. Lauren, get your dog. And make sure you check out the $5 Patreon. Again, it's not going to be $5 for long. So get it now.
Talking about that innocence.
Yeah.
What else did we talk about?
We talked, we went deep.
Talk about trailers.
We went real deep.
Yeah. Yeah, you got
So
to
if
know us a little bit more.
Yeah, on a personal level.
Yeah, we were poor.
Our trials, our tribulations.
If you couldn't just hear that.
Or see it.
You can't hear
Yeah.
the poverty.
Wear the same shoes every 2 weeks.
Nigga,
Everybody. I'm not saying just you.
Oh, okay.
Everybody, look.
Just
He
don't-
wore those last 3 episodes.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
I wore these last episodes.
Okay, good.
It's on our feet.
Everybody's bummy here. Good.
Hell yeah.
But we have a jam-packed show. Again, appreciate all the support. Love y'all niggas. But let's get into it.
Yeah.
Let's start off with some good watches. I know everybody, we was talking before the show, everybody saw something immaculate. This that I saw was fucking hilarious. Hellcat went on Real Life Productions. Have y'all seen that before?
Yes, I see this.
You'll probably recognize the set more than you do the actual name because
Still
it's,
with the lights
it's the
behind the mic.
signature light behind the mic and all that shit.
Yeah.
But Hellcat went on and she drew a line in the sand.
Yeah.
She was like, a lot of people out here claiming stud. It's a little trendy, but there's a calling card to know if you're really true to the game or not.
She coined herself as like King Stud or something.
The number one stud.
The number one stud.
God,
I don't think
stud.
it's in this clip though, honestly. This one, I think this is all about her marriage. I think, but we can hit it.
Yeah, hit it. Let's see, because I could have sworn this is it.
17 years.
I've been with my wife for 17 years. I've been married for 11.
Oh, married for you.
She asked me to marry her 6 years after we were together.
Damn, that's what's up. But
And she's very beautiful too.
Yes.
Shout out to you, mama.
yes, very beautiful. What made you jump in and say I'm gonna actually be committed to somebody?
To be honest, she had to earn it. Like my nigga, I had a million hoes. I had a million bitches, my nigga. And like you had to earn it. You gotta earn this shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Pause it. Pause it.
I mean,
Now this is dope because it sets up the mentality
Yeah.
of how Hellcat views relationships. Now, Lauren, go to the notes. There's a new link under this old link.
But you know what's crazy?
This is where we get the definitive definition of what it means to be a stud.
I started watching the full episode of this, and what was funny was she was talking about how her wife isn't out there on social media and shit.
Yeah.
And then like this whole, I was like, who cleared this video? Like, because I'm watching it and I was like, oh, that's a good point. I've seen Hellcat, I follow her, met her in real life. I've never seen her wife on her page.
Until now.
And then I got a nice compilation of the last 20 years. You
You
know
know
what I'm saying?
the phases of
Yeah.
what she looked like.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying.
She
Yeah,
was
that's
in
what
her
I'm saying.
poetic Jackson braid.
Yeah, I was wondering who cleared that video because
Because they've been together for like how long?
it was like 17.
A
I
decade
think
and some
17,
change.
but married for 11 or something
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
So yeah, nah. That's funny.
But
Hopefully she cleared that video because I saw a lot of pictures of her.
I think she'll be all right.
And even if she didn't,
It ain't
they
like I can
found
find
the
her anyway.
pictures.
Right,
Yeah,
They found them
So
somehow.
they out there somewhere.
Probably her old Facebook.
Yeah,
But
definitely a lot of those look like old Facebook pictures.
for sure. Now run this, Lauren. This is important.
Try to be the #1 stud in the motherfucking world.
How, nigga? You gotta give me some. How is that? How do you qualify versus
First of all, what's a stud?
You have to define that.
A virgin. See, these motherfuckers is putting boy clothes on women. Those are just tomboys.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A stud is a virgin.
Okay. A stud is a virgin.
You goddamn right. A stud is a virgin. I'm setting the bar high right now. If you let a nigga play with you, hug you to go viral, if you go along to get along, if you don't speak your voice, hey, that's what you gotta go through. Can't let a motherfucker play with you on no level. I'm defining the stud. Cause I'm so sick of you hoe ass niggas just wanna go viral, sticking stud in the motherfucking caption.
Yeah.
Trying to go viral. But niggas put a ball head on a bitch and say, this stud, bitch got 6 kids. What are we even talking about?
So break it down.
A bitch with 6 kids ain't a stud.
And she has, I understand her logic.
Kids, they the stud.
Like, I can't say it clear then.
But I could have sworn hymens can break for like by doing backflips or something. Like
Riding a bicycle or something.
Yeah.
That depends on your definition of virgin. Like, I know that is the scientific. If the hymen is tampered with, then you're not a virgin.
Whoopsies.
But in terms of like actual, she mean penetration.
Yeah.
She mean like if you let a dude put his essence in you,
the real thing.
you can't be a stud.
I seen this. I love her branding. Like, yeah, man, be the #1 stud.
Yeah.
Like there isn't one.
Does she have competition?
You know, you remember I was telling y'all about that stud show on Tubi?
Yes.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
She wasn't on there. So
She'd have
actually
been
take that back. She doesn't get to say that.
She'd have been disgusted with them bitches then.
She need to prove
You
herself.
don't think she above that?
No.
Because-
You have to prove yourself.
But those studs are probably the ones that she's referring to in this clip, to where it's like they got 6 baby daddies.
She definitely did somebody personal. Like this was a personal diss.
Somebody caught a stray. in
Some-
that.
Yeah,
for
somebody,
sure.
a lot
Couple
of people.
Yeah.
Couple bitches.
Because
I know quite a few studs with children.
I was at a bus stop downtown. I saw a pregnant
studs.
stud
Yeah.
sagging.
Yeah.
Ass out.
Boxers.
That's how it happened.
Yeah.
Not a stud.
Yeah. Not
Not a stud.
What do we call those?
Stud being a virgin might be
Those
a
are
little
tomboys.
extreme though.
Like she said, those are time.
I can't speak for I can't speak for studs, but I'm gonna do it anyway. But being a virgin, you can at least do it once and be like, okay, that really wasn't for me, and then never go back, right?
Yeah, because how do you know you a stud if you didn't?
Exactly. But then that's the same thing like motherfuckers will try with men, be like, well, if you never tried dick.
I was
why
about
would
to say,
you-"
where we going with that, AJ? Slow it down.
So maybe I should just ride with it.
Yeah,
I should
yeah.
just ride with it.
Okay,
yeah.
you're right.
You ride it,
you're
nigga.
right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But nah, that's yeah, you can't be in unfavorable positions. And as a dyke, that's being on your back. But
Yes.
I do think
find
that
it hard to
Or your
believe.
belly.
I find it hard to believe that she hasn't done anything.
Nope. I feel like Hellcat knew
They be
when she
sneak
dropped.
dicking
They be
like
lying.
crazy. They be sneak dicking
be
like crazy.
lying.
Yeah.
Hellcat, not Hellcat. Not Hellcat.
I think she also might be talking about those girls that be on Drewski's show. You know, Drewski loves studs, you know?
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
like,
They be faking it though because they know
right.
he loves them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's definitely disgusted with those
And the TikTok
those
ones.
people.
There's a
Oh,
lot of
yeah.
studs that do dances. Like studs don't dance.
What's the nigga name? The big dude. He does comedy rap. Big fat FBG to Pac-Man. Pac-Man? FBG.
You talking about Rio the Youngin?
No,
Rio,
it's like Pac-Man, FBG.
Is he serious or is he a internet comedy?
yeah,
That, but he be rapping his ass off too.
with
He
the
also-
glasses, fat dude with the
Yes,
glasses.
exactly. Yeah. He got a line where he was like, my baby mom got a stack like to raise our kids. Something. It was hilarious. Long story short.
Yeah.
But a lot of them be doing that too. Like a lot of them be getting swindled by these bad bitches.
Yeah.
To raise somebody else's kids too. So
Yeah.
that's an epidemic out here. Got to be careful.
Academic.
That got to be more careful.
Where's
Yeah,
Maury
nah.
when you need him?
Yeah.
That's unfortunate, but
Yeah, nah, this
This
nigga
nigga.
is hilarious.
BFB to Pac-Man.
Uh-huh.
That's
and
what it
I
was.
Because
remember
he has a similar name to a real rapper whose name I can't remember right now.
you know, he's a real rap. He came up. I remember he was because he used to tell people where he was working at. I think he was working at like Amazon. Like he came up being like a real rapper. Like
Yeah.
But he's hilarious.
I'm not one of these fake niggas. Like I
Yeah,
got to go
he's-
to work tomorrow.
Like he was
His
feeling
bars are
himself.
funny as fuck though. Every bar, like his shit is funny.
But the good watch I had was, it was probably one that we've all seen.
Yeah.
But Patrick Beverly kind of finding out the horrors, not horrors, that Karl Malone, kind of did. You know what I mean? And for those of you that don't know, Karl Malone, he's been alleged to have a kid with a 13-year-old. Confirmed?
Yeah.
Confirmed.
He made it to
Okay.
the NFL.
There's
and
not a
everything.
single alleged about it. It's all confirmed.
NBA.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why you
But
don't hear
it's-
Karl Malone talk.
Yeah. He doesn't deserve it.
Nobody knows what his voice sounds like.
Yeah, I think that was during the time that the NBA was helping him cover it up too.
Yes.
Because he was like one of the dominant
Best
players.
player.
he was the mailman.
Yes.
Yeah, so they even helped him cover it up. The nigga's
Yeah.
disgusting though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the like
Off the
just
court.
oh yeah,
Off the
okay.
court, yeah.
But let's just hit play because Patrick Beverly's reaction is kind of hilarious. And I want to see what y'all think. Have y'all already seen it?
I've seen it.
I've seen it.
Okay. Did y'all
It went crazy viral.
in the beginning, did y'all think that he was lying?
A little bit. I did.
Yeah, when I first watched it,
I did.
I thought Patrick was like trying to appease what he did and make it seem like it wasn't that bad.
Like, oh, I can't believe this happened. But
Until he was actually shot. And I was like, well.
let's hit it, Lauren.
Think about when Karl Malone gets included on teams like this, in games like this.
I like it. I mean, I think he's top 20 greatest players to play.
You think Karl Malone is?
Yeah.
But what about his off the court stuff? Does that factor in at all?
No, I really don't know a lot of off the court horse stuff about Karl.
He got a 13-year-old pregnant. I'm going to go Oscar Robertson and Julius Erving.
He tried to move on.
Dr. J.
Full timeout.
Timeout? You need a timeout? A 30-second?
No, fool.
Full?
I need a full timeout. You wait a second. I have a question.
Talk to me.
When you say when you said 13-year-old pregnant, was he 16?
I think it was a grown-up. Let's check. How old? Malone when
Wait, pause.
he got
That right there, black men, that's not a black man motion. So when I first saw that, I was like, oh, what the fuck is it? Like, is he lying right now?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, what?
To cover his mouth.
Like, that's a white woman's move. But
This is stunning information. Like,
it is.
because this is also somebody he probably knows
Shook his hands.
or met on
Yeah.
several occasions.
But isn't
I feel
it
like the
fun?
first time I found out was during like a comedy special, and it was like something about it was a joke.
Yeah.
But it was also like serious in the joke. But I was like, man, that was the first time I heard about it. I think.
Uh-huh.
But then when you really think about it, I looked at something else, and they were like, yeah, we pretty much write that nigga out of history. He's not in the convert. They avoid and exclude his name out of everything.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he has been.
And that's a little bit more recent history because I remember I was in middle school when I had first found out about it. But it was still in the conspiracy theory YouTube.
Did it happen? Did it not?
Like, yeah, this is all alleged. But like, I don't know what year it was, but all of a sudden it just became common knowledge that, yeah, this kind of happened for us.
Yeah.
It's official.
She turned 21.
The kid grew up and he looked just like the nigga.
Yeah.
So,
That's crazy. But it's a little bit more of this. If
play
go
it.
about like skip it just once and then play it.
They say he like made it to the NBA or NFL or something.
yeah, he in the NFL.
Yeah.
He was 20. And he got a 13-year-old pregnant. That doesn't seem cool to me. But yeah, you could draft him if you want.
You fucking with him for real.
He's like, I don't know now.
And another thing, pause.
Why is he thinking so hard? about
So because
in his- I
they're
think-
drafting a fantasy league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so when he chose Karl Malone, like that's not even something you think about. Like the
He's
bad
thinking about
stuff.
straight skill.
Straight skill.
He
He's
was
an
like, that
animal.
nigga mid-range was crazy to post up, but
You know.
he posted up at the high school too.
Exactly.
I think when you first hear something this drastic, you're trying to figure out,
What to say?
you're trying to rationalize it as best as you can. Like, maybe she lied and said she was 18. Did she look 18?
He
You know what I'm saying?
He went through the stages of let me deal with this because he even asked like, was he 16?
Right,
She was
right.
turning
That was
14?
like, and then he's going through more in his head, like,
Or even like, that's why that one nigga said that in the NBA meeting.
all
that
the things he's
you-
ever
like,
heard are coming back. Yeah.
But man, nah, that shit was hilarious in a good way because more people are finding out about Karl Malone and just the animal that he is and was. Like,
spread the news, spread the word.
Please hide your
go to the shop.
child.
Get rid of this nigga.
All right, so like the last good watch, my good watch is okay. Gerard, this is the Take Your Shoes Off podcast.
Perfect place for Gerard.
Rick Glassman and Gerard Carmichael was over there, and this short made me go watch the full episode. The full episode was like 2.5, almost 3 hours. I didn't watch the whole thing. I did watch about 2 hours of it though, because it felt like it was a cool just two friends talking. Like
Catching
honestly,
up.
it felt like some essence of podcasting shit. Like niggas really just vibing. Like I know you're here to promote something, but we gonna
It's
gonna
good
kick
chemistry.
it.
It's not forced.
Yeah, you're my homie. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So we just kind of catching up. But it was funny because the way Gerard Carmichael pushes his gayness in everything,
He's pushing it now.
he's always pushed it.
Well,
every special, every TV
ever since he
thing that
came
did,
out, he's just
ever since
been
he came
aggressive.
It's
out,
part of his marketing. For
It's part of
sure.
his Gerard Carmichael, gay.
Yeah.
Like they go hand in hand. And even, the whole him talking to him telling Tyler the Creator his feelings, that whole weird thing. Remember all it's just been he's forced this on us no matter what, like just at the front street, right? I thought it was funny because he's having a conversation with Rick Glassman and bringing up when Rick Glassman told the world or told us that he was autistic and how he found out. And Gerard tried to use it the same way that he did, and he was like, yeah, I thought that was really beautiful. Rick was like, no, I don't like what you're doing right now. I'm like, don't try to use my shit as and then he put together a nice example of when you lead with certain things or you do like that, now all of a sudden your message is cloudy.
Rick is very good in communication because he's
great.
autistic, and that's I've been writing jokes about that. But
That's what you just did is exactly what he was talking about.
yeah.
But let's watch this so you can see what I'm talking
I
about.
might have the power too.
Yeah.
I feel like your coming out was like the autism.
I don't like that.
You don't like that?
I don't like that.
The comparing the two?
Hey, pause real quick. So Gerard thought he had a homie in this.
Yeah.
So when I saw that, I
He was
said,
like, word?
I said, oh, he's getting checked on this shit.
Yeah.
Respectfully on his own thing, but it's he thought he was about to have this cold bonding moment.
yeah.
And Rick is like, no. Let me tell you what this is.
Rick's over trauma bond.
Yeah. And Rick not with that. You know what I'm saying?
Rick play a lot, but he ain't gay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He is gay.
I'm fucking around.
Yeah. But go ahead.
Don't talk about. I don't not talk about it at all, but I don't talk about it on the podcast too much because I don't like the idea that has been said to me. I've heard this, and I don't like this. That I use things. I'll mention it as an excuse for something, and I think that
You don't like the idea that you use it as an excuse for something?
Look, let me give you an analogy because I feel this way about another thing.
Okay.
That's silly.
Mm-hmm.
I've told people that I played basketball with LeBron in high school.
People love to
It was
mention
cool.
that.
It's cool. It's a cool thing. I told my friends this, especially when I played basketball with them. People started talking about it, and sometimes people would ask me about it on a podcast or something. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
Because it doesn't feel like this glory for me. This isn't this big, it's an interesting, cool thing that happens, especially in the context of basketball. I have then since seen comments on things where oh, is this a dude that won't stop talking about how he played ball against LeBron? And I'm like,
Okay.
no. Obviously it's triggering me because I felt that way anyway. And I feel a similar way with the autism thing.
I feel like
See how beautiful way he wrapped that up. So that sold me.
Yeah.
That I was like, he's having this conversation with Gerard Carmichael, who I feel is just doing too much with the gay shit.
Yeah.
But now when I watch the interview, I will give it to Gerard to where I'll cut him a little bit more slack. Because I guess he's been living 30-something years closeted and being gay and just saying in casual conversation, yeah, me and my boyfriend are going to get something to eat really quick. He hasn't been able to do that for 30 years. So it's like a little bit of slack. I cut him a little bit
taking
of,
it too much. He's taking it too far. It's overcorrection.
I'm giving him a little bit of slack, is all I'm saying. Just because it's like.
But that doesn't excuse the marketing and the forcefulness of it.
Well, go to the full episode now and go to the very beginning because it's funny what he's pushing now. But I just thought that this conversation happening on the podcast, and then when he talks about, we'll go to the very beginning because they do mention it in the very beginning.
Is he pushing Jesus?
I feel like
here we go. Just watch.
It would be the equivalent if every time, and granted you have a special that just came out, let's not bury the lead, Gerard Carmichael, Don't Be Gay on Max Now. Fantastic.
Thanks.
We'll talk about it.
Thanks.
But I don't want to right now.
Okay, yeah, we'll get to it.
Hip boss.
We'll put the time.
That's why I just thought it was funny because it's like they had that conversation.
Yeah.
He's also pushing a special currently
about being
called
gay.
Don't Be Gay.
Yeah. Is that like wordplay on happy? Like is he just like fucked up in the head and depressed?
That I don't know because I haven't watched the special.
But
Based
he's
on
using
what
his thing too. Yeah.
Right, but based on what I can think of, kind of right now is like maybe he's saying don't be gay to us, the audience, when he brings up gay shit, and we analyze him bringing up gay shit. Like maybe that's the flip that I'm thinking. I haven't watched the special either.
Yeah,
but I've never really liked Gerard's specials. I've always liked his work. His
Yeah,
TV
acting,
work.
his writing.
Yeah, I've always liked his writing and stuff like that. But I am gonna watch it. I got Mac, so
It came out already. Shit,
it's out already. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot.
You gonna watch it?
Yeah, why not?
I'm
Because he don't
Please.
have
I'll try
nothing
it.
else he don't have nothing else I can consume. That,
He had one special that was kind of funny. I think,
yeah,
like, the
it
first
might have
one
been the first one.
Yeah, the first one.
Where
I
he
think
was wearing
funny.
Tim's, I think.
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know if I'll ever see an openly gay act again. I saw this one dude that my girl brought me to the show. I forgot his name, and he wasn't bad.
Yeah.
And I wish I could remember his name because he wasn't bad, but he wrote on SNL apparently. But he was saying gay stuff.
Yeah.
Some of it was creative. Other times it was just like, all right,
This is for a gay audience.
you're trying to bring me into this world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Would
But
you ask him?
No, I said that the comedian was making it gross.
yeah, he was just making it
gotcha.
gross.
Okay.
But because of that, I don't think I would want to go see an openly gay comedian again because it's like I know what comes with that.
Right.
It's like going to see a woman because you kind of know there's going to be some jokes about her vagina or dating dudes.
Yeah.
Like it's a certain tried and true thing that they're going to do every time. And
Or a specific type of white woman, like a liberal one that's like, okay, she's probably gonna shit on men, so I might need to wear my I hate women shirt just to make her mad or something. Like you got to know your audience.
Right.
Yeah.
But Rick isn't that from what I've seen. I watched some of his specials online.
No.
He's done a complete improv set, which was dope.
Yeah.
He was just walking around in a circle, just like talking
He's
to the
coming
crowd.
Was it a
in,
little crowd work?
It was all crowd
coming
work.
to Raleigh. Rick, I think I'm going. I'm pulling up, man.
Rick was dope.
Rick is somebody that's always supported Homeroom University. He's reposted us on his page. He's left comments on more than one video. He's left comments on videos that weren't about him. That was his first one, but he's actually touched on videos that weren't about him too, which is why I fuck with him. But yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna go, man.
How much those tickets?
They were like 35.
Oh, that's appropriate.
Maybe you slide. Maybe you come through, man. Come through
appropriate.
Homeroom University after that. Rick the type to pull up. You know what I'm saying?
Rick will fuck around.
Rick the type to
fuck
pull up.
around.
So yeah.
Let's send him the footage after so he can do his own edits and shit.
Yo, Rick, pull up.
Put a bunch of worms and shit crawling on the
facts.
ground.
October 4th, I think.
October. Yep. Yeah, I know it was at the what the hell, nigga. Nigga.
What is it doing? What is it doing?
The struggle of like her
trying
trying
to
to
come
slide
through?
through.
Yeah.
This nigga was like this.
She
Yeah,
moved like she's a cat, but she don't have cat size.
Yeah.
Or like cat smoothness. Shout out to
But yeah,
Embarrassed.
that was my good watch for this week.
shout out to Nala for the distraction.
Nah, that's hilarious.
But let's get into this main show. All right, so the 4th and 1, the Cam Newton versus Gillie the Kid saga continues.
Yes.
And according to Cam, it is officially over. He's brought all the receipts. Pretty much everything Gillie has done wrong, suspect, or fraudulent in the last 3 years, he's got it on film.
Especially
And
foolish.
what was Cam Newton's co-host name again?
It's Peggy.
Peggy.
Shout out to Peggy. Their chemistry is beautiful.
Yeah.
Like the way that they can just read each other's mind and always be on the same page, it's immaculate. And it was on full display right here. We've talked about it a couple times. Somehow this beef got Johnny Manziel intertwined.
Because Johnny was defending Cam because he actually knows what Cam can do on the field. So it was just like, Gillie, what are you talking about? It's preposterous for you to speak on this.
It starts off logical, but with the way that Johnny Manziel has been tweeting lately, it's like, what the fuck is this really about? So
that's a good screen grab right there.
Perfect.
Johnny's an animal too.
You know what I'm saying?
Bow, bow, bow. Johnny's an animal.
They say he was a party animal back in the day,
and you can tell by how he tweets. But this clip right here is Cam Newton trying to tell Johnny to like, okay, let's slow it down because you are kind of taking this to a violent place. You said some things that, you know, real men who respect themselves would fight over.
Yeah.
So he tried to calm that situation and just make this really about Gillie and Cam.
Yeah.
Because this isn't about Jalen Hurts anymore.
No.
They're comparing each other's legacies to see who's better amongst them. So just run this from the top.
Straight ego battle.
This is him telling Johnny Manziel to chill out just a little bit. Just a little bit. Wait, not from the top. 45. That's my bet.
Gotcha.
45 seconds.
Which proves my point. It's given mascot activity. But before I unleash Petty Cam.
Oh, here we go.
Keep going.
All right, so it didn't stop there. Your boy, Johnny Football. All right, so he's tired of the Cam hate. He said, take Jalen's out your mouth, all right? Get it slung out your mouth for a couple of minutes. Pretty sure he's already got a chick. Gillie the Kid, then he doubles back and said, yo, Gillie the Kid, you may be the biggest effing loser on the planet. Talking like you effing done anything on the football field. If I see you, just know I'm going to slap the F out of you. Trust.
Okay.
Manziel.
Okay.
That's a big word.
Okay.
Open hand or closed? Hold on.
I, Cam Newton, does not condone any violence. And trust me, Mr. Johnny Football,
who?
My guy, my partner, but respectfully, I got this one. I know you feel like a lot of people and be like, bro, why is he doing so much when I'm not ready to unleash him?
I mean, I'm like, bro, that's off the cuff.
Yeah. But I didn't ask for it, you know, and I know Johnny probably feels frustrated.
Yeah.
And it has gotten to a point where I have to intervene and even ask this question, like, how did we get here?
Because we gotta talk about it.
Because, like, we're only talking through mics here.
I mean, because the clapback for Johnny Football was crazy.
It's like, whoa, Johnny, bro. We not going there.
Yeah, we don't.
Because I'm some dumb. I ain't plumb dumb.
Okay.
And threatening any man.
And I'm a slap.
No.
Oh,
There's a mutual respect between both parties.
Yes, for sure.
Gillie made his point. I made my point.
Yeah.
Now, when you talking about y'all keep dragging this storyline along, all I want you to understand, Gillie, once again, there will not be any playing about my name.
Yeah.
Happy belated birthday, by the way. But
you can pause it there.
You had a little bit too much to drink.
Like, Cam respects that he's a human, but I don't think he like respects it any further than that. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Like,
he respects Gillie's humanity?
He respects the humanity because, you know, Cam seems like a very infectious type of guy, but I don't think Cam has any reason to respect Gillie. Like, you know, was Cam listening to Gillie? Like, why? I'm pretty sure he just said that as like man to man, you know, just to try to, you know, kind of.
In terms of him telling Johnny Manziel to kind of cool the fuck off because this isn't a violent conversation?
In terms of, what are you talking about?
Because what Cam is saying is 100% correct. This all started about Jalen Hurts, dog, and like what he did for Philadelphia. You got a Super Bowl. He got a Super Bowl. You didn't. And somewhere along the line through this saga, it's turned into this.
Yeah.
It's turned into Johnny Manziel getting violent. Gillie goes on to respond to Johnny Manziel, but that's not really important. we can't watch Gillie bug his eyes out every time somebody calls his name out. I'm kind of getting sick and tired of that shit. But Cam goes on to talk about how this actually just isn't about Jalen Hurts anymore, clearly. Because even though we all know that, it's good that he stated it. But if we go to 640, this is where we get into the receipts getting read. He goes through Gillie's catalog of just unsavory moments on the internet, and he has as much fun with them as Cam could possibly have.
Oh, man.
This one is about him being a terrible mascot.
Oh, okay.
That's what it's giving. Now understand this. Before you come back and antagonize me, you got some explaining to do, brother.
You got big explaining to do.
But this is the thing though, Peggy.
What's up?
This is fact number 2.
This mascot behavior.
It's always been mascot behavior. But this is the thing. Gillie, I already identified you to be a failing artist.
Yeah, that's true. Number 1.
At the end of the games, when you go on your little shenanigans and then, why y'all ain't playing Gillie music?
That is true.
I think he got a birthday cake for him. That's crazy.
What song are they playing?
Or is this
They playing that.
Blow the whistle.
Episode 100.
Okay.
No, this ain't though.
Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Anytime you see Gillie hanging outside, doing all that mascot shenanigans, it's other people's music, man.
Even your own team that you about to die for, that you going to war for, don't even play your songs. They play Meek. The Eagles don't even play this in the locker room.
Do you see what the point that I'm trying to make?
Gil, bro, come on, bro.
That's 2.
Come on, Gil.
That's 2.
Keep it real, Gil.
Gillie, I've spared you. I respect what you got going on, but what do you really got going on? You stand up so everybody can see you to have this encore presentation where you're like, hold on, bro, I'm about to get him. Hold on, bro, I'm about to get him. And then you get to pop locking and dropping like that?
Bro,
what was that?
What place was that cool at?
But you're always performing to other people's song when you're an artist. Why don't you jam your own music? Do that.
So pause right
That's
here.
almost like
That's what I was.
Is he making a valid point? Because as hard as Gillie rides for the Eagles, they like him. I'm pretty sure he gets a lot of free access. He gets to go in the locker room, a ring.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, he got a
they
ring.
love him. But do you really love me if you're not playing my music?
Yep, that means a lot. Because that's what he is. That's his art form.
I don't know.
That's your foundation.
So in order to really show love, you got to show love through their expressiveness. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know when the last time Gillie's dropped a song, actually, though. Let me
because
look.
even the
I
76ers.
feel like he stopped doing music a long time ago.
But he don't have no old just hits.
He don't have no classic, though, like that. At least he don't have, like, the one hit. You know what I'm saying?
Not even state property?
76ers, they play Freeway. They always play Freeway.
Yeah.
And
that's every NBA arena, though, for real.
Yeah, but specifically, you know, it makes sense for Philadelphia.
Oh, wait, that's accolades.
So I would say that's a valid point.
Yeah, it's like,
oh, look like he dropped a mixtape called $1 Million Worth of Game in 2017.
2017?
Yeah.
Was it featuring Wallow?
12 songs. Let's listen to this. Let's just listen to a little taste of it. I didn't know this.
Pull it up right now.
Yeah, I'm connecting to the Roadcaster.
Oh, okay.
Beautiful.
Because yeah, I'm like,
is it just him or has he got features?
Looks like just him.
Just
well, it's like
straight
two other
Gillie.
features.
Just straight to Philadelphia.
Let's just see.
That can go
Okay,
either
first
way.
song, Gangsta Party.
I don't know about that.
That's
Second half of the
What
version
year
better.
did it come out?
good.
2017.
Second half of the version.
That shit was like 8 years too late.
Yeah, that sounded like some like 20.
The vibe did
2000.
sound older than
Yeah.
Than what it was supposed
Yeah,
to be.
nah.
than the year.
Yeah.
That they,
But that's not surprising either because you got to remember like he is older. Like he was hot.
That's him
he
getting
was
on the young
hot-
shit too.
Right? Yeah, because he was hot
Yeah.
during Carter 1.
he made that and he thought
Like,
it was
that
hard.
was when he was like musically at his peak because that's when the whole thing started. Like I wrote Lil Wayne's first album.
I mean,
Then Carter 2 dropped and everybody forgot about Gillie.
Yeah, kind of thing.
I still think he's musically inclined. I just don't think
sure.
that tape is probably good or based off that one song.
Right.
And that
But-
song isn't Gillie's entire ability. That's just everybody has a dud.
And they can't play that in the stadium. They can't play that.
Nobody would want to do
They
that.
can't play Gangsta Party.
Oh well, Welcome to Philadelphia came out in 2015.
Word? What is his Hallmark album? Because that's the one he gets made fun of the most for
That
having.
one, Welcome to Philadelphia.
Damn, in 2015? What was
Yeah.
his mixtapes?
That would have been 2008, 9, 10.
So he was really busy writing for Lil Wayne. That nigga didn't even have time for his own music.
On Welcome to Philadelphia, PNB Rock is on there, Pusha T's on there as well. Jeremiah.
I wonder if Cam Newton's heard any of this.
He's got a song with Jeremiah, and the song is called Tattoo. I can hear it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Jeremiah on the hook, Tattoo. Like I can hear that shit,
Yeah.
nigga. Like,
I can see the music video.
I have never heard that song, but I know I've heard that song before.
It's such a throwback. Go ahead, grab
That shit classic.
Go ahead, grab Melissa Ford too.
Oh man, that's funny as shit.
Get you a real vixen.
He
Yeah,
ain't got
nah.
no music for niggas.
But
That's crazy.
Cam shitted on his mascotting abilities and something that Gillie holds very dear to his heart, his basketball abilities. Go to 925.
Oh, yes.
Oh, he shit on his. I didn't see this.
Yeah, and you know, this is the heartstring. Like, rap is cool, but Gillie wanted to go to the NBA before he wanted to rap.
Yeah.
You know all about that.
He was just 5 for 5. Yeah.
All about them hoops.
I did my shit in reverse. I wanted to rap and then go to the league. Same result.
So you can't play sports. And the basketball that I done seen you at multiple different celebrity games, basketball games, doing all that. When you really play a professional, this is what happens.
Jeff T.
Jeff Teague really had to come out here and humble Gillie the Kid because he be thinking he can go up against these NBA players, but he's in for a rude awakening, bro, because these NBA players are built different. Jeff Teague not only locked him up, but was giving him bucket after bucket after bucket, and it was looking effortless. Looked like he wasn't even trying out there, bro. Like, it's not, he's smiling, giving you buckets, bro. When you got a man out there smiling in the middle of giving you buckets,
Yeah, that
that's
game was
crazy.
kinda
He's
crazy.
barely moving from the same spot while he was giving it to you, bro. He stood in that same spot and sprayed your ass down with 8 threes. The only bucket he drove on you was with that step back midi he took, and he was smiling while he did that. He wasn't even taking you seriously, bro.
Did you shoot that left hand?
He might have.
Yeah. But play this.
Upload, yeah.
Refrain for trying to go back and forth with me. Because let me tell you something, sir. We done see, he's good at dancing. He's good. No.
Oh, my bad.
Stop.
I ain't even about to do that. Hold on. Pause for the cause. Hold on. That's a
Peggy.
party foul, okay?
Don't do that.
No hands on your knees.
Don't.
Please.
Don't.
Keep your hands up where I can see them.
Don't allow that.
Twerk for
that
the
Gillie
work,
ghost.
okay?
Don't allow that Gillie ghost
that Gillie ghost. Oh, no.
to come upon you.
Oh, I'm rebuking the Gillie ghost. Hold on.
And it's things that I have real questions like, what are you really good at? Because he's a comedian.
Yeah.
Like content
It's funny.
creator.
Now that kind of that gentleman
the
is
powder on the
important.
nose, that was funny.
Yeah, that was funny.
But also there's verbiage that he says, it's like, get your goofy. Like, okay, what are you identifying as goofy? Corny, these are like, what are the metrics of you saying that another individual is corny? Have you not seen some of the actions that you've been putting on? And if that ain't that, then I don't know what is. Gillie, you're a good time. Respectfully. And your only argument to date, and when I seen the comments and they said, $1 million worth of game is a bigger platform. Yes, but they've started way before me. And guess what, Gil? I don't have any plans to stop. This is only our 100th show on one platform, a 4th and 1. Congratulations. You're doing good, Peg.
Come on.
If ain't nobody told you you're doing good, you're doing good.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man.
But what about Funky Friday?
That's hey. That's over 1 million subscribers.
Come on, I'm trying to tell you, Peg.
We're just doing numbers.
Slow down.
I'm just dropping.
Slow down.
Hey, men lie, women lie.
Numbers don't lie.
So we can pause
So
it right
it's just
here.
only a
It kind of slid naturally into what our next timestamp was going to be, but that is that's the only knock Gillie really has. That like, yo, my podcast bigger, more views, better deals. Do you think that Cam?
I don't even know about more views.
And you know, views is the weirdest thing to try to quantify because it's like if you basing it off when you
clips
were
too.
If you
I'm
basing it
only
off when you were your hottest, then it's like okay, you win.
Well, yeah.
But then if you base it off what's going on now, it fluctuates.
Because I went to their YouTube, it's like they do clear 100,000 every episode. I think it's like their average is like 120 to 150 right now, like which is high. Honestly, it's a lot. It's honestly a lot higher than I thought it was because I thought they would be under 100 on the average now, but so I was kind of surprised. Like,
That's actually really good still today.
That's still really great,
especially with like the way that YouTube is
They've
doing the
interviewed
algorithms
everybody.
lately,
and especially with them still just interviewing people. Like I'm surprised
with all the
I was surprised essentially. Yeah, they haven't changed their formula.
Not at all, and it's still working somehow.
Yeah.
But do y'all think that Cam's podcast has the potential to be that big?
For sure.
For sure.
I think Cam can get bigger by doing the podcast, and then that's going to coincide with the help to make the podcast grow. But for sure,
well, Cam is Cam, so he's already just for who he is has been exposed to the world.
Cam doesn't talk.
So his rate, I feel like him being Cam Newton, his reach possibility is higher.
Has he talked on ESPN or any of those platforms?
Sure, I don't know, but I don't.
He's
but I
probably
don't
come
follow
through
sports
as a guest anchor from time to time.
Is he reliable enough to like give him a contract? Like he's speaking, Monday through Friday. Well, Monday through Monday for real. They niggas be working every day, but
well, I mean, if he can show up for NFL training camps on time, he can show up to ESPN at 7 in the morning.
For sure,
that's a lot
tells
easier.
me he's not that type of. He don't want that though.
Yeah.
Like he enjoys his freedom of being Cam Newton, the person that, you know what I mean? Like
being on the outside of the industry.
He's been in that structure of everything, being like a golden child for a very long time. Like pretty much his whole life until like these last couple of years when he stopped playing football. Now he just kind of gets to do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah.
So I don't see him rushing to go back to a corporate job that he could possibly get fired being himself.
There's no point. They would have to throw him like a crazy bucket.
That's
of
what I'm
money
saying. Yeah,
to even
they would have
consider
to.
it. And he would have to be sitting next to Stephen A. Smith every day for it to make sense.
Right, like him taking Shannon Sharp.
Like a
style.
Shannon Sharp kind of trajectory.
Right.
But, it's possible shit. Shannon Sharp did it.
Nah, man. Cam definitely won. He's just, putting his fucking foot on his neck a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Making it hard to breathe for him.
I think this should be over now. Like, Gillie responding to this and like trying to do another whole back and forth. It would just be stupid.
Yeah, nah. Gillie can't win, and
Gillie loses every time. He loses every time.
You did say that last time.
I did my research. I started the video. Started the video. The script is wrote. Just got to record it now. I'm doing that after this.
If we're being honest, like traditionally, Philly niggas don't win.
Meek wins.
Win.
Cassidy won.
Meek won.
Win.
They won, but they don't win.
Cassidy won.
Sustain legacy.
Yeah,
where's the multiple rings? Where's the back-to-back
It's not just
championship?
Health is wealth too, nigga. It's not just about having money.
Jalen Hurts.
First of all, I'm not having this conversation with a bunch of niggas from North Carolina. Okay.
I mean, okay.
Well, I don't like how you just at least tripping like that, nigga.
Well,
You
it's a
become
lot
a
of-
man.
it's a lot
But
of-
at least the rappers that we have that kind of make it actually fucking make it.
We got one in the actual Raptors, so it's like you
Yeah.
can't even
P.
fuck
Pablo,
with us.
right?
Him,
Jermaine.
yeah, but
Yeah.
him too.
Yeah. The baby.
Basketball too.
Baby, nigga. Michael Jordan. Nigga.
Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
Are you crazy? You got to calm down, AJ. You got to calm down. You don't know. North Carolina,
no.
we
No,
underrated.
no.
We keep quiet, but we got some shit in the tuck.
First of all,
Like,
I personally didn't want to go to this rabbit hole because I didn't know how bad it was going to get. That's why I'm not going there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, don't
you got
do
it. I'm not going back and forth with you niggas.
I want to hear no more about that shit, nigga.
Yeah.
Philly niggas are professional losers.
All right, I'm not going.
Bell, baby. Next subject. So, No Jumper hosted their new host live streamathon.
Yes.
And I'm not going to lie. It was 11 hours, but it was pretty jam-packed full of good quality entertainment. Even when you look at the comments, like it was reviewed pretty well. Everybody was like, this shit was worth the watch. This was entertaining all throughout. But the way it was organized, it was kind of, I don't want to say flawless. And I don't know if that's just my low standards for production at No Jumper.
Of what they could do, yeah.
Of what they could do. But the way that it was filmed, it was shot beautifully. Like, so at first, they had Trap Lord Ross running around. He was doing side interviews with all the personalities and the talent that's just roaming around and shit. There was a couple 919 natives in the building.
Okay, yes, we're going to talk
spot.
about them too.
We're going to talk about them.
Was it set up like Kill Tony to where it was a lot of bad, a couple good?
There was no audience, so
no audience.
Just know off of that, everybody there was there to perform.
But he means based off. You mean based off of the quality of like. There's one good comedian every 17 bucket pools.
But also the chatter between the hosts, like was Adam talking shit?
It was all pretty good because you got to understand the kind of person. This is also in LA. Everybody's trying to make it in LA, just walking down the street. So the kind of person that wants to show up to the No Jumper audition is already a charismatic, a extroverted talkative person. But it was set up. They had Trap Lord Ross. He was running around. He was doing side interviews. Then it segued over to Flacco hosting fades. I don't know if this was planned, but it kind of felt like just beautiful improv too. Niggas was like, yo, let's all circle up. He got gloves. They got gloves. Who want to fade? And they was just calling certain niggas out. So let's go. Did that note with the other clips ever load up? That is pretty shitty. So we don't have any of the interviews, but you know, I mean, y'all can pretty much.
We airdropped them all.
We airdropped too.
All right, let's go to that.
We airdropped. Remember?
Oh yeah, this right here. So these were a couple of the Raleigh niggas. This first dude that's talking, he was cool too, but let's skip past where this guy in the blue shirt is talking.
Okay.
Just try to skim it.
To pass him?
Yeah, to pass
It
where
was
he's
like
talking. The
later
next two
down
niggas is who we're gonna watch. Shout out to these good brothers. I've never heard of the first guy, but they're both Raleigh natives.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It's 919 niggas have a great time winning things on No Jumper.
Exactly.
Lil D proved that. Shout out to the love of Lena.
Yes.
But just run this.
All right.
Right from the top, baby.
Wait, what's the move?
Yeah, where that volume, man? We need some volume to it.
It's right here. Yeah. Oh, it didn't come over with no volume, I don't think.
How is that possible?
Really?
Yeah.
It's not muted?
From an airdrop?
I don't got it muted on here. Let me try to
go to another video just to see.
No more.
Okay, so
Yeah, that
so
should work.
that's strange.
What you saying, my man? Good to meet you. How are you? So let them know who you are, where you come.
He was a little shy at first.
There we go.
But yeah, let's jump past this brother. He's a good brother, but
maybe there's no audio in that. It's on the back end. Click it.
The people know who you are, where you coming from, man.
It's boy Zone 6, man, straight out of Raleigh, North Carolina, bro. We out here.
You was just telling me a bunch of history about North Carolina, man. Let me know how treacherous it gets where you come from.
Shit, it get real treacherous, bro. We out of rough Raleigh, bro. We out of Durham, Bull City. Shout out 919, man. Got the 83 babies out there. Got 2C, got BYBA. Shout out to all them. It's real treacherous out there, bro. A lot of stuff going on, a lot of street shit, bro. And I'm here to bring it to the West Coast.
What do you call someone from North Carolina or Carolina? Are you a Carolinian? Like, what's the word for somebody that's from out there, like a Californian?
It's a Carolinian, but we all niggas at the end of the day.
Carolinian. so what is it that makes the Carolinians cut different from the rest of these Americans, man? What is it different about you guys that just is so crazy up there?
We so diverse, bro. We got so many people that move from up north, down south, further down south. We got so many type of different cultures and stuff, bro. I know y'all seen it with the Stunning the Baby movement. They really turned up the city with that one, bro. And we got J. Cole that came out of there too, so you get the lyrical stuff. But, I mean, I can keep a conversation. I'm good at potting. They need some younger people up here, bro. Too many washed up 40-year-olds out here. So I'm trying to bring an East Coast perspective to the West Coast.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, man. Appreciate you, man. What, Carolinians?
Carolinians, bro.
Carolinians in the building, man. Appreciate you. We're going to see how you do on the show, man. I'm excited to keep talking. Zone 6, let them know in the comments, man. So who else we got here, man? Hefe in the building.
Hey, man, shout out now and real North Carolina shit, man. Where the Philly niggas at?
We come in and we show out. Ooh.
But nah, for real
Philly
though,
niggas be on the No Jumper News, dog.
it is North Carolina, man. We everywhere.
Yeah, man.
We everywhere. It's a lot of us.
And
but
we come and we represent.
Where's Zone 6 in Raleigh?
No idea.
Don't
Let's
ask
just skip
no
over
questions,
that.
dog.
Yeah, you
You're
talking
supposed to
about?
act like you knew.
I don't though.
Because you're not in the
you
streets,
ain't real
nigga.
Raleigh, dog. And you fucking king of person.
I'm not where they're shooting. I can say that.
Yeah.
Exactly. But
Nigga,
was this a
what?
good idea for No Jumper? Did they need this?
Was brilliant
Because they already needed a host, so this is kind of two birds, one stone type of thing.
And even if the host situation, because they did declare a winner, which we'll go to at the end.
Yeah.
But even if
the house phone doppelganger.
yeah, even if that itself doesn't work out, this whole stream was good.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. Now, skip a little bit. I think there's another Riley nigga after that. All Riley niggas get shine, and it's
the end of
quick.
this clip.
Okay.
I think this is the end of the clip. Oh, it's like once you pause it, the audio stops.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, no, that time I muted it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so just go back to the link because they had in the middle of the contest, they just had a random fade, a couple of fades.
Random fade.
Brandon got dropped
Twice.
Now they had this link right here. They had set up rules to where they wasn't hitting nobody in the face.
Yeah, they made it less interesting.
It was no headshots.
But I know YouTube is really strict on that. So, but they were also on a Kick because they got a Kick deal.
Yeah, they was on Kick
So
too.
I was also watching Kick. I was watching the fights live.
Yes, because on YouTube, Flacco had the nigga turn the camera to him,
right,
and you just saw Flacco's reaction to like the.
Right.
Exactly.
To
the
you
fight,
can't show
but
that on YouTube.
It was pretty lame. Shout out to Brandon. This is him tumbling.
Listen, gentlemen, these are the rules, okay? Ain't no scratching, ain't no biting, ain't no kissing, ain't no licking. We fighting, we damn sure ain't diking. Now, the only time y'all stop is when we say break. Other than that, you protect yourself at all times. You protect ourselves at all time. Touch gloves, go back to professional corners, come out ready to fight. I do this shit.
That dude right there that's got the mic.
Yeah.
He was auditioning, but not really. I think he was a great addition. I'm glad he was there. Because he has his own podcast. Y'all seen that nigga before?
Yeah, no, he's pretty big. Yeah,
he goes viral all the time, and he's huge. And he be like cooking women about relationships, but he be hitting the air horn.
Yeah.
And then he'd be like, well, y'all, how about you shut up? Because a nigga ain't gonna do that. Like, he be going crazy.
But he was definitely auditioning here because he made it pretty far too.
I was trying to figure out, I just thought that was all fake though. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, that nigga is on. Like, his podcast.
He doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
He's got pretty big reach. Yeah. Every time I see him, he's up. You know what I'm saying? So,
but at least that shows that No Jumper doesn't have a clout bias.
Exactly.
It wasn't about who was the most notable. It was about who was the most relatable.
That's true. I mean, he would be a good addition.
Yeah, he's a good he's a good broadcaster. He's a good orator, but they chose otherwise.
My bad, go ahead.
Let's see Brandon get dropped.
Ready! Let's get ready to rumble! Fight! He's out of down goes Frazier! Down goes Frazier! Down goes Frazier! Down goes Frazier! Listen, gentlemen.
Yeah, the way he threw his head out the screen is crazy.
This was beautiful. And this energy, this camaraderie was all 11 hours, dog.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, of course, it's a stream. So it's never going to be at its peak the whole time. But for the most part, it had like a baseline level of entertainment that was good.
Yeah. Where's the other white people? What does Adam have to do for niggas to not fuck with him?
There was white people, but they were wiggers. They wasn't your kind of white people.
Yeah. Our kind of
It's
the ones you hang around.
I think the answer is nothing.
Because, like...
Maybe they think that they have nothing to offer.
Who?
The white people that you're talking about.
Well, I'm just saying... It's not even about the white people necessarily, but I am curious about where the fuck they're at because it's a lot of them in LA. But like, every time No Jumper really comes in the news, it's always something with Adam, especially when people talking about him.
Yeah.
Adam being racist, like he's abusing his black co-host because he's always trying to, incite gang violence.
Yeah.
So to see, so to see niggas especially, you know, even the 919 brother, he was repping Zone 6 and all the gang violence and all the shit, it gets treacherous.
Yeah.
Like, how does that make sense? Like, what exactly has to happen? There's probably not even a hypothetical. Like, I think Adam could say the N-word and niggas would love it.
Yeah.
Niggas would love it.
Yeah.
Flacco would be like, oh, Adam, he's just playing. You know what I mean? Like, he's just a wild boy. Like,
right. No, literally, yeah.
And those niggas would love it, and the people who would hate it would love to hate it. Everybody's satisfied because then they get to make their videos about, yo, Adam 22, he's a culture vulture again.
Flacco
he's
would
doing
hate
his evil white man thing.
Flacco would hate to be around it, but he would accept it.
Yes.
Yeah, he would hate it, but he would, you know, it's medicine. Medicine don't taste good all the time.
But after the fades, they went on into the next round of things to where they had two contestants walk up to a panel, and it was a rotating panel. At first, it was Adam, it was Lush, it was Flacco, and this one black dude whose name I didn't know. And then Trap Lord Ross was in there at one point in time. But this was the final stage where you kind of come up and prove that you can form an opinion. Like, let's see. I'm not going to lie, they kind of set them up weird into where it was like, okay, you walk up to the microphone and Lush is like, okay, what's
your hottest take?
Yeah, Flacco will be like, what's your hottest take? Like right now. Like,
I think Flacco did the best though, personally, in terms of just kind of like coach them on giving him something.
Yeah,
at first,
trying to debate.
Because just coming up to a mic and asking a nigga what your
You
hottest
can't
take,
do
it's
that.
like,
So, especially with this day, like we
yeah, it's
running
like,
around doing
it's like
shit.
the first like 30 seconds is spent with about what, music?
Yeah.
Like it's so confusing. That's the most vague question you can ask somebody.
Yeah, for the most part.
Unless you're just gonna like come out the window and be like abortion should be legal or something like that. You know, like you gotta really.
But even
that
then,
has to already be on your heart.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's like, yeah, it was weird.
I'm curious to know what y'all would say, but we'll probably do that after.
Yeah, because there was one situation where the dude had walked up and he was just like, yo, give me your hottest take. And then like somebody, I think it was Lush, he was like, how you feel about white people? And he was like, well, I mean, y'all white, like you got to give me a little bit something more than that.
Yeah.
Like I don't just have a general opinion on white people. But we could look at a couple of these because they're funny. But if you go to the ones that I airdropped, the one with the black girl and the white dude. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I had watched a good chunk of this stream. This was probably my favorite moment.
Yeah.
This shit was so fucking hilarious. This white dude, I forgot his name. It's either Blitz or Richie.
He's from North Carolina too.
It's something, yeah, he is.
Of course.
And it's something like that, but he's just got like that. I don't want to call it Forrest Gump because I think he knows what he's doing, but he's just got that I'm not even trying charm.
That Rain Man shit.
That Rain Man shit just goes his way.
Okay.
So this was towards the end of the night where they really got to split hairs to where it's like, okay, let's see who can freestyle better.
She really got a nice body.
She got a nice body. She's funny, very charismatic, opened the store and all that shit. She cool. And she had a rap that was, you know, like Cherry TNT could have did that shit in her sleep.
Yeah.
But this nigga's freestyle was just fucking hilarious. This is my favorite moment out of the whole night. Play this shit on.
Oh, you putting this on the screen?
Yeah, have to. Absolutely.
I was doing that same shit.
Oh, God. Not this one.
Not this
Try
one.
opening it all
Not
the
this
way
one.
up. Like,
No more braids. Now it's back to bars.
I like it. All right, Bizzle.
Bars over braids.
Yes.
Bizzle, spit something. I know you got
Come on,
it.
Bizzle.
I know you got
I didn't
bars.
have anything written, so I'm just gonna freestyle.
All right,
Sure,
Bizzle.
anything.
Oh, I
You
can
got
freestyle
that.
too.
I came here with a dream. I came here really wanting that cream. I'm sick of being so goddamn poor. Every goddamn day I wake up wishing I had more. Wishing that I didn't sleep on a little stupid ass mattress always on the floor. I wish I had me a goddamn dresser and all that good shit, electricity and water, but that's not how I live. My shit is rough. I've always had to live a life that was tough, but one day everything is
What are you laughing at? His life was tough. He lost a fucking eye.
I like what he said.
You laughing at some shit that ain't that funny.
Trap Lord Ross vibes on the cypher.
All right, sorry.
Man, he was trying to go on.
You know how
This is right,
entertaining.
rough and tough. All right, that's why you laughed. That's why.
No, I felt the real emotion.
Oh God, no, I fuck with him though. He freestyling. I fuck with him though.
He said he got no
Bizzle's
electricity,
cooking.
man. Deep.
Well, he's living on the farm, bro.
I just don't understand. Like you said, you want a dresser. You can't get a job at Walmart. You can't dress somebody. I'm sorry, he ain't got no hustle about him. You can't go to the town bar. You can't go to the town bar and check IDs. God damn. I don't know if you're ready for no jumper. You need to be ready for a job.
So far, every job I've ever worked, they don't respect you and they don't pay you what you're worth.
So you telling
fuck a
Adam that
job.
you don't want to work for him? You heard him. You heard him. Ether, I'm telling you, let's get this money.
What did she say?
That her name is Ether. That is her whole personality. Like,
Okay.
That perfectly encapsulates like all the sassiness, the wittiness. That's
And
her.
she was mad. She didn't think that this ambiguous, miscellaneous looking white dude could beat her body, but he did.
He did.
And that's why she got angry. It was like, what the fuck? This nigga broke as fuck.
Yeah.
It's like, duh, bitch, I've just rapped about it. He didn't even know what to say. It's like, every job I work at doesn't pay me.
Yo, like he's sleeping on the floor praying for a dresser. He don't even want a bed. He just he wants somewhere to put his clothes. Yo, and I saw that shit live. It completely caught me off guard. I was up dying. I had rewind that same shit like 37 times.
those were real struggle bars.
It was off the top. It was from the heart.
Yeah, he's really feeling that shit.
I'm looking to hear it again.
When he did, it was funny till he said, "I don't have electricity." It's then it was like, holy shit.
He said, "My life
It
is
makes
rough."
you want him to win.
Yeah,
we want him to win off of that.
But it's also hilarious.
But that's who Adam wanted to win because apparently him and Adam had history. That was Adam's sleeper that was there.
Yeah,
he's got like awesome shit tattooed on his forearm and everything. And they have history from back in the day.
Little inside of baseball.
Yeah, like they stayed with each other back in the day.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That's dope.
That looks like one of Adam's constituents.
It's one of his old friends
from back in the day.
That seemed about right.
All BMX niggas get fat as shit in their 30s. Yeah. But we can move on to who they selected as the winner. What was interesting about this dude was that he has no prior media, content, podcast, entertainment skills or projects. Like most people there have done something before.
Yeah.
But he was just there off the strength of like, yo, like I'm well read. I can hold a conversation, and I'm pretty much likable for the most part. Even when I was watching the live, I didn't really. When I saw that he won, I was like, damn, that's kind of crazy because I didn't really see a lot of his highlights.
Yeah.
Like I was seeing the dude that you were talking about, forgot his name, but he had a big following. The guy where you were saying he doesn't necessarily have to be here. But
yeah, that I don't even know. I don't know what his name is. Yeah, I don't know what his name is either.
Yeah, but like I was looking at niggas like him, and then there was a couple other people who had some personality to where I'm
The
like,
white dude-
Adam likes crazy niggas. He's
The
probably
white
gonna
dude with
select
the
one of
trans
them.
girlfriend, I think his name is Jesse or some shit like that.
Yes.
The No Jumper Reddit was going crazy for him.
Yeah, nah,
of course.
But he's been on the platform before because he has like a trans girlfriend
Yeah.
that they've interviewed together. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
That was him.
Oh,
And then
wow.
she cheated on him.
Mm-hmm.
All type of shit.
Well, but that's for all
With,
wrong
with
reasons,
another
though.
dude?
Yeah.
He ain't shit.
Right, literally.
This nigga can't keep a man.
I think watching this to me, I mean, I think it just proved that the West Coast, LA at least, they have horrible media personalities.
No, media personalities, but personalities
Yeah.
They
in
suck
general.
They got that in spades.
I think this generation fell off, nigga. Like this generation of LA is kind of whack.
I don't.
Trash, nigga.
I think it's
You
more
don't think
wild
they're
than
as funny?
ever.
I think everything was better the generation before. It's not even close. Like the artists, LA music right now is fucking horrible. It's actually trash. The generation before we had Nipsey, Dom, Pac
Yeah,
Div,
YG.
YG, all those niggas.
YG's still around.
Even media personalities. There was Letty Martinez generation. Adam 22 was coming up in that. Like that's when all the good shit happened. The new shit. These niggas suck. Music and media. They're trash.
Flacco sucks.
Flacco's not from there.
Yeah, he's an import.
So you're saying everybody from LA?
Yeah, it seems like the people that are in LA, they suck.
It also, I don't know about everybody. Gina's
sucks.
ass.
Gina,
And
She's
you
not
said-
desirable, and by desirable I mean she's not the best to listen to.
Right.
In terms of like, oh, Gina Views, but she's not ass.
And that's just media because you
Okay.
said music as well, right?
Yeah, the music sucks too.
I feel like
That LA
during
shit is trash. That LA music sucks.
I feel like during that Joey Badass West Coast beef, I started to see what a lot of those niggas over there were actually doing.
Nothing.
It's not nothing. There's a reason Joey targeted those niggas. because Kendrick wasn't going to answer. But those were the next best niggas.
I always thought LA was like, even when I was 16, back when Nipsey was popping and YG and all them niggas was popping, I always thought they was overrated. Like I never thought
it was lit then.
I never thought LA, but yeah.
No, it was good then. They were good enough to leave LA. These niggas now suck. Nobody cares about that shit outside of LA.
Sit your ass down. You've never done this.
But you must smell weird.
Hell no, I must smell desirable.
But yeah, nobody, they can't break out the way they used to, like turning into national acts. So these are West Coast acts now.
That's every.
What about Doechii?
That's every region though.
Tyler the Creator was the last generation too. Odd Future.
Doechii?
Yeah, Odd Future.
Who? You talking about Tyler?
Yeah, that's the old generation too.
Yeah, but that's kind of like
It's one generation back.
One generation back.
Yeah, it was better.
Whenever a region has the popular sound, they don't ever double back. It's never usually back to back. Somebody else takes it after.
That's not true.
It is true.
No, it's not. Atlanta's been going crazy for like 10 years.
But like Atlanta going crazy is kind of like there was a point in time where it was white hot, but nothing else has come to challenge that old greatness. Because look at New Atlanta right now.
We're still living off I don't know what New Atlanta is.
Exactly.
Is Gunna considered New Atlanta?
We're living off of like when Atlanta was Atlanta, but no other city or
They
region.
had 10 years
Miami
of giving us
doing
new
that.
shit.
Where's Gunna
all
at?
depends.
Gunna old or new?
It all depends because we're sounding like old niggas.
Gunna would probably be new.
A little bit.
Lil Baby might be new.
Because
New, right?
Yeah.
there's a lot.
Yeah, they still running shit.
No, new. Nah,
Atlanta's
them
a
niggas
bad
not new.
example.
It's a great example because he said nobody runs it for that long. And they've been running it for a long time.
Maybe 15 years.
Nigga, what was Lil Baby's last album called?
I don't know.
Yeah, Atlanta. Yeah, or Gunna's. I haven't listened to Gunna's new album.
They said that shit goes crazy.
They say it's hard.
I've heard the opposite.
I've heard both. That's what I'm saying.
I
Well,
heard
you
that shit
said Metro
slaps.
shit is crazy, but he's from the old guard, right?
Well, you didn't even
That
say
nigga
it
from
was-
St. Louis.
Yeah.
Allegedly. I felt betrayed.
Really?
But the tape was hard regardless. The
definitely
tape
thought
was
he was from
hard.
Atlanta.
Yeah, that shit
Tape was
did kind
hard.
of hurt a little bit. Like, nigga,
But he
why
claims Atlanta, so you know I'm not from there, so fuck it, he from Atlanta.
So does 21 Savage. And he's from the UK.
Yeah, he's another import.
Yeah.
But he
But
lived
nah.
it long enough.
I'm glad Adam is finding him some new black acts.
So
Yeah,
do we
can
need
you
something
zoom
new
in
out
on-
of the East Coast, West Coast then? Is it just no jumpers over? Is that what you're saying?
It's not.
Oh, no, I don't think they're over. Well, when Joe Jumper sells that building, I think it's interesting to why we getting all these new niggas. But I think Adam is going out with a bang before he sells this goddamn building. Because remember, the building's for sale. They're leaving
Yeah.
this building.
Yeah.
So it's just going to be a little minute before they find a buyer. But this building is going away at some point.
You can tell he don't give a fuck no more.
Yeah,
this
I think he
nigga's
just
running
don't-
fades
yeah,
indoors.
he don't give a fuck no
Yeah.
more. Like it's
Yeah.
just
he popping champagne.
he's making as much money off you Negroes as he can before he sells his building and downsizes like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be so much easier to have that conversation when we went from 4 studios to 2. And we have this main show and this main show, and if you don't fit in within that, hey, we don't have no time.
And there's no show.
Yeah.
No show
No
for
time
you, bro.
slot,
So,
baby.
yeah, I think I like how he's going out with a bang.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's like in terms of this building and
Yeah.
facility.
I was about to say, man.
But in terms of the new direction with this new host, is like, is this the answer? Is this what No Jumper was missing? We needed.
You need rejects. Because do you think anybody that actually came to audition deserves to be like, you know, even if they have done any media like beforehand, because it takes more to do like No Jumper than just media. Because No Jumper is a satirical, like, yeah, I don't want to disrespect it, but you know, you got to kind of clown yourself out just a little bit.
Yeah, when you say when
sure.
you
You
say
know.
journalist at No Jumper, you kind of smirk after.
Yeah.
It's not like real facts of information, but
They calling him flip phone.
yeah, yeah. 'Cause that was the thing about this
Hilarious.
guy in the chat.
Yeah.
They were just saying he's just the inverse of that nigga. But if you go to
That is hilarious.
if you go to the full live stream,
Yeah.
I think you already had that pulled up, and go to 10:52:02. We can get a little bit of him going head to head with Ether, the girl that got a
152:02?
titty showing. Yeah, 10:52:02. 10 hours.
10
10
my
hours.
fault.
Yeah.
Damn, 10 hours.
Yeah, long
Yeah,
stream.
I couldn't believe it really.
I couldn't, like, as it was going on, I'm like, yo, they're still going.
Yeah. Adderall.
Yeah, baby.
That's crazy.
Flip.
Took one lunch break.
MMA.
Let's just not call
I don't
it
know
a
if you
fame.
can.
It's
How many
okay.
fights have you ever had?
Ooh.
Oh, not too many. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Not too many.
Okay, because I could tell.
You think he seems soft?
Kinda. I mean, I would hire him to, give me a floral arrangement.
Oh, are you trying to call him gay?
Chico
Pop
Amante.
around the edges.
Wow.
Yeah.
I take no offense. I take no offense. The lady, she's got a good eye for things. Real hustler.
Yeah,
Had a 73-year-old husband. Came up off of that.
75. No.
75. I can't lie.
75. He met me. I already had my own money.
Game
That's why he didn't
respects
care.
game, bro. Game
Let's get the poll in the chat.
That's why he didn't care.
Okay, so you two both very immersive, interesting personalities. I'm very excited to have both of you on here today.
Thank you.
Tell us why the other one would be a bad choice. I'm gonna go with you, Ethan, first. Tell us why he's just not the guy for No Jumper.
I mean, typically, No Jumper has a lot of street cats. I mean, they would eat him alive. He looked like he would be on the way home from school and just run straight to inside the house.
Oh,
he
my
not really about that life. I've literally, anybody that know me be like Rachel Badass, since a yay high all the way now, that's why I'm kind of cocky. That's why I don't mind fighting and argue boys. I used to beat niggas up like him all the time when I was a little kid. Like, what's up? What's up? Take your lunch money. Yeah.
She's so
my homeboys, B Magic, A Verb, everybody. They B Magic. What's up? You City Crip? No, no, they know me from Yay High. No, I got homies. I got remember outside of the 75-year-old, I got Bloods that want to fuck me and Crips that want to fuck me. Gang. What you mean? All over. I ain't got to call nobody.
How you got that pool with them? How you got that
You
pool with them?
You lightweight, baby. Cause
How
I
much you think I
rap.
weigh?
160. I don't know. Look like you been eating them
195, baby.
Chick-fil-A sandwiches. So, baby, I'm gonna add another 10 pounds.
So specific.
You got that Carlton vest on. That's why I think that he doesn't really fit in. He's giving Will Smith.
There's a lot of people that have the same level of charm. Like, this is, for all intents and purposes, it was a pretty fierce competition.
And she's good now, AJ. She's good now.
She was bad earlier?
Nah, I'm saying like she's good now for the 10 minutes we've been listening to her. But like
it's the same thing for the other nigga.
She been going 10 hours doing the same.
Right, they've been there same type of time
I'm not
they all
gonna lie,
had.
like she was in my top 3, maybe 4 of like, okay, I think these are the people who are actually, I don't want to say gifted, but they're
They got
standing out.
something.
They're
Yeah,
standing
right,
out.
right.
They got something to it because her whole shit is like she's good at jawing on niggas. Like,
I feel like she
I'll
would get
attack what you
annoying.
wearing.
She would get annoying kind of soon.
If y'all
And-
don't agree, I 100% see that.
Yeah.
If she's not on your side and like you gotta like go into work and fight that every day.
I'm curious to know what interview questions she would ask. Like, what show would she fit? You know,
Well, I mean, if 4 Extra can ask questions, she can probably ask questions too.
4 Extra wasn't on there to ask questions. He was on there to, answer them.
So you proving another point that there's still a lane for her. Like, maybe she isn't the lob thrower.
I mean, as disarming. She's nice to have next to you during the interview. Just a disarming nigga.
Yeah, because she's charming and she has those titties.
Yeah.
And so that
there's
deadly combination.
Sometimes you don't need her to add much. You just need a little cute girl here with a nice body to make this nigga feel more comfortable so I can really ask the questions. Or she can lob them. Or I got to lob them to her and she'll ask.
And she'll verbalize them. Like she was pretty good on her feet.
I don't know how good she's in those situations, but
yeah,
And it ultimately does come down to like what the chat is voting on. And so like
she
you're
doesn't
saying,
sound stupid. Let me just say this: she's pretty and she doesn't sound like an idiot. That's a win for me. So that's
won you over.
Yeah, bro.
There's
A lot
enough out
of
here.
pretty girls get up there, they can't even keep up with the conversation. It's like,
Yeah.
So the fact that she can do that and got some personality, I'm like, okay, we have a lot to work with already. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you wouldn't let her propose to you though.
Nah.
$5 Patreon. But yes, she was very talented. But ultimately they went with, and I keep forgetting his name because he's not famous. But
even in this exchange, I'm like, what the fuck?
Like she is kind of, bodying him right now. But play it and maybe skip like 10 seconds because he also has to say why she isn't gonna be a good fit. But I'm pretty sure he plays the high ground.
Reason this was developed. He over there.
Narrow idea of what a black man can be and that he's just not fitting your mold.
Let me hear what the fuck he's got. I got this.
Fox News. He could go over there with my girl. Yeah.
But, all right, all right. I like the sass that you're bringing to the table, but at the same time, it's kind of making me feel like you have kind of a narrow idea of what a black man can be, and that he's just not fitting your mold.
My brother. Wait,
How you gonna do that to me?
Let's go here for a second. My brother had a degree. He passed away 2 years ago, but he had a degree in physics. My brother graduated from Morehouse College from Normandy, the same school that 607.
Hey, you telling he a bitch ass nigga then?
Never. He ain't no bitch ass nigga. He went to the military. Before he went to the military, he got his
Shout out to
physics
brother, R.I.P.
degree from Morehouse. Then went to the military. It's called a man. It ain't got nothing to do with street swag or nothing. I'm just saying that he doesn't fit the mold. Yo, contestants would like me to come. Put that sexy on them. They would love to pop up and be like, damn, eat the dark, because I really rap. I really be in the studio. I really be in the streets. This really my life. I really be on Melrose.
She did rap her ass off.
Melrose for what reason?
Because Melrose is a popular street.
But this is kind
Shopping,
of
money.
This is kind of what the problem with her is that like she's a little suffocating. Like when she's talking, it's like, God damn.
Yeah, when I had said that in the beginning,
there's no more oxygen in the room.
She's also auditioning too, though. You want to kind of suffocate your opponents out, but it could come off too much. But honestly,
not the audience.
If
too,
she is
nigga.
going to be a suffocating, now is the time. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to tell if she'd be like that in a podcast setting. I don't know.
I feel like it'll be worse.
Yes, she would, and she looks good, but she's only good to hear for about 10 minutes.
Y'all keep saying she looks good. I think she just got nice titties. Like, she looks okay.
Okay.
I think she's cute.
Semantics.
Well,
yeah,
yeah.
AJ really likes her. That's like the 5th time he said that. He said it before we started recording. But nah, she looks good for what it's worth. Like,
she got nice dark areolas.
Yes.
It's the titties. I knew it was the titties.
Yeah.
I like her natural face too. I love that.
It's dope. And
It's
you know,
almost no makeup on.
There's no telling what hair is
And
actually underneath
I think that's
that.
her.
I don't know.
I think so, because it's not crazy long.
You're wishful thinking, brother.
Nah, that hair's not hers.
That is definitely
That's
not
hers.
probably hers.
I think it's just this. I think we put the 720
can't
TV
see. I
right
need-
there.
I need
You
to
have
see
the
that.
720 TV. I got the high. I got the.
Oh, you can see.
You know what I'm saying?
he also has Daredevil vision. Take your glasses off and really look at the bitch.
Then I won't see shit. I'm blind without these motherfuckers.
That she really look good.
Nigga should be phenomenal. Nigga.
Like,
Damn, who's that bitch?
She probably look butt ass naked.
Yeah.
But
That's funny.
yeah.
Nah, man.
She was talented, but podcasting is a chemistry sport as well.
Yeah.
And if like it doesn't look like you can play ball very well, then like nigga, we not gonna have you in here over talking to everybody. That's gonna get annoying after a while.
They do. I mean, a woman co-host wouldn't be bad for No Jumper, but still, I'm kind of glad they went with the dude, a little bit more chill, a little bit more relaxed. I feel like he can do the same thing the girl can do without being,
just measured.
Yeah.
Without having titties.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Which sucks, but
it definitely does suck.
His titties are better, but
a cool.
You can't sacrifice everything for titties.
Yeah, nah, man.
Especially not when it comes to pod.
That's what Shannon did.
This is big business, but
What else could they do? Oh, well, fuck it.
oh shit, my fault, Lauren. I didn't know you had some more. You got something else?
Nah, it's cool.
I'm about to say we can always ignore the bell. That's nothing.
we good.
All right,
It wasn't
bet.
important.
So let's move over to Charlamagne the God. He recently got called out by the fucking president of the United States of America, which is, it's news because it's like, all right, if you're gonna put yourself in this new political podcasting space where you're for all intents and purposes a pundit, you have an opinion. It is kind of crazy that the president directly calls you out. But let's go, Lauren. Go to the link that says, open the link that says 00 flat. But also, let's just keep this Trump tweet pulled up because I'm gonna read this shit verbatim.
And Trump, I feel like Trump is kind of late, man. Charlamagne been saying a lot of shit. So, Trump obviously hasn't been paying attention.
He has been saying, my fault. Go to the video first, but I'll just make sure we had this. So this is Charlamagne the God's initial remarks on Trump on Laura Trump's show on Fox News. For all intents and purposes, it was pretty light. Like all she asked, they also have their own little chemistry because she's been on the Breakfast Club a couple of times.
Yeah.
They don't really argue too much, so they're kind of cool. But she asked him to rank Trump's presidency so far in the first 200 or whatever so days, and he gave what he thought.
Has she been on there more than once? Sorry.
I think so.
I've only seen her
I feel like
once.
at least twice.
Okay.
I feel like at least
I've
twice.
only seen one and she cooked that nigga crazy. But that's Laura Trump is his daughter-in-law.
I believe
that
so.
needs to be
Yes.
said.
Yes.
You able to run it?
She is not bloodline, but she's close
Right.
enough.
Yeah, daughter-in-law, yep.
Yep.
All right, well, Charlamagne, I'm so honored to have you here. Thanks for coming on My View.
Laura, thank you for having me. You did Breakfast Club. I had to return the favor.
Yeah, we're trying to reciprocate. I appreciate that very much. So look, we're 6 months into President Trump's second term in office. Now, I know you've been critical. You've had your bones to pick with President Trump. If you took his name out of it and looked solely at what has happened, the policies and the things that have changed around the world and in our country over the first 6 months, how do you rate his presidency so far?
I wouldn't give it a good rating,
Why not?
Simply because, the least of us are still being impacted the worst. Like when you look at something like, the big, beautiful bill, that's something that, I'm going to benefit from because of the tax bracket that I'm in. But, there's going to be so many people that's hurt by that bill. And, anything that, takes away Medicaid from people and is going to put people in a worse financial situation than, they were previously in, I'm not for. And, he ran on that. Like he ran on, the economy. He ran on saying that, grocery prices were going to be down and,
That has happened.
No.
Inflation is trending down. And by the way, Medicaid, we want to make sure that people who are not actual recipients or shouldn't be getting Medicaid are off of Medicaid so it can actually benefit more people. There is good stuff in that bill, though. You have the 2017 tax cuts that are made permanent, and that really is for everybody.
For who, though?
But that's for everyone. Everyone in this country is impacted by that. You also have things, by the way, like money going to school choice for parents all across this country. There is a lot of good that I think will come out of the big, beautiful bill. But what about things like...
Right now, people are hurting. And he campaigned on immediate change, day one change.
And you don't think you've felt any change? People aren't feeling change.
No.
Do you feel safer knowing that Iran will not have the ability to develop a nuclear weapon?
Iran? Sure. I feel safe if you're telling me that a country won't have the ability to build a nuclear weapon.
Do you feel better knowing our borders closed?
Yes.
Okay, so there
don't get me wrong. There's certain things that I absolutely understood. Like as far as border security, but I understood border security for different reasons. Like people were complaining about the border because they felt like people were coming into the country and taking jobs away from people in certain areas and certain communities. And that is the conversation that I had been hearing for the past year and a half prior to the election. I understand that, but I want to see the criminals and illegal immigrants, actually deported.
Well, that's happening.
Not people who are here, trying to go through the process of being in this country legally. Like when you see people actually getting deported and getting detained, and they're actually trying to go through the process of being American citizens, that's not right.
Well, we're allowing those people to leave. They actually get money to leave, and then they get to reapply.
Beautifully.
You think so?
That was a great answer. That for his reasoning on the border issue. I don't think you can't just not talk about it.
Yeah.
You feel me? So the way it was I liked it for different reasons though.
Was that very moderate of him?
It was moderate, yes. But he loves to play those games. He's good at
games are fun.
Yeah.
And they get played a lot. But Donald Trump went on to respond to this because the overall tone of that conversation wasn't really that antagonistic. It was kind of just straight of the line, it's two adults talking about politics. Like he fucked this up, but he did this right.
And his daughter-in-law lobbed it up.
Yes, very beautifully. But Trump went on Truth Social to say, the very wonderful and talented Lara Trump, whose show is a big rating success, put racist sleazebag Charlamagne the God. Why is he allowed to use the word God when describing himself? Can anyone imagine the uproar there would be if I used that nickname? That was all in the parentheses. He's a low IQ individual, has no idea what words are coming out of his mouth, and knows nothing about me or what I have done. Like just ending 5 wars, including a 31-year-old bloodbath between Republic of the Congo and Rwanda, where 7 million people have died, and there was no end in sight. He didn't know that. Or India and Pakistan, or wiping out Iran's nuclear capabilities, or closing the horrendous open border, or creating the greatest economy where prices and inflation have come way down, and where stupid and corrupt Joe Biden set the record for doing the worst job as president ever. But this dope, Charlamagne, will vote for Sleepy Joe or Kamala. Remember, 1 year ago, our country was dead. Now it's the hottest country anywhere in the world.
MAGA.
I didn't know that it was
funny as a motherfucker.
Are you on Retruth? Are you on? Have you ever been on there?
No,
It's
but
no need because what he puts on Truth Social gets tweeted.
It always gets posted everywhere, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and he knows it.
I haven't had
But
haven't
they have
heard dope.
Retruth is funny though.
Yeah, it's so fucking stupid.
It's beautiful.
Yo, I
It's dumb
retruth
as
that
fuck.
shit.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That shit's dumb as fuck. Like,
He said,
That's what it is, the retruth.
Yeah, that shit is dumb.
That's crazy.
Retruth.
That's what makes me
but
want to go on there just to see
I don't know
that.
who.
That-
What was you about to say?
I was about to say that is a bit of an escalation in tone in terms of this conversation.
I don't know who in his cabinet told him about that. Obviously, his family member is talking to Charlamagne, but I feel like Trump shouldn't have even like realized this was happening. You know what I mean? Like, why would he even take offense to that?
All presidents do. Like even there's a story about Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
He would do what Trump did in the sense of like he'll rant and ramble in a letter, but he'll burn it afterwards.
Yeah.
Trump sends that shit online.
Exactly.
Which is completely different. But this is Charlamagne's response on the Breakfast Club. Of course, he had to give Donald Trump Donkey of the Day.
Yeah.
Because that's his right hook. That's the
Yeah.
only way he could really jab at him from the radio station. But let me
And he didn't even disrespect. Like Charlamagne could have really gone in on him. Like, nah, like absolutely not. He's done a terrible job with the Epstein files, but he didn't out of respect to probably lower Trump because it seems like they have a very cordial relationship. You know, they're gonna play each other's
to Laura Trump. Yeah.
They're gonna play. They're gonna play each other's games nicely by going on each other's shows, giving them what the people want.
Doing what they're supposed to do. I see you got that first time stamp put up, Lauren, but we just gonna go ahead and skip that because it's not even important. Let's go to 6:15, where the direct response is. Everything before is pretty much like them replaying everything we just watched. It's unnecessary.
Okay.
But this is where he gets into directly responding to this Truth Social retruth.
Anywhere in the world, MAGA.
Now, the personal insults, I don't care. He called me a sleazebag. I looked up the definition of sleazebag. Says it's a disgusting or despicable person. Depending on who you ask, that may apply to me. Okay, I personally prefer friendly neighborhood a-hole. Okay, he said I'm a low IQ individual. I don't know. I've never taken an IQ test. He said I have no idea what words are coming out of my mouth. Absolutely true. Okay, I've been surprising myself my whole life. Like, damn, I actually said that? Now, let's get to your claims. He said, I don't know anything about him ending 5 wars. Mr. President, nobody knew that because it's not true. All right, there is zero evidence, nothing credible whatsoever that says President Trump played any role in ending the ongoing, keyword, ongoing conflict in the Eastern DRC or in Rwanda. Okay, America has not brokered any major peace deal between the DRC and Rwanda during Trump's second term. And wiping out Iran's nuclear capabilities, you did pull off a significant strike, but it didn't eliminate Iran's nuclear capabilities. Saying you wiped it out is an overstatement because according to reports, no enrichment facility was destroyed and Iran's nuclear threat is still very active, and some experts argue it's more dangerous now due to a lack of international oversight and the increased beef with Israel and the USA. Now, you also claim the borders were closed. Not closed, but you have tightened immigration policies and increased enforcement. You have definitely made the border harder to cross, but saying it's closed is false and ignores everyone coming over seeking legal asylum. By the way, I want border security. I just want you to keep your promise of deporting illegals and criminals. But since Homeland Security started to work to deport more people, okay, immigrants with legal status or no criminal history are being detained and deported too. That's not right. Okay, your family is always in fear.
Whose family you talking about?
Okay, all right, listen. My fellow Americans, listen. My fellow Americans, we are in a strange time right now. A time we have never seen because authoritarian strategy is being used against anyone who speaks out against this administration. We saw what happened Friday. President Trump orders, the firing of labor statistic chief after data shows unemployment rates are higher. I don't know if you know President Trump, but by firing this woman, you added to the unemployment rate. But that, along with his reaction to what I said on Laura Trump, shows how authoritarians will attempt to bully people into pushing false narratives. President Trump, do you realize the best way to get the headlines you want is to simply do a good job? Is to simply do right by all Americans? He called me a racist. I didn't mention race not one time on Laura Trump. I didn't bring up the fact that President Trump issued an executive order directing oversight of institutions like the Smithsonian to remove or suppress narratives about systemic racism in Black history. They want to reframe cultural memory to eliminate discussions of historical racial injustice. That, along with determination of diversity and civil rights programs, are considered very racist by a lot of civil rights advocates. I didn't even bring that up. Okay, I was just talking to your base, letting your base know that you haven't kept the promises you made in regards to the economy. In fact, you've made things worse. It's actually hilarious to see you upset about the high unemployment rates when you let Elon Musk take a chainsaw to the federal government and fire a bunch of government workers earlier this year. You did that, President Trump, and now you're doing exactly what the Biden administration did, trying to convince America the economy is all good when it's not. Maybe for people in a certain tax bracket, but for majority of your constituents who aren't in the 1%, it's not all good. So you can hire a new labor statistic
to where we're almost
President Trump.
Go to like 11 minutes and some change.
Please let Kathy Griffin give President Donald J. Trump the biggest hug. Keep him focused. Ask 2 simple questions. What about the economy? What about the Epstein files? Go in his mentions, have pity parties all the time, and ask him those 2 things. Happy born day to President Barack Obama, and thank you for your attention to this matter. Please let Kathy Griffin give President Donald J. Trump the biggest hee-haw.
Please give this giant jar of mail the biggest hee-haw.
That was a great response.
Just in terms of responding to the sense of severity, the urgency of the situation. This is the biggest political person on the planet right now.
That was the best way he could have responded.
That's the best way you can respond.
And it's funny because Stephen A., who we're going to talk about, he got in a little discourse with Michelle Obama, and his response was not as good as this. It wasn't as tight,
classy.
It was
because Donald Trump went pretty low. He went to all the buzzwords, calling niggas out their name, not disrespectfully, but sleazebag.
Yeah,
that's some real that's some New York real estate agent term.
Yeah,
that's only a dissident.
I'll clobber you.
He went where he always goes.
He literally went straight for the low blows, but Charlamagne kept it pretty pimping for all intents and purposes.
Yes,
he kept it about policy.
Yeah, and he also stated facts.
Yeah,
which is like that's all you need to do to really combat Trump.
You know, he's had some political mishaps in media, but for when his name got called by the biggest opponent, he kind of came and delivered.
And you know, he kept true to the moderate statement.
Yeah.
Even Joe, you're doing exactly what Joe Biden did. I was like, okay, Charlamagne.
Democrats didn't come off clean in this take.
Yeah.
And so I think it was pretty, I think it did what it was supposed to do.
It was very well kept.
What was the impact of it?
I'm pretty sure Trump turned red.
Basically, Charlamagne is probably on the hit list of people to watch. Probably. If he wasn't before.
And this legitimizes his political thing.
He's always been
even
on the
more.
list. Because remember before the last election, he was in that commercial. He was in that commercial.
They used the Breakfast Club clip.
Yeah,
right?
The Breakfast Club clip.
But
yeah.
I remember them saying that, no, I don't know if anybody got permission for that.
They was mad.
But I'm just saying,
there
like,
was
it's not
some-
like they didn't know who they were. You know what I'm saying? They've used them as like fodder before.
But that's what Trump and his administration do. They pick and choose when they want to remember a nigga.
Exactly.
Like right before Tony Hinchcliffe did the Puerto Rico joke, they was like, oh, he's the funniest comedian ever. But after that, it was like, yeah, I don't even really know who that guy was.
He was picked last minute.
Yeah, fuck him. But
yeah, it does legitimize who Charlamagne is in his political spectrum. Like he's the guy to go to now.
How you feel about this response?
I don't know. I mean, it was clean, but I'm trying to figure out if it had impact outside of the Breakfast Club audience. Like I saw the tweet more than I saw the response. I didn't really see the response get posted anywhere.
I get what you mean in terms of like, did that jab land as hard as Trump's did?
Right.
No. I don't think I'm not gonna say I don't think anybody could, but that is a tall hill to climb. Because
that's all.
Trump, but you gotta understand the gravity that Trump has. Like, he didn't even tweet this. He put it on Truth Social and it still went viral on Twitter.
Yeah.
He's the only nigga doing that.
But he does that every time.
Exactly. That's my point. He's going up against Thanos. So it's like, of course, the message isn't gonna be Donald Trump. Yeah, nigga. What?
Big T, nigga.
You don't see all those affinity stars,
what?
nigga?
Big T.
He's trying to balance the
don't back it up like that. Though. It's a big T, nigga.
Yeah. Big T, nigga. You know what's going on.
But yeah, like I feel, but yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Like, did this actually have any impact in the political sphere? Like, I didn't see people talking about Charlamagne cooked him for
because
you know what I'm saying.
Charlamagne. That's the thing,
I
right?
didn't see that.
People think the way to beat Trump is to not stoop to his level. You know what I mean? Like, is to not to play dirty, kind of call him a sleazebag or a dope or a nincompoop, probably.
Which is what he didn't do. He didn't do that.
He didn't do that. He just stated facts. It was very eloquent. It was very like, he set it up. So, but that's not the way you beat a dirty player. Like you kind of have to call out, things that might be alleged. The list, you know what I mean? Go down below. Go,
which is how he ended.
Yeah,
but the strategy that you're talking about could only work right now. Because when Trump first came out, that's what niggas were doing. He was playing dirty, and everybody was like, "Okay, let me be tried, true, and respectful, and like not play dirty." And then he would go in the debate and be like, "You're fucking ugly," and the crowd go, "Oh shit, this nigga's a genius." Yeah. And so now that his reputation is kind of sullied, and we can see the double speak, we can see that he says anything just to get by. That is how you beat him. You go clean, you go traditional, you go factual.
No. I don't think that's how you beat him.
I think that's how you
that's not
Trump right now.
But beat.
I'm about to say he's won not doing that though.
Up until this point, this is the weakest he's ever been.
What?
Weakest who's ever been?
Trump.
Is it?
You don't pay attention to politics, dog.
Well, tell me what I'm missing then.
He's in
this
a very
Epstein file shit is not going away.
I know that.
Majority of his base, when you break it down, these niggas are conspiracy theorists.
Right.
That's their big thing.
Right.
And so their end with Trump was, okay, this is the guy that's close to power, but he doesn't come from that institution. He's going to drain the swamp. He's going to show us what happened to JFK. He's the conspiracy theorist in office. But now that he's dead, he's going back on the promises of the shit that niggas actually care about, which is kind of stupid. Like, the Epstein list thing is evil, but in terms of like what it means to everyday Americans, like it's not impacting the economy, but his base treats it like that. They're that serious about it. So the fact that he keeps tiptoeing, lying, blaming other niggas, not taking accountability, this is the weakest his support has ever been.
Right.
And
he's even denouncing him. This was the biggest Big T fan ever.
I didn't hear him. He did not denounce him.
You gotta listen to these last LOYs. He's been slowly backpedaling. He hasn't fully gone.
That little half laugh kind of said it.
He hasn't fully gone. He hasn't fully gone.
He said.
Ego. That's ego though.
But
that's ego, AJ. But he hasn't fully gone. I made a mistake.
Big Trump.
But you have.
No, Trump
he has less legs to stand
you see,
on.
I'm a real model.
You moonwalk back.
I'm a real model. I was never that far to have to go back. You see, let me explain.
Even that statement says it right there.
Lauren,
Big Trump.
You can't let him lie.
Trump is in a terrible
He's
position
in a bad
right
position.
now.
With the Epstein,
but not,
when you said that, I thought you were talking about in their exchange.
Oh, in terms of losing to Charlamagne? No, I'm
That's
talking
what I
about
thought you meant. But if you're talking about Epstein, then all his supporters are fucking with that.
But also to like kind of round that out together.
So if he's
I
doing
think that
bad,
I think that Charlamagne should have gone harder because Trump is in this position. Like,
when's the best time to kick a nigga?
When he's down.
Come on
and
now.
Trump isn't even
He's not
down.
all the
He's
way down.
groveling.
He's not all the way down.
He's on one knee.
Yeah.
But a nigga like Trump could.
When do you kick a nigga?
And
Not when he's standing.
Knee on one knee is like
Unless
Chrissy
you're
on
Jay
one knee.
Nobles. Then you kick a nigga when he's standing.
Yeah.
Because you got that reach.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. But I can also jump and hit his face.
Couldn't jump and hit that nigga
Come on. But nah, for real though, it's like it's a tricky position to be in. But Charlamagne definitely could have really put his elbow in his back,
just twisted the knife a little bit,
just a little bit. But he can't though. He can't because
Who
he's
had a better response to
He's a career man at the end of the day.
Did Schultz have a better response than this?
Schultz's response
Oh, I guess Trump didn't have a response for real, but Trump didn't really call him out.
The White House responded to things that
Andrew
Flagrant
said.
had said on the
Yeah,
podcast,
yeah,
but
and
it
that was-
wasn't.
Oh,
It wasn't Donald Trump.
Yeah, it wasn't Trump.
Yeah. So, Charlamagne's response was definitely better because Andrew gets emotional when he responds to shit.
Yeah,
It's like
it
all
was
about
I don't think
how he
Charlamagne's
felt.
response had any real waves outside of the Breakfast Club audience.
That's kind of what I was asking.
I don't think it had any wave at all.
Well, because he didn't.
I didn't see political people saying, "Look at this masterclass this nigga just put on." After Trump lost his mind in this tweet or this truth, whatever we want to call the truth. He could have played off of that. I don't know why he didn't do that. But he lost his mind, was in a
That's fair.
terrible position. But it's not like I saw media or political people picking up like a masterclass that Charlamagne put on.
Fair play.
Yeah.
And, Charlamagne probably wanted to play it very particular because it's nothing worse than you getting known for like being the angry black guy. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody wants that image, especially a nigga like Charlamagne. He's worked very hard to build up this image. So he probably wants to communicate a specific way all the time so nobody can try to like throw him in a box.
This kind of plays into his whole statement he says all the time too. Like nobody believes the truth when the lie's more entertaining. So like he actually tried to be the truth and like break everything down on a truthful level, and it's like it didn't go anywhere in a
Should
way.
have played off the truth thing.
Was spun it a little bit.
Yeah, like Truth Social. Nigga, you be lying.
Yeah,
that'd have been better. And that's entertaining.
Should have been more
And he
catchy.
brought the truth
It'd
there
have been
too.
more
You wanted more punchlines.
He's not an LA rapper.
Snoozing.
Shit ain't gonna work. But he did go.
I mean,
on
to be fair, I just
Yeah,
didn't see
I
it.
got you.
I didn't see it go outside of the Breakfast Club at all. Like I waited.
Well, yeah.
I didn't watch it. I didn't like the way that the tweet went.
I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
I
Say
just
Cheese.
didn't see.
Say Cheese didn't
anybody
repost
really,
it.
Yeah, I didn't see anybody really give a fuck that he responded for real.
But he did go on Stephen A. Smith show. Yeah. So I don't know if y'all seen this, but it was pretty good. They had a great conversation. It was about 40 minutes.
Stephen A. Smith and Charlamagne.
Stephen A. Smith and Charlamagne.
Gotcha.
Charlamagne went on Stephen A.'s show. But Stephen A. Smith, I coined him in the notes of Stephen A. Sharpton. I can see it happening. Like he's about to fuck up his whole career, but that's gonna be the later conversation. Just go to the note that says Charlamagne responds to the president. It's gonna be very quick. Like Charlamagne didn't really waste too much time on it. Just basically saying, like, look, man, I think it goes against everything Trump was saying in the beginning of his run, with basically, being the truth, being the guy that the media doesn't hold back, or the media is trying to hold back. And
he took his tinfoil hat off and he went against his base.
You know what I mean?
He stopped
betrayed
believing in
them.
aliens and adrenochrome.
And we'll talk about Stephen A. Smith show just as a separate entity, because I don't know if I like where it's going. Like when he first started, it was very, basketball heavy.
It was late night vibe.
But he almost tried to market it as like this, where you could see Stephen A. curse. Like I know everybody been waiting for it. Like we gonna be dropping F-bombs and shit, but
he didn't just mean curse. He means like, this is where you see my other opinions.
Other opinions and shit, But let's just hear this response from Charlamagne. It's gonna be quick.
People have died and there was no end in sight. That's just some of the things that he said. Your response to the president of the United States, my man.
I mean, that's his opinion. I'm a person that still believes in the First Amendment. So, we all have, freedom of speech. We all have the right to reserve our opinions about people, to express our opinions about people. And I'm never going to be a person that steps on somebody's First Amendment rights. Unlike the president of the United States of America, Donald Trump, who seems, to be implementing this authoritarian strategy and is using that to silence any voices who speak out against anything that he does. And I was on Laura Trump show, and I don't know if you saw the conversation, Stephen A. I thought I was pretty fair, like I usually am.
I really did. I thought you were very fair. I thought you were very even-handed. You even reminded me of the importance of maybe I should stop calling myself an independent, because we live in a binary two-party system where, you say, I saw what you were saying, and obviously it made all the sense in the world, so I wanted to give you credit for that. But what is it that you think that riled him up most? Because he knows what he's done. He sued ABC. He sued CBS, obviously NBC, Stephen Colbert. He's taking credit for getting him, getting his show canceled this coming May. Everywhere you turn, there's something with him and the media. So that's speaking to what you're alluding to in regards to First Amendment rights. But is it that you think riled him up? Or was it the fact that you said that conservatives are positioning themselves to sort of dilute his voice a little bit to some degree and gain some extra power?
Yeah, I think it's a combination of all of those things. Me, pointing to the fact that he's the one who said on the very first day, I'm going to bring inflation down. On the very first day, I'm going to bring, grocery prices down. And we know prices aren't down and inflation isn't dead. We just saw the job numbers come out was last Friday it was, and unemployment is up. Then he fired the labor statistics chief, who put those numbers out. And also, let's just forget the stats for a second, right? I was in Maryland earlier this year for my daughter's cheerleading.
And his next story is like actually kind of crazy. But regardless, he still kept it very humble. Go to the second timestamp, the 1740, because Stephen A. asked him a question. He was like, so you think you are going to be in fear for your life now?
Yeah.
Now that Trump is kind of after you, he's on your tail, are you scared of the media and what they're going to be saying, about you?
Well, I think that's why he didn't go that hard on Donkey of the Day.
That's why. I mean, I thought about it, but the media attacking Charlamagne is probably best.
I think the media is the last thing to think about.
Yeah,
at the end of the day, if you really put the chop on that nigga, it's the president. It can make my life very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Period. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there is a certain distance you want to go. This nigga is not a risk taker no more.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He's not saying shit to get punched outside the radio station.
Fuck getting punched outside the radio station. No
Yeah.
fly list. Nigga pulled over. Like, can't get insurance for his house. Shit like that. He's expressed that he's gone through a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, there is certain things that you don't want. For what? You know what I'm saying? For what?
You don't
know
want
what I'm saying?
Trump. Trump is also petty enough to do that because the things that he's doing
got the
with
time
like
for it.
major publications and Harvard and like just if you have something bad to say about me, I'm about to make life very tricky for you.
Yeah,
he's willing to do it.
And I have I have more means than anybody else in the country.
Yeah.
His
attention's probably getting taken by South Park right now though. They've been going crazy.
That's the thing, right? When you have to attack certain people, right? Like I understand the idea of Trump doing that, but attacking Charlamagne, a guy who, you know, in the beginning of the video, Stephen A, he was like a man that has 8 million views per day. Like you can't just do certain things to people of status in the internet era. Like there's
The fuck you can.
Yeah, but Charlamagne isn't one of those. He's
Yes, the fuck I can.
he's the chosen black.
If my sights are on you, it's up, nigga.
Yo, Kid Cudi's car blew up.
Kid Cudi is a dope.
I don't know if that has anything to do with anything.
No,
But
but
the fact that
Diddy
is
of
like,
all people can,
Diddy of all people can do it. Donald Trump could do it so
fucking
much
his-
slicker.
He was fucking his bitch though.
Yeah.
He just called him out about his pop.
He just said he's a bad president, nigga.
But-
That's worse.
But I will say the only difference is that Kid Cudi is a dope. And just listen to what Charlamagne says, because you'll be surprised. Like Charlamagne, he's not like scared, but he's also like kind of timid, you know? Just hear it.
Father-in-law on Fox News, I think that's what caused that response yesterday.
So are you anticipating that he's going to come after you the way that he's coming after everybody else in the media? Not everybody else, but a lot of people in the media. Are you expecting something of that magnitude? And
He already did. I mean, it's funny, right? Because like today, my phone, of course, is blowing up, and it's everybody from, you know, elected officials, you know, just to the homies, right? Are other people in the media space, and they all have like the same sentiment, and the sentiment is, hey man, be careful, be safe, make sure your security's on point. You know those MAGA folks are crazy. And it just made me think to myself, damn, we're at that point in our society where you can't even criticize, you know, your president without people thinking that, you know, your safety is in danger. If that's not authoritarian strategy, I don't know what is. So, you know, just the fact that people were calling my phone saying that today, it says a lot about where we are, you know, as a society. So I don't.
To watch your back, are you concerned?
I always got my head on a swivel, Stephen A. I didn't got punched in the street a couple of times throughout my career. So I always got my head on a swivel. So if you ask me, do I feel like I need to watch my back? I'm not going to watch my back any more than I currently already, you know, do.
Let me transition to
fuck, nigga.
Yeah.
Come on, Charlamagne, tell these niggas what's happening, man. Fuck these niggas.
When we was talking about it just before this last clip, we was approaching it from the angle that Donald Trump would send somebody to touch him.
Yeah.
But it's even dumber than that. It's his fan base, like the blue face paint niggas with horns.
Uh-huh.
That is like no initiative, no command. They would do it just because off the strength.
Yeah, exactly.
I love Trump. This isn't a hit, but I'm doing it on his behalf.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, it is a lot of crazy people with shit. It's still
They stormed the Capitol, dog. They would storm Power 105.
Yeah.
Or wherever the fuck they record this shit at.
It's crazy people on both sides, but you know, Charlamagne made his rounds. I think he went on another show too to talk about it, but of course, you know, he had.
Was it a political show?
I don't believe it was just another. If you type in Charlamagne and Trump, I just saw multiple things, but Stephen A is Stephen A.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing, yes. So Michelle Obama, she had made a post. It was a clip from her podcast, and she was basically talking about how First Take and most of the shows on ESPN they're no different than Real Housewives of Hollywood or something, because they're just sitting up there gossiping. Nothing ever gets done. The drama. You know, the only reason they can't pull each other's hair out is because they're men. And it's like men don't have long hair.
A lot of these niggas bald.
So go to the Lauren. Stephen A. responds to Michelle Obama. Yeah. First of all, everybody is happy she has a podcast, right? On this, y'all are happy
here
that the former first black lady of America has a podcast. Not because she's the first lady, but because she's a.
I've never watched it. The first time I watched it was when the whole Obama said
that whole thing
have
about
a gay teacher so he can
every
teach
guy
you.
needs a gay man in his
Right.
life.
Yeah, yeah.
And I do agree with you on the Michelle Obama podcast thing. I hit the air horn,
Exactly,
but he ain't
22.
make no noise.
But yeah, exactly 22. But this,
I feel like she got something in my.
His response.
What the fuck? Lord, get this beast.
I'm gonna take that collar off for her.
His response was terrible. Now, I'm saying terrible as somebody who looks at Stephen A. as a semi-political pundit now.
What?
Like, that's what he's, no, that's
He
what.
throws that out very easy.
That's what he's starting to get into. And I'm going to show you clips. I'm going to show you my evidence.
Okay.
But Stephen A., he made a joke. And I don't know if it was a joke, but it was a statement like, I might have to run for president. Like, I would just remember him saying that, or just run for political office.
That was in the news before.
It was in the news.
Yeah.
So I just took it as like, you know, just some, like, oh, Stephen A. tripping, man. He just being a Brooklyn nigga or whatever he from. But I truly
He looks like a
believe,
nigga from Cleveland.
I truly believe he was serious.
Little
But
Rock, Arkansas.
let's,
Some Midwest shit like that.
you know what I'm saying? But let's just listen to the viral clip of Michelle talking shit about Stephen A. Smith. Let's hear it.
I want to educate my brother and even my husband who will be listening. Culture is king. You know?
Culture is
I mean,
king.
the truth is like they razz me about my love of reality TV and the Real Housewives.
Let's
I
go.
watch it all.
You watch it all?
All of it. They think that sports is better reality TV. I was like, it's the same thing. There's drama in sports.
There's so much drama. Yeah, that's
There-
right.
You know, if I listen to ESPN for an hour, it's like watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta. You know?
Yeah,
I mean, you know, it's the same drama and they're yelling at each other and they don't get along. You know, I mean, Stephen A. Smith, he's just like every other
Oh, he'd be
talk
a
show
great
host.
Real Housewife.
He would be.
Right.
Right?
It would be amazing.
So that's why I'm like, what's the difference? It's just, you know, it's just sociological drama. I mean, the fact that people over seasons of working together still can't get along.
Right.
They still have the same arguments, you know, and it's not just women, but this happens in sports too.
Right.
I find it fascinating.
You know,
And pause.
Like,
and her overall point was that, of course,
drama is drama.
Drama is drama, and women's drama is looked at is different as testosterone fueled drama.
It's deemed negative.
It's deemed negative.
Right.
But compared to sports, it is. Because at least with ESPN's drama,
24-55,
it's purposeful. It's like, it isn't because somebody's a bad person. It's because that opinion on this nigga's talent on the field is different than mine.
Exactly.
Those are two completely different things.
And he kind of said
Well,
that.
that's if that's what's happening. But Cam said that niggas aren't talking about sports no more.
Yeah.
They're talking about each other, and
Cam did say that.
like the conversation's gone away from that.
That
was his whole like premise of the whole Jalen Hurts isn't top 5 or whatever he said.
I feel like what Cam said is nothing new. Like if Cam had said that on First Take, it would have been the same thing.
Well, then it lines
Like,
up with what
that's-
Michelle is saying.
Yeah, then that means that Michelle is right. Then.
Yeah.
But they're not getting super personal on
But
First
wait,
Take.
but with Cam, he was saying he's bringing that back, like the
Because it's
actual
not there.
real sports convo.
because it's not there.
But
that's not true. That is a general. It's a generalization because there are moments where niggas
Yeah.
are fucked up and it probably got a little too personal on
You
ESPN.
love the drama so much you don't see it.
Jalen Hurts.
Nah,
I don't know. I don't know because I don't watch sports.
I actually watch it every day. These niggas talk about sports.
Sports,
It's
nigga.
about sports. It's about what happened on the field, what happened on the court. If there are some instances where it's like
it gets personal,
like life gets intertwined, but it's never super specific about what somebody's going through. And if you really watch Stephen A. Smith, he
Yeah.
makes it a point to not make it super personal. Now, there's been moments where
The LeBron
of course,
thing?
I was
Oh,
just
yeah,
about to
right,
say.
right.
I was just about to say. Of course, there's been big moments that hurt Lauren's feelings,
Yeah.
where it
Okay.
seemed a little bit more personal than what it should have been. But that's not every day. That's
Yeah.
just what they choose to pick at.
Yeah. And what Cam said is exactly what Stephen A. Smith says every day, but with LeBron.
But also, to be fair, as a casual nigga on both sides, I don't watch no full housewife show or a sports show. But I can tell you what rises to the top of the cream on viralness.
The bitches. Yeah.
The drama.
Well, which
That has
drama?
that has nothing to do with the sports.
Because evil sells.
It
What you
just
talking
like
about, what drama?
if we're talking Real Housewives,
The women.
it's the women fighting, throwing drinks at each other. If
Yeah.
we're talking the drama, it's niggas talking shit about
It's
each
the
other.
Cam Gillie
not
shit
about
now.
yeah, exactly. Not who's top 5 quarterback. That is not the conversation that I see rise to the top.
But we can't put Cam and Gillie's situation in the same breath as what Stephen A. Smith does in all these network television. hosts.
All right, well let's talk
Because-
about Brennan Jennings and Maul.
Yeah,
that beef has nothing to do with sports.
Brennan Jennings
And
and Maul.
I don't watch Gilbert Arenas, but I can tell you what hit
Well,
my
Gilbert
timeline.
Arenas and Kwame Brown.
They never liked each
Right,
other.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they
But
never.
they just never
they
liked
had
each other.
personal other things going on, and plus,
Which
Sound
is
like,
weird.
Sound like Michelle is right. That's all I'm saying.
Nah,
No,
because
that's not-
y'all are looping in a bunch of other things into that sphere to where, like, okay, I get sports media is Jeff Teague and Stephen A. Smith technically, but they're playing two different styles of the game to where you can't really just be like it's all encompassing.
Even
Because
with
Jeff
Jeff
Teague will get personal. He has personal stories of these niggas.
And those are the ones that go viral. But then when I watch his show, he talks about sports. But the ones that actually the casual person is going to see, it's them drama. It's the drama.
Yeah, but that's still
Because drama sells.
I think there's merit to both sides.
That's not the argument. We know drama sells.
Yeah.
But it's not all drama. That's what we're trying to say.
exactly.
No,
I don't
sports
think-
is not
I don't
all
think
drama
Real
because I watch
Housewives-
sports.
I don't think Real Housewives is all drama either.
Real Housewives
That is
that is
all
mostly drama.
That is 100.
It's all
97%.
Yeah,
It's got 3% cut of like some other bullshit, like maybe.
You ever watch Bad Girls Club?
That's just drama.
Well,
That's just straight
It's
drama.
called Bad Girls Club.
Yeah.
Well, we're not talking about. I never brought that show up.
Yeah.
But I brought up Real Housewives.
But
You
what I
familiar
will
with
say,
Zeus Network, nigga?
what's funny is even though you're on the opposite side, you would have had a better clapback than Stephen A. Just plays. Because Stephen A's clapback this whole time, like, first of all,
I'm fighting harder for it.
He does.
I think we both made better arguments.
y'all both made better. Yes,
Yeah,
y'all
okay.
did great.
Okay, I got you. I got you.
What's funny is like
We did to Michelle what you did to Olay
right.
exactly.
in
But
your dreams.
what Stephen A is becoming, he should have a better comeback than this, right? Like I said, he's slowly starting to talk about politics. He was just on Bill Maher's show. We're going to watch a clip from that later because it's kind of funny. But let's just play this first one. Oh, and another thing. Before every statement he says about her, he says like something like "I love you" and "You're phenomenal" first.
Because
he's
that's
that type
the
of nigga.
formality of talking
gotcha.
about royalty.
That's the formality of talking about your teammate because you're going to be joining them soon. That's just my opinion, but let's hear it.
Joining.
He's going to be joining the
Democrats.
Democratic
Miss-
Party
okay.
institution.
Michelle Obama, I would like to see you have some people on your podcast with dissenting opinions, dare I say. That would be nice. So they could have an opportunity to clap back if you say something. Just would be nice, you know? I mean, I'm just saying. Fourth, Andy Cohen, ain't no shame in being compared to him. That's the face of Bravo. He created all those reality shows. He's a highly, highly successful individual. You understand? Who's beloved by millions of people out there. So for me to be compared to him, there's no shame in that. Okay? That's number 4. Number 5, however, with all seriousness, Michelle Obama, I want to take this opportunity to remind you that while you are revered by me personally, and I truly, truly mean that with the greatest sincerity, I'm still a bit salty at you. When you were campaigning on behalf of the former Vice President Kamala Harris, who I'll get into in a minute, by the way, and you were giving a speech, I believe it was in Detroit, if I remember correctly, but I'm not sure. It was in the middle of the day. It was carried live. You said a vote for Trump was a vote against you and a vote against y'all as women. I want to state for the record, I took major offense to that. Black men don't just love our black women. We revere y'all. You've practically raised most of us. Think about the most hardcore individual you can find who is a black man from the streets of America. If there is one person who can walk up to him and slap him silly and get away with it,
pause.
It's his mama.
Or Jay Nobles. Go to 2840. Let's go to this one. Now, I did skip over the part where he started giving her a lot of admiration, but in that small part where he was like, look, we revere you. Just imagine that, but a lot more. But we're just skipping over all that. Just a bit.
Trump. I still believe that.
Oh, pause.
If Trump somehow...
Go back 10 seconds. So this was his probably best shot. So he talks about how if Barack came back, if he could come back for a third term, he would beat Trump. And he also talks about how she was interested in running against, or just running in general, not running against anybody particularly. But he brought up the fact that she didn't. But she has a lot to say about, school just
lunch.
Opinions and other shit. Let's just play.
You are not just beloved, you are revered. You are sensational in so many ways. I've been on the record on this show and many others stating, had you run for president, you would have beat Trump. I still believe that. If Trump somehow manages to circumvent the 22nd Amendment, which I don't put past him, and Steve Bannon and others, and he tries to seek a third term, I believe if your husband elected to come back, he would beat Trump. That's my personal belief. But you, who never was an elected official and never aspired to, could easily, I wouldn't say easily, but you could win an election. You didn't run. So this doesn't have anything to do with what you were talking about, how sports and reality TV mirror one another, even though we would beg to differ, because a lot of things on reality TV are made up situations and scenarios to provoke reactions and all of that stuff, where sports, that's live entertainment, and you're actually competing against one another is big time. No, reality TV is not like that. You're so wrong about that assertion. But that's neither here nor there. I just saw this as an opportunity, since you brought my name up, for me to bring your name up and to tell you, while you are profoundly respected and revered by me, I adore and love practically everything about you and who you are and what you represent, what you mean to this country.
Pause.
Nothing
See, that's that was some bullshit.
No,
that was some bullshit.
But that's what I was saying. Like, it was probably one of the worst comebacks from a nigga who's trying to be in, different positions I've ever heard. Because
once he started saying that she could have beat Trump, I realized, I was like, this has nothing to do with reality TV.
Yeah.
I think it might be.
I had lost the plot completely. I was about to sneeze. That's why I couldn't.
Normally, people deflect from more serious things with frivolous bullshit.
Yeah.
He moved the goalpost into something that was actually serious.
Yeah.
Because this all started with some playful, man, y'all just as catty as the women.
Exactly.
And he was like, I'm going to use this as an opportunity
yes.
to call you out.
Yes.
Your shit, your more serious shit.
Exactly.
Which is pretty weak.
Yeah.
It's pretty weak.
But even then, it just wasn't like he tried to give her soft blows. But sometimes when you're sparring, it's hard to go 30% on the dot.
You can't tickle somebody and then punch them.
It's hard to do that. You got to have a lot of muscle control. So he tried the 30. You good, nigga?
Nigga, Flemmy. Yeah.
About to say.
He's allergic to Stephen A's response.
You got to, it's hard, yes. It's hard to pull your punches sometimes, but that's what he tried to do with the whole don't, even though what I'm saying is real, you're still revered.
This is what most people who care do with black women online, especially when they're saying something that isn't necessarily in agreement with what the black woman said.
Yeah.
There's always this tightrope of let me make sure that this sounds approachable, respectful. This comes from a place of love. And it makes sense because, there are a lot of niggas just straight talking shit about black women.
Exactly.
You don't want to align yourself with those niggas.
Yeah.
But to bake it in every time before you say something, it makes it feel like it's not real.
Exactly.
Like, how many times can
Ryan,
you say you revere somebody until it feels like a lie?
Well, isn't this the same problem with what's his name, Ryan Lewis?
Ryan Lewis.
Ryan
What did he do
Clark.
exactly? Yes.
Ryan Clark, who I forgot the situation specifically, but it was with him just being like, I can't believe you did. RG3.
Yeah.
It was with RG3. And RG3 had said something about Angel Reese. And Ryan Clark was like, I can't believe you said this about our beautiful black women that we love utmost. Whole time this nigga has a Caucasian baby. Granted, doesn't mean you don't love black women, but it does say something. But regardless, it's almost like with
and
Stephen,
the moment, my fault, but the moment with Andrew Schultz, because that was the big one where they talked about the black women.
Yes, that was the big one.
Because I remember, like, when you said it,
It was
I was
something
like,
else.
That works. That's a good reference. But there was one that really, it was the Andrew Schultz situation.
Yes.
Where he was trying to stand on business for our beautiful black queens that he reveres.
But there's always gonna be like a soft spot that you can like kind of pick at, whether it's like you have a white baby mother or you know you have this. That's why it's very hard to stick with a side.
Yeah.
Because when you stick with a side, and we was talking about this a little bit on LOY, like there's certain things that come with being on a team that you don't really want. But it's like
you got to still rep that team when you bad.
But because people want to put you in a box, or you kind of capitulate, because most people do capitulate. Like, what are you going to do? Like,
there's a reward for doing it.
If you're
too.
on Piers Morgan, if he asks you a question that's kind of like a setup for you to answer for black people, you'll still do it even though you understand the play.
Yeah.
Just because it's like, it's easier than going like, look, I'm just answering for me, nigga. Because you don't want to come off like Lil Wayne when it's just like, or ASAP Rocky, where it's like, yeah, man, them niggas in trouble, but I'm Flacco. I'm pretty Flacco. I'm still fly.
I'm not black. I'm OJ. That whole thing.
But can we hit the bell again? So another thing with Stephen A, like I said, I think that he's becoming a political pundit. And, we're going to try to speed this up, get niggas out, at a reasonable time. But by the way, like the video, share, subscribe if you haven't already.
Office Hours Patreon. Don't forget them.
And click that last link at the bottom of this topic. He's starting to become a black leader. So Stephen A is becoming a political pundit. It's happening.
Slowly?
He's very fast, but it's been a slow build up. But right now it's hitting, right? So I've just been seeing videos of him sparingly talking about politics. And I want to say this beforehand. I don't disagree with any of his statements. He's not a dumb guy, by the way. Like, Stephen A isn't dumb. He's very smart. I just don't think this is the right career path for him to go, being that he's a sports analyst. And sometimes, like, I feel like certain things don't mix. And politics is one of those ingredients where, like, not everything mixes well with it. Maybe like two things, like fucking I don't know if anybody here knows about blood, but O negative blood, you can only donate for like 2 other blood types. You know what I'm saying?
I thought that was the universal one.
Nah.
Or is it O positive? That
It's O positive.
They
It's
can
one of
blend
the,
with anybody.
It's one of the other ones, but regardless, it's a weird dichotomy.
You don't think it's a natural conclusion to make, because he's not gonna want to talk about sports forever. As much as he loves it, that's like, you eventually lose your passion when you talk about the same shit for 47 years.
Of course.
And so the fact that he's already a talking head and he knows how to analyze and, have a proper conversation on television, make it timely, 30-second takes and all that shit. It's the same sport. Talking about sports and talking about politics, it's the same game. And he can even
Sports are different, though.
Sports are different.
Sports are different because you have new players, you have new rivalries, you have new amazing things. Like Steph Curry came into the league and he became like a bright, shining thing to talk about.
But
you know what I'm saying? Like,
same things happens in
and
politics.
you have multiple sports.
But
you know
Lauren,
the same thing happens in politics, but
the game is honest too with sports. My bad not to cut you off, but the game is honest in sports. For the most part.
For the most part.
You know what I mean? Like,
There's an
niggas
honest
literally
outcome. You play.
Niggas
you compete.
literally do that all the time.
Yeah.
Like, hey, let's shoot for it. Ball don't lie.
Yeah.
The ball don't lie.
But that's what we do outside in the backyard and all that shit.
But I'm saying, and still remember your point, but the politics, this game is a little bit more crummy. It's a little bit more, I don't think he's going to be able to do it at the same time with the same velocity. Like he's gonna have probably 15% in his political bag and the rest in, you know, sports analysts. But that's probably how it's gonna have to be. But
I think he's just gonna eventually phase out. It's kind of like when I first started using wet wipes for the first time when I took a shit. Like,
yeah,
you didn't get rid of toilet paper completely.
No.
But that is
you enjoyed your experience.
But that's the inevitable conclusion to where it's like, I mean, this is better. Like eventually when I got the money, I hope to one day be a wet wipe kind of guy.
So you saying politics is his wet wipe?
Politics is wet wipe.
But what, you want to know the funny thing?
Sports is the toilet paper that leaves the little debris and shit.
But sports is the toilet paper that will never leave ever. Like sports, toilet paper will always stay. Wet wipes is beautiful.
Yeah.
By the way, if you haven't used wet wipes instead of toilet paper, you should, because it's honestly better.
Great for your ass. Probably worse for your plumbing.
Yeah,
but that depends on who you ask.
Here or there.
It depends on which ones you buy.
Now, as soon as Lauren gets back, we're going to be looking at this video of Bill Maher, Dr. Phil, and Stephen A. Smith having a political conversation. Now, we're going to be pulling out a snippet. I hate to do this to a pimp, but the snippet is still funny. But regardless, Stephen A. is talking for black people. This is the end.
Is it on purpose?
Stephen A. Sharpton is talking for blacks. Let's play it, Lauren.
Democratic primary voters, 16% would support Buttigieg. That's the highest of any candidate. Pete Buttigieg.
I don't believe it. I think that's just a poll number. I can't see that happening.
Well, okay, but wait. 16%. Black voters, 0. 0. You don't usually see 0 anywhere. 0's low.
For who?
What is this? For Buttigieg. Explain that. I mean, why do black voters have this? I mean, he's a nice guy.
Yeah, he's under-indexing a little bit with black voters, yeah.
A little. What is that all about?
He doesn't move us. I respect the man. I've interviewed him before. Very nice man, highly intelligent. But you gotta be able to move us, bruh. He doesn't move us. Well, you can speculate as to why that is. I'm not going there. He doesn't move us.
Now, what? Now, hold on. Hilarious.
Great.
And
that was good TV.
There's more of this on Bill Maher's channel. There's like a 10-minute video. They were talking about various different things. But yeah, how do you feel about that?
Because this is something that like niggas have thrown on Charlamagne before, to where it's like he openly speaks for niggas. I haven't seen too many people do it that as directly as this.
Yeah.
It's just like Al Sharpton and all them niggas was high back in the day. Like really just to be like us. We. He doesn't move
with a hammer fist on the table, nigga.
In real conviction. But I mean, he did a good job here. And the thing about being the voice of black people is that black people never choose you, but we're cool with it until we disagree.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah.
Like what he said right there, I don't think a bunch of black New Yorkers are gonna be in uproar.
Exactly.
I'm like, nigga, he lying. I love Pete Buttigieg.
But I do.
Nobody gives a fuck about.
Nobody gives a fuck about booty check or booty check.
From what I've been seeing about their like pollings and all that, a bunch of black people are still voting for Cuomo. What's his name? Andrew Cuomo? Yeah. And, you know.
But I still think the idea, and we're gonna catch you up, AJ, but I still think the idea of him saying this means a lot. And it's pretty bold. And he wasn't scared to do it either.
It's pretty bold. Yeah.
And for those of you that are still confused, the bravado-ness of he don't move us.
Yeah.
And Bill Maher did kind of throw up the alley.
He set it up that way.
What's going on with y'all?
He said y'all too. He wasn't even like, what do you think is going on with niggas? He was like, with y'all.
But AJ, we're talking about Stephen A. Sharpton and possibly the start of his fall because he's getting into politics.
And speaking for you.
And speaking for you.
You weren't even in the room and he had your opinion for you right here.
Exactly.
He wouldn't be the first nigga that steps up thinking that they have the opinion of all niggas.
But he will be the first of his kind. I don't think
he just interviewed one.
Stephen A. is smart. And I said this like a couple minutes ago.
Yeah.
He's very smart. He knows what he's talking about.
He's well read.
I'm not upset that he's the black that gets to speak for me necessarily. I'm just pointing out the fact that
you want Candace Owens talking for you.
I wouldn't be mad. She's a woman. But I love black women.
I want a single nigga
You
that's
revere
not
her.
in the political space speaker for me.
Well, no, I think that's also what's wrong is that we think that like politics isn't some game you're born in. That's not what it should be.
Oh, it is.
And I feel like that statement, you're kind of making it like a game of Quidditch, where like nigga, if you don't have this wizard DNA, you'll never play. Is that the game?
Yeah.
You'll never play the game.
It depends on what conspiracies you believe, because like don't like George Washington and like a bunch of presidents got cousins that are the same person, stupid shit like that.
They try to connect Obama to Bush,
like
and maybe
Bush's, Obama's, baby
Politics
mamas.
is family.
Yeah,
but
it's generational.
But
politics.
That's the problem. And that's why I'm saying
But I don't want entertainers stepping in to fill their place. I want
of real politicians.
I want social leaders and people
Yeah,
that
and
are
you
like,
can be the first of your kind within your family, but you should start that trajectory from a young age more than likely.
I don't mind people not being from like the school of politics, being in it, but I do mind people speaking for like other groups who like never been appointed to that power by that group.
Yeah.
And that's because that's where always like power just corrupts. And you know, Stephen A might say something that has nothing to do with the rest of the blacks. Nothing to do with AJ. Nothing to do with Lauren.
He's not going to ask either.
But it's going to be toppled upon him. Like it's going to be put on him. But it also depends on how much time and effort he puts into it. Like Lauren, just go to his YouTube page just so you can see like how much. And it's still sports. Let's not like get it confused. Stephen A is still a sports analyst at heart, but he's not afraid to sound off his opinions on politics and you know just various things. Like obviously he's talked about the Gilbert Arenas.
this nigga Stephen A be doing numbers.
Yeah, he be doing numbers, man. And politics
out here, baby.
Civil rights violation.
And another thing, right? Like
100K is a flop. Like that 111, that's a flop for him.
And we was just talking
Based
about
on these
how
other numbers. Oh wait, no, the 70s.
we was just talking
But those
about how
are,
like the grifters of the like the media personalities and shit. Like you got comedians grifting and shit, just trying to make a buck. Yeah.
No, but like, I thought you were setting that up to say something else.
Well, you were just staring at me like with the most dead face. You tired, nigga?
Because I know about them, but what's special about
I'm just saying that
it's a long. He's making the same move. He's making the same move in terms of let me get into politics. Let me see, because it seems like the money's over there right now.
This is 50% politics, maybe even 60%.
But that's the thing. It wasn't always like
It seems
that.
like he took off in this last month for real, right?
Yeah,
Based on these numbers?
based on these.
Stephen A's doing whatever he wants to now, and it's kind of, and you can tell that this is what he always wanted to do. Like he was good at sports, and that's where he was getting his opportunity. But he's just one of them niggas that think like he wants to talk about it all.
Yeah,
he's too opinionated on everything to stay with sports for the rest of his life.
And that's why I'm not upset that it's him, because his type of personality, granted, he has been, you know, admitted to niggas, you know, of talking about niggas foul for like his sports analyst job, like shitting on LeBron, shitting on black players and shit. But I still think he has the personality and the ego of somebody that isn't easily bought. Easily bought. It'll take a lot of money to buy Stephen A. Smith.
So you think he's got a little bit of integrity?
A little bit. Just a little bit.
Stephen A has said that he will say what he needs to make his bosses happy. He said that.
But
so
that's still
he said it.
Sports.
No.
In the context. And that I even said
I will tap dance.
I even said that. Like,
well, that's capitalism.
There's people, I think Corey Holcomb, he was like, yeah, man, you know, I was talking to Stephen A. Smith. This is a while back, an old story. But he was like, yeah, man, you know, Stephen A. Smith was telling him how sometimes, you know, he has to make, you know, decisions that might be hard. He might have to shit on a player that might not deserve it. Yeah. But at least that's still sports to where, you know.
So where's the
it's not personal, but is it coming from the higher ups?
Probably.
Are you saying that like
I'm saying
Mickey Mouse went to Stephen A. and was like, yo, you got to shit on LeBron Watson or LeBron James here.
Gotta make money. We have to make money.
So how is that a little bit of integrity?
Well, I'm saying I admitted that in the beginning.
Oh.
A little gone, you might have been gone. But regardless, it's still Stephen A. Smith. He's going on this political venture. And I'm just going to say this might be the fall off of like the old Stephen A. Smith that we once loved. and we once appreciated. We might call him crazy in the next 6 months. Like that could happen. Like Stephen A. Smith, like something he just goes off the rails, and Stephen A. Smith is crazy now.
Feel like we might fuck around and call him president in 4 years too. There's a lot can happen.
A lot could happen.
That won't happen.
Hey, niggas said the same thing about Trump.
It's different.
It's different, but think
it's
about all the bullshit Trump has said. Though,
That's
like, if you can get in office saying that shit, Stephen A. Smith. If you want to compare like reps, Stephen A. shit his is a lot cleaner.
But I'm curious to know what he's going to do in the next couple of months. But we'll see. Get that, Bill.
I got you, brother.
Next subject. So speaking of grifters and just kind of staying on that path, the Rogansphere. Everything's tumbling. Everything's falling down. It all falls down when Marc Marion comes on your podcast. You know what I mean? So he's just been doing not a plethora of podcasts.
He's on a run.
Really Bad Friends, and another white people podcast. But Marc Marion, he's a comedian.
Marion.
Yeah. Marc Marion, he's a comedian.
Actor.
You
probably seen it. What movie?
Podcast host. But he does a lot of things. But if you're into comedy, you know who he is because he's a true comedy fan. Like he actually loves what the sport is. Or actually, no, I take that back. It's not a sport.
The art.
Because it's the art. Because the niggas that think it's a sport is part of the problem. And that's kind of his issue with Joe was that like he even said, and we're going to listen to it, but like, you got these kids that are like buff and strong that can do backflips getting into comedy. It's like, what are you doing here?
Brendan Schaub. But
y'all watch Happy Gilmore too?
I tried to. I fell asleep.
Nah, I don't watch that movie.
Yeah, I fell asleep. It was
Pretty
night. It was
good.
late at night.
Bad Friends is in there. So is It Is What It Is podcast.
Oh, so it is pretty good.
I thought it was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then some other podcast, some white girl. I'm assuming she's popular because she was also in there.
Yeah.
But like when he was on his media run, that was podcasting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they were in there.
But and Santino, he's been acting for a while. Bobby Lee was in that movie.
He's in a lot of shit. Yeah.
Bobby Lee, Santino.
Bobby Lee's
Cameron
been
was
acting
there.
longer than all of them.
Cameron was there, not Mace.
I heard Cameron was there.
Yeah.
That's good. That's beautiful. I'm
And,
glad Cameron's still
what's her
there.
name? Treasure.
She was there.
She was in there because it was It Is What It Is set.
Yeah. Oh,
but it
so
was
they were
just,
on.
But it was just
okay.
Cam and Treasure. It wasn't Cam and Mace.
Wow. Podcasts are breaking the fourth wall in the movies. Hey, man. Shout out to Cam. But let's just listen to Marc talking shit about Joe Rogan and the Joe Rogan sphere and what they created. Again, he just has a major problem with the idea of comedy and the type of comedy Joe Rogan has created in Austin.
Do y'all have that problem too?
I don't think it's a problem. I think Marc, and we're going to watch, I'm going to let y'all, I don't know if y'all seen this, but I'm going to let y'all gather y'all opinions first. I think he's kind of hating just a little bit. Even though there's some truth to his statements, it's still a little bit of hate because Joe Rogan came into comedy kind of like, I don't want to say quick, but for a nigga to come into comedy and then you're hosting Fear Factor, you're doing comedy on the side, it's like a lot of comics will hate on that shit because you're faking. Joe Rogan was never really a true like comedian.
It wasn't that fast. Like he has a bunch of failed shows that nobody really talks about because Fear Factor was the big one that hit, and then so much shit happened after.
Yeah.
But he was on like news radio. He had like a bunch of other like side
he was
sitcom gigs he was doing.
He was also in an actual show that was doing pretty good. I forgot the sitcom, but yeah.
News radio. I think that's
that was what's
yeah,
okay.
where he
Apologies.
played.
But let's listen to Marc kind of sound off and give his reasons why Joe Rogan has destroyed comedy.
This is his 3:45 timestamp?
Yep.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Austin's shelf life is going to be.
Well, I don't know. Like, I think that it's so
can you go back real
effectively
quick?
tribalized.
Just so they can hear it a little bit better, Bobby Lee has dubbed the question, what do you think the Austin shelf life will be? With a smirk, by the way, which is important. Like, when Marc was going to all these podcasts, nobody was, like, upset or surprised by what he was saying. Like, all these comedians. So, just keep that in mind.
Healthy fellas.
Is that their title? Army of Healthy Fellas is so good.
You just got to, got to stay in, keep the machine.
The machine's got to be good.
Yeah.
That's a shot at Bert. Go ahead.
What do you think the Austin shelf life is going to be?
Well, I don't know. Like, I think that it's so effectively tribalized at this point. It really comes down to material. I mean, at what point it's like whatever they represented in terms of policy, and,
Sure.
it's not a stretch. It's like they won. Trans people are frightened. They have no ability to get health care anymore, and they're afraid of being alive and have no freedom left. So that's done. When do you stop with the jokes?
When do you stop with the jokes?
And like immigrants, okay, well they're being ripped away from their homes, and they're all terrified, and okay, so that's done. When do you stop with the jokes?
Right.
I mean, it's one thing to pick on the vulnerable and the marginalized, but I mean, they're down.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
they're down.
why do you got to keep hitting them unless you're a hack?
Pause.
Now, there's a question.
Now,
That's interesting.
unless you're a hack,
sounded
now
off on these hoe-ass niggas.
now there's a question. He shot at so many people that it's kind of, you could kind of just say all of Rogansphere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It kind of pertains to everybody.
His point is weird though, because you would think as a comedian, especially like a pure comedian, like this nigga is, you would think he would be on the side of funny. But I think it just ultimately boils down to like, there's a lot of low hanging fruit jokes that niggas are getting away with, because they in this Joe Rogan.
He has to think they're funny though.
It's the purity.
Exactly. Like, it's not, because he's making it seem like it's the subject matter. I don't think it's the subject matter that's necessarily wrong.
No, he didn't say that.
He transitioned over to
He said like the whole essence of comedy is that in the beginning it was the people on the bottom punching up.
Yeah.
So for now in this era, the people at the top to be punching down is like the essence of what the game was has changed. So like not only because of that the material isn't as funnier, because it's easier to punch down.
But I think some
which
of it
makes it harder to write good material.
Some of it is the repetition of the same shit though. Like being hacky with something is also just doing it the same way and not really changing it much. Like you have a gimmick, you're being a hack about the way you approach it.
You're doing what's tired and what has been done before.
Also, Marc's point was that Rogan and the Rogansphere has kind of decimated the idea of the old school comedian, which is like comedy was for like the offshoot weirdos. And Joe Rogan is creating a space where like
the jocks,
not the jocks, yes,
anybody essentially, it seems like
anybody, but it's like weirdos that they deem are weird enough. You get what I mean? It's not like a free for all type of thing. But I understand what Marc is saying, but against his point, it's like that's what everybody's always asked for. Like a place to call home, to call like, all right, a comedian owns a place. It's not going to be none of that bullshit rigmarole that comes when like some regular promoter owns a club and you might get scammed. Yeah. Like a central place to do a type of comedy. This is what comics have always asked for. It's just not.
Things only got bad when the comedy house closed, right?
Huh? Comedy store.
Comedy store. Isn't this? I feel like every
Well,
city has a home.
I will say
the thing, what happened, this all started because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
And in LA, they were being real weird about opening comedy clubs. So it became like this mass exodus that was necessary because, like, nigga, we work in comedy clubs for a living.
Yeah.
Everything's closed. We ain't making no paper. So there is kind of like a natural reason for that migration to happen. And, you know, LA is just weird. Everybody there is trying to make it. Everybody there is fake. At least in Austin, Texas, there's like a genuine authenticity that's there. And what Marc is really kind of complaining about is that niggas get along. Like, at the end of the day, it's just it's Joe Rogan and all of his friends. And he's a pretty friendly guy. So, like, just like the purity of what's happening is, hey guys, I made it. I'm rich and successful. And I like you. You're cool.
Yeah.
Maybe I can give you an opportunity to be cool too. Like what it
So you think
is.
he's a better old nigga?
Better OG?
No, bitter. Sorry.
Oh, Marc.
Bitter. Yeah, Marc.
I think a piece of it is being bitter because of what the Rogansphere actually is. Like comedy.
Do you think comedy is at its golden there right now? Do you think it's better than it's ever been?
Quality or quantity? I think there's
Definitely
more.
not. Go to the last time.
I think there's more.
I'm just gonna say comedy.
10:45.
I think there's more in terms of quantity than there's ever been, which is dope. But like, not everybody's hilarious.
Do you think the Rogansphere is solid?
Yeah, the Rogansphere definitely. I don't know if it's destroyed comedy, like, and that's kind of Marc's whole point.
What do y'all think it's done for it? Do you think it's only enhanced, or do you think it's made it weak?
Rogan,
the
Rogansphere.
Yeah, well, like, what do you think?
It's enhanced it. Like, of course, there's no denying that.
Yeah, it's
there's it's too much. Not to cut you off, but it's too much numbers in it. Like, yeah, you got some corny comics,
but are those niggas the top of the food chain though?
Right,
the ones that are holding it up.
I mean, Shane Gillis, Mark Norman. Look, there are some shitty people that come from Rogan's like nutsack, but some of them are like fucking amazing. Like Shane Gillis is a star.
Yeah. What's happening with comedy now what's happening with comedy now isn't new.
Almost.
Nah. Well, yeah. One-dimensional maybe, but not trash. But what's happening with comedy right now isn't new. Back in the day, I forgot what the talk show host name was. Yeah. I think it was like Johnny Carson. Yeah. One of like those historic late night niggas. If you went and had a set on Carson and he asked you to come over to the couch, you were instantly a headliner. Like it can make or break you. So it's happening now with Kill Tony and Joe Rogan. It's the same shit. It's just decentralized.
And also
it's on the internet.
It just feels like some of the like searching for comedy has been hard for me because I told you I've been searching for comedy. And it feels like so many of the jokes nowadays are so right on the nose. Like nothing feels as creative as it used to be. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't feel like they're reaching far to create this premise. Yeah. It's more so like, let's talk about the world and what state it's in a very on the nose manner. Or be offensive. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, why not take the real wacky approach like a comic should? Like take it whack, like make it a little more wacky. Like where the fuck did it come from? Like I didn't see that. I need to be hit with that left hook. I never saw comedy.
I know what you're saying, Lauren, and I don't think it's specifically because of the non-wackiness. I think it's just strictly like writing the actual material, which it has gone down, but it's still. There's so many comics now. Like, okay, that the bad ones, you're gonna see a lot of bad ones.
Like, I don't hear enough like Dave Chappelle pussy juice jokes anymore. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like where he was like talking about CSI and the fucking, he was like Lil Wayne on CSI and he like got down and was like, he's like, oh,
can I say something, Lauren?
You know what that's it? You know what that is?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Can I say something, Lauren?
Yeah, that's pussy juice.
You're not
like that's actually kind of, that's funny because like where did that come from?
You're not searching hard enough for comedy because most comedy, especially like around our area that isn't famous, is that. Yeah. You get what I mean?
But is it good like that though? Set up that way where you just didn't like, come on.
Well, not everybody's Dave Chappelle.
But if you're asking if you'll laugh, you might be laughing at him, but you'll laugh. A lot of this shit is funny. We've seen a nigga bomb at our open mic, which is made for music.
Well, bombing is always
bombing
is always entertaining. For me. Fun. It's terrible for them.
Yeah.
But it's always
some bombs are.
I've gone to local nights to see that before. I made a run of that at a moment when Charlie Goodnights was still over on Morgan Street.
I like certain bombs. Like I'm okay with certain bombs, but regardless, you know, speaking of bombs, one is probably going off in Austin right now. Because if you even type in Rogansphere, it's going to be 5 to 8 videos on the same thing of just like kind of just the big red button was hit and
so
Rogan.
Do you think all these videos are? What side are y'all on? That's my question. What side are y'all on? Y'all fucking with these videos that are coming out, saying that they're fucking up the comedy scene, or do y'all think they're all haters?
I think the Rogansphere has been a double-edged sword for the comedy scene, but it's done more good than bad in the sense.
Sitter. What do you think?
I think
I didn't even really get to finish my take, and I actually find a lot of disrespect in that, brother. Lord, cut his mic, brother.
That's funny.
Cut that shit off, my
That's
nigga.
funny.
I'm gonna hit the bell and act like that didn't happen.
That's funny as shit. But
I think it's done. I think it's done more good than bad. This whole blow up is happening over politics. Like, if you really think about the essence of why niggas are speaking out against Joe Rogan, it's because of Cash Patel going on and like making it seem like not that he cooked Joe Rogan, but Joe Rogan didn't press hard enough on the Epstein file shit.
Yeah, that's the Indian dude, right?
Yeah,
Cash Patel.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
And that's the Indian dude, Tim. That's the leader of your FBI, nigga. But this whole fallout has nothing to do with the actual quality of the comedians around Joe Rogan. It's the politics.
Yeah. It's the comedians in politics.
It's Andrew Schultz interviewing political pundits and like, you know, not really holding his weight. It's Tim Dillon doing his CNN shit.
Yeah.
That's what this is all coming from.
And Marc, and that's another thing. There's some truth to what he's saying. He was hating on Tim Dillon. Tim Dillon is one of the ones that's like, he's kind of kept it straight and narrow like forever.
Based on what I know,
telling niggas,
based on what I know, he's only done political comedy. But I don't know. But I've only seen Tim Dillon.
This is what's happening.
I only know him like the last 2 years, to be fair.
But that's the thing. What?
My fault, but he's becoming, the thing about being a comedian is that like that shit is so specific. Like it's hard to be a political podcaster and a comedian because the essence of what that is, like I'm supposed to be super serious. Comedy is I don't take anything serious. And so he was running into situations where he was getting flack for canceling comedy shows so he could do podcasts with like random political pundits and try to advance that lane of his career and leaving comedy behind.
And that's the thing, like one comedy show, like fuck that comedy show. And that's
for real. When the fucking vice president can link with me.
A real comic is gonna think like that. I give a fuck about telling
I
these
can make
jokes.
that up. Like you can't be that. It can't be that bad.
The whole
you think
like are the comedy fans that unforgiving, nigga? Like we're talking a vice president, nigga. They have a window that like.
Politics.
You know, anytime we see, especially when they on those like campaign runs, bro, they be in and out, bro. They don't be playing around. You know what I'm saying?
And I've heard the argument that I kind of agree with that if you're a real comedian, you either A, shouldn't have them niggas on because you're hitting above your weight class, or B, if they are, you gotta fuck with them.
Yeah, you gotta make fun of them.
You gotta joke.
Bring them into your
like,
world.
You can't think
trying to
that
have
you're an
serious
intellectual.
conversation.
But the true essence, one of the other true essence of comedy is like politics and kind of calling out the foolishness that is politics. So being connected to it.
I feel like they make politics palatable.
I disagree with that. I think the essence of comedy is to be funny, but we've seen a lot of super talented niggas talk about those things and still make it be funny.
Yeah.
But the problem is everybody's
late
not
night.
Chris Rock.
Yeah.
Chris Rock. Everybody's not George Carlin. But there's a lot of niggas who looked at that and was like, I can be funny and profound.
Well,
Late
no,
Night
it's
made
not
that a thing.
profound, but tell the truth. Like that's all I'm getting to. It's like you're telling the truth. That's the true form of comedy. Like
calling it like,
but how can you tell it in a funny way?
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter what you're talking about. Whether you're talking about like Patrice O'Neal and his girl and like how much he hates her and that dichotomy is the truth.
But we're
he
finding
made
out
funny.
that it does matter what you're talking
My
about.
fault, Lauren, but you're also kind of proving the point that like it's supposed to be about the truth. And when you choose a political side, truth is out the window now, especially in this climate. If you choose a side, you're gone.
For most, that's the idea of choice. We make it as if like it's quicksand and you can't like just get out of it. Well, we make it seem like it's you can't change.
I do think we're not forgiving to people.
We're not forgiving to people.
I think we're not forgiving to people.
But I do think what Rogan has done has exponentially benefited comedy. Marc is hating a little bit, a little truth to it, but he's still hating on the fact that, like, you know, some comedians they're getting bigger looks. They're getting bigger looks. They're getting a lot more stage time.
They might not be as good.
They're definitely not as good. But that's still, you can't take that credit away just because they
disagree politically.
They disagree politically, or they're making offensive jokes.
If this message came from someone other than him who was like a little bit higher up on the totem pole, would you feel the same way?
In comedy?
Yeah.
It would be worse.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be worse because he's getting.
Because Anthony Jeselnik, was it Anthony Jeselnik?
Yeah, that's Jeselnik. Yeah.
He had the same.
He's come out against the Rogansphere and all that before too,
Yeah.
because it's such a comedy was such a niche thing to where if you were a comic, you were, of course there was beef. Not every industry gets along, but if you was a comic, y'all had some kind of camaraderie. It's just y'all, like y'all don't. You have the dumbest job in Hollywood, but now there's a big clique.
This might be a reach.
This clique is running shit. There's been cliques before, but this clique is like it feels like if you're not in it, you're not a comic.
And politics,
That's the problem.
You know, CNN kind of hurt them with that too, man.
It might be a reach, but I feel like if I were to guess, I feel like most comics kind of feel some of this the same way that this guy does. But most comics don't care to talk about it normally because they don't like to talk about politics, like talk about this type of shit unless it's in the form of comedy, because that's how them niggas operate for real. So I feel like this statement also is something that we've seen other people say over the course of the years, like bubbling a little bit. I feel like it's just, if anything, this political shit just kind of brought it over the edge a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Bill Burr had a point.
You know, now niggas is really talking about it because there's a big thing going on.
And Bill Burr had a point, and he was basically like, you know, he was kind of talking shit about Rogan again. He was like, yeah, man, you know, these guys, just because you know information doesn't mean you smart. Like anybody can know information and recite the shit, but it's actually forming your own opinion around that information that you've gathered is where IQ and critical thinking comes in.
Anybody can
it's
read something smart, but to say something smart.
So, and he was basically talking like, you know, I'm sports bar smart because somebody had asked him to start talking about politics. Because Bill Burr is smart, great orator, like easy to listen to for the most part.
He's better than you.
Orator.
Orator.
Well, sorry. So, and he was basically saying like, I'm sports bar smart. Like I can talk about politics in a sports bar, but I'm not going to interview.
CNN, no.
I'm not going to interview a fucking politician, which was a great point in terms of like Rogan, like kind of being a bacteria to comedy now, in the sense that like what they're doing isn't healthy for one America, but also comedy. Because it's like, what does this bring if anybody can think they can talk to a politician?
But I don't think he's talking about Rogan in that clip. I think he's talking about the Andrew Schultz and the Tim Dillons of the world. Because Joe Rogan has been interviewing like super important people for a very long time.
Yeah.
Like
What the fuck was Tim Dillon doing before political talk? I swear to God, I only know him for that.
Comedy and political talk. He's always
he's been a comedy.
So I feel like he's not going astray at all.
No, but that's the thing. People try to
100%.
But he does.
They're different.
Yeah.
They're different. You know what I'm saying? Like I because I only know Tim Dillon for political commentary, comedy,
and that's what they think the problem is that he's a comic. He's not a pundit.
He's
a pundit.
I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong. I'm just saying that's the argument against what Tim Dillon's new status is.
Yeah.
Is that you shouldn't know him for his politics. The nigga's a comedian.
No, I should. I should know him for his funny politics.
No, I'm not making this case against you. I'm saying that this is what the sentiment is that comedians aren't comics anymore.
Oh, they're saying they can't do both?
They're focused on other shit.
Like I could be a rapper, but I could do mumble rap or I could do like woke rap. They're saying like if you want to be a rapper, you can only do this, or if you do mumble, you can't be considered a rapper.
I get the analogy you're trying to make. Not exactly, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because you know that style of rap. They're saying
because that's what I'm saying. Like the nigga is still a stand-up comedy.
At least
comedian.
with that, he's switching his style of rap up. Bill Burr is saying that these niggas aren't smart enough to do what they're attempting to.
To be on these podcasts and be these political pundits.
There's a lot of people doing
that
though.
And
there's a lot of people doing that
because
making that transition over to politics. Because I think it's the mature thing to do.
Mature thing, but I also think the taboo around it is gone.
I think the mature thing would be like,
no, it's not. The fact that you think that speaks to, no, come on,
saying shit. But what I'm saying is essentially, I think people think that's if I was to rank my trajectory in things, if I go high in politics, that's pretty high.
It's more honorable than being
it's like
the best gossiper of all time.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, right. Like, sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a thing that comes with that, like, there's like a blanket respect that comes with it. So, like,
I think it's that.
You know what I'm saying?
I think it's that.
I get what you're saying, but it's a bullshit respect.
I also think the taboo of talking about politics is just gone. Like, that used to be the religion and politics. You don't bring up with strangers. Or you don't just broadcast that shit randomly to a bunch of motherfuckers you don't know.
Yeah.
But like somewhere, I don't know if it was like mid 2000s, that shit changed to where like niggas was just having regular conversation. And shit, it might have been Obama. I don't know. I know Obama is for certainly a point in time where I think I just made up a word for certainly. But I know for a fact that a lot of like niggas who had never thought about politics before started kind of getting halfway involved. Oh, okay, we got a black president now.
I can't even speak on
Let
that.
me watch the news for 2 weeks.
Because I couldn't vote for Obama the first term.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even speak to what the media was doing. I don't even think I gave a fuck about
that.
I might have still been listening to like radio shit. Like, I don't think I was on the whole what a radio personality. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do these people think? I don't even think I was nowhere near that sphere, so I don't know what was happening up there.
You weren't listening to Bus Paul in the morning?
Right. I was just listening to music.
Yeah.
It was blog rap.
Yeah,
I didn't even talk about anybody's opinion.
Don Kennedy.
It was only music.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
But just
some things never change.
Yeah.
But
well, I still don't watch the politics shit. I see a bunch of people who ain't qualified in it, and I love to talk shit about them. You know, for in it,
and that's
because
fair.
they look goofy in it.
That's fair.
You know
like you're not.
So
you're not like less than them.
I know enough,
just because you're not.
And listen, another thing too.
You know?
Even though I don't watch politics shit like that, even though I don't watch a lot of the political content, I know when a nigga doesn't look right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
you can feel it.
It's so like
that's a little shaky.
Politics, it's like you either look like you're swimming or it looks like you're drowning.
Yeah.
There's no like halfway point, which is you look like you're drowning most of the time when you haven't been in it for a long time.
And, you know, just to go back to Stephen A. Smith, that's going to be a problem in the future. But let's listen to Marc. So this was an old podcast. And Marc is basically telling Joe, like, yeah, man, I thought you was, you know, kind of a sleaze bag, you know, when I first met you. And yeah.
Why dudes love that word?
He was on Joe's show?
This was an old podcast. God knows who was on whose show.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
But you'll hear the audio quality, you could tell. But let's just
it's old like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Nature that it's simply just hack, and it's only offensive because of how unfunny it is.
And in that thing, it's just it's at a point now where it's like you don't have the victim position anymore. You have the dominant position. So why keep kicking? Because it's hackneyed. That, you know, you walk through a comedy club or you go to some in certain cities where it's like there's a prerequisite to do a trans joke. There's a prerequisite to do an R-word joke. There's a prerequisite to push the edge in a very non-risky way.
Yeah. To not push a boundary, but act like you are.
Yeah, and act like, you know, your voice is you know, is somehow dangerous.
Yeah.
There's nothing less dangerous. It's boring.
Yeah. To say what people want you to say is not doing it. You're not transgressing.
Those particular people.
Yeah.
Pause.
So pretty much for years,
skip to about 12:38. That wasn't the right timestamp, but that still is kind of a good point that he was ending off on. It's just like the principality of it. Like, man, like
Rogan never responds.
You're beating a dead horse.
Rogan doesn't know that this is being said. He don't read comments. He don't watch diss videos.
Try 1320.
Allegedly.
And this should be the moment. Let's see. Thank you, Lauren. 1320.
Oh, legendary moment.
1320.
Put hands on that nigga.
To, you know, who you are now.
Sorry,
and that I
go
thought
back
it was
20 seconds.
it was hard.
This is the moment, though. So he's talking to Joe Rogan. As you could tell by the audio, it's a long ass time ago. I'm going to assume that Joe went on Marc's podcast, but regardless, the sentiment of what he said still stands.
Podcast, Marc also admitted that he felt that Joe doing Fear Factor disqualified him from being a comedy authority, implying that doing a show so out of sync with thoughtful or serious comedy should have knocked Rogan off any moral or artistic high ground.
That your television career, you know, not news radio particularly, but Fear Factor was antithetical to, you know, who you are now. And that I thought it was hard for me to accept that you were able to stand in a position of judgment of what comedy is or isn't, you know, having done Fear Factor and the impact it had on the comedy business and television.
That's an interesting angle, and I gotta think that angle's got to be coming from some weird animosity that you might have had to me already before this. Because first of all, I mean, how many sitcom writers are really comics? It's very few.
Well, they
and
all.
How many people?
A lot of them started as comics. I'm just saying in comedy in general. You can't
say that that's taking away jobs because it's an economic issue. And if I wasn't hosting it, someone else would have hosted it.
So after that 2011 interview, a lot.
Yeah, now Marc is using valid
hit space on that.
Marc
It's
is
gonna be
using valid
skip.
Marc is using valid points right now to just justify him not liking this nigga for
Yeah.
a very long time. It seems like,
and that's the thing, right? It's almost like he got lucky, like
that he's wrong now. That Joe is now in trouble.
You seen that Key and Peele sketch where they're like walking around, they're shooting the aliens, like say something that proves that you're human, and the white bitch goes, "Oh my God, don't hurt me." It's like, yeah, you're a true human. And the one business dude was like, "Hey, you want my car?" And they shot the nigga. It's like you can fight. You're trying to like see through the fake shit, but. Play this real quick. Yeah.
Becoming more valid by the day. And now, instead of having animosity or disdain for Joe, Marc labels it as reasonable criticism. So at the end of the day, whether you think Marc Maron is bitter or just finally saying what a lot of comics won't, his beef with Joe Rogan has taken a new level of depth. Like it started as a personal rivalry, but now it's evolved into this broader cultural clash, with both these guys representing two very different versions of what comedy should be. But anyways, with that being said, that's pretty much it for the video.
Yep.
You think Marc's funnier?
This nigga looks successful to me.
Yeah, no, he's doing really good.
Oh yeah, he's over.
Do you think Mark's funnier than Joe?
Probably.
Yeah, I agree.
Probably.
You seen his stand up before?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh.
Marc Maron is like he's not like I don't want to say that he's not A-list. He's not A-list comedian necessarily, but in the right circles, he's huge.
Yeah, I was about to say.
bro.
You've seen him in movies before. You just
might
didn't
have.
realize who the fuck you was looking at.
Very good possibility. Now that I think about it, I think the only full stand up that I saw from Joe Rogan was that live joint.
That new one
on Netflix.
That shit was terrible.
Yeah,
it's not a good example.
So I don't think that's a good example either. But
That's not a good example.
that's all I really have to base him off of.
Yeah.
I've seen clips though, like Instagram shorts, reels, shit like that. Definitely more podcast hours than ever seeing any actual full stand up that wasn't that terrible one that nobody really liked.
And Joe Rogan's style isn't the slickest. Like, there's this one comedian named Sam Kinison, and he was like real loud and animated and like, I'm an angry comic, and he did all that shit. And that's kind of like the comedy Joe grew up watching. So that's why he's on stage. He gets so theatrical. He fucks the shit out of the stool.
Small shirts and
yells about Sasquatch. But I mean, I've seen some old jokes from Joe Rogan that weren't bad. I think it's just funny to call him not funny.
Yeah. It's also kind of true depending on what you're. But yeah, nah.
It's funny to call him
Marc
not
is
funny too.
Marc is way funnier than Joe, and he's also a little bit bitter. Sometimes both things can be true, but regardless, hopefully he gets over this.
Like he sees it.
Yeah.
The Rogan, he does.
There's
see it.
hate.
He sees it through a specific lens, though. He sees.
I don't
it
think
through
there's any way of calling out like bullshit if you're not as successful as somebody and they not say you're a hater. Like, how do you call something out?
That's why I asked that question.
When you're
earlier.
not at the same level as them. Like, if I say anything about, if any comedian ever says anything about Kevin Hart, if you're not as big as him, you're a hater.
Right.
Not
Well, it
necessarily
depends on if
because
it's true
Even though
or
he
not.
has
Comedy
what
is-
he was saying, he had truth to what he was saying.
Not necessarily. Well, in the beginning, because we looked at two different things. What he just said most recently when he was on Joe's podcast or whoever's podcast that was, and he was saying, I sounded like the context where they talking about what Joe did to Carlos Mencia and like going on stage and embarrassing him from joke stealing. And then Marc was like, I don't think you should have an opinion on comedy like that because you're the fear factor guy.
Well, I don't think he was connecting that specific point at all.
It wasn't that.
No, it wasn't that
So what
specific
opinion?
point.
Because he was trying to make it seem like since Joe Rogan did Fear Factor, he doesn't have the right to say what good comedy is because he stooped that low.
It's almost like you're not a part of the black community if you put on the dress and the wig and you capitulate and you go to Big Mama's house. You get what I'm saying?
Tyler Perry's black.
It's almost, but you've ate the devil's pie. Like you're tainted. You get what I mean? So especially in comedy.
Niggas love Martin Lawrence.
But niggas got on him about that shit.
Yeah, but
he didn't just get through that.
Got on, but it's not like you're gone for life kind of deal. It's not a life sentence. You'll get bruised up for it a little bit, but you're forgiven.
You're tainted for a long time. And it's just the essence of what comedy is. Like, it's not like stupid for being stupid, you know? Yeah.
But it kind of is something. It depends.
It depends. But Marc's point, I think he does have the right outlook, but he comes from a place of hate. Mm-hmm. He's kind of just hating on the nigga.
It's valid, but it does come from a place of hate. And shout out to Marc Maron. I hope you keep it up, baby. Let's move over to some, real quick, real light. I don't know how much validity is in this because Jim Jones is the kind of nigga that you got to take halfway serious. That's a lot of Harlem guys.
Yeah.
But apparently Jim Jones is starting up his own podcast and he plans on just completely silencing every other old school, old head rapper that thought that they was popping shit bigger.
Yeah.
All of them. Go to the link.
But
he has
y'all remember what I was telling y'all, man? I was telling y'all Jim Jones needs to start a podcast. He'll do great.
We never said he would be bad. Never.
I saw Chiggs talking about it.
But it's
Page
just
isn't available anymore.
Wow, he took it down. That's crazy. Yeah. Well, this was originally a clip where he was in his new content creating factory studio.
Yeah.
I think, what does he call it? I forgot the name of it, and it was supposed to be here, but it's gone. But
is it the one that looks like a
open
New York street? But it's indoor?
Maybe.
Possibly.
Is it a big
set?
white space too?
I think so. It's like a big ass warehouse, I think.
Yeah, because Dave East has filmed a couple music videos. Like there's a couple different things that you could do.
There's like
in
a
there.
corner store in there.
Maybe. Jim, I wouldn't put it past Jim, but
yes.
I would not put that past Jim.
It should
But
look cool as hell though.
he was talking.
The space.
He was talking in one of his podcast studios, and damn, I really wish we had this clip now because he was teasing the fact that he might come to the airwaves.
I guess he ain't doing it now.
Yeah.
He gave up. Yeah.
Whatever Jim Jones has, ASAP Rocky
What?
has it too. It's just like the inability.
That go down.
right
That's
there?
the clip right there. But it's crazy. I clicked the link in the note and it worked for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Maybe Jim blocked you.
Gotta have a VPN.
Or blocked you. He was working on my shit.
Nah, it's logged in on.
Yeah.
Y'all are logged in on this on the.
No, so he blocked
computer.
us. He ain't blocked me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be what it is.
Damn. Shit, let's play shit.
All right.
Said something about this. Lip.
Don't get scared now. Is y'all ready for my podcast? Cause none of y'all can talk more shit than me, I promise you that. Oh, I thought that. Let me stop. This is actually one of the podcast setups we have in the facility that's here for rent for any bloggers, influencers, people that want to do blogs. You know what I mean? And stuff. We're also on Peerspace and things like that, but I know y'all got nervous. Y'all niggas to shift this now, like, no. You never know when might get happen. I might just do one for fun, you heard?
Yeah, and
What
if
type
he
of
does,
camera is that?
if he does, I hope the audio is better than this shit. Like he was talking into the microphone, like they wasn't filming on the iPhone.
But I do think a Jim Jones show would go crazy.
I was cringy as fuck.
Because he's an old young nigga, but it's Jim Jones. But if you look past that and you look at what Jim Jones is,
Yeah, you're not
like
you got to be a silver lining kind of nigga.
I'm not. You would want to hear
Set it
Jim
up
Jones
like
every
that.
week.
Right.
AJ,
yeah, you would.
AJ, you would want to hear Jim Jones.
I don't want to hear Jada and Joe. Why would I want to hear
Their
Jim
shit has
Jones?
been kind of funny though.
Jim
from
Jones
the
would
clips.
be funnier. I
Jada
think
and Joe
Jada and Joe have moments, but Jim would be consistently funnier.
For sure.
I would have to be sold.
You wouldn't be excited?
You're not sold by this?
No.
Look at
hell.
this nigga, man.
I cringed the whole time. We watched this just now. I was cringing.
Man.
Cringing?
Yes.
You like Big Sean? I mean, look, I don't think it's that bad. I do think in terms of marketing, he could have done a way better.
I was
Like,
confused on if he was marketing a podcast studio or his.
I think it's a podcast studio.
I think
he's
that's
marketing
really
his
what he's
facility.
I think he lied like he was about to start a pod just
Yeah.
to tease the studio.
Yeah.
Those seats
He
look
just got
very
this purple
uncomfortable.
couch.
They do look very
That
uncomfortable.
looks like
They don't have no flex.
Yeah.
I thought they were cushions, but they look like
Shit,
hard
hard
plastic. or
plastic.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks like a playroom.
and
chair.
even the cameras look shit.
It looks like
the-
huge. I
looks
mean,
like
it
the
looked like it'll
downstairs room,
seat like 20 people though. Like
yeah,
it was huge.
This is the new shit, Fresh and Fitney.
Yeah.
Nah, that's too much open space for them.
They don't want them hoes that comfortable.
Yeah, them hoes
Yeah.
got drinks.
They need to
Yeah.
share with
Racks, they need a barrier.
Yeah, that's true.
But nah, man, I hope this happens. I've been asking for Jim Jones to start a podcast. I think that shit would be dope.
I feel like you're just saying that. There's no way.
Jim Jones. Every time we talked about Jim Jones, it hasn't been boring, has it?
It's always funny.
No, but has he spoken? And you've
answer
been-
the question.
What
Oh,
is-
you're talking
what
about
is
like
the
subject
answer?
matter wise?
I'm saying every time we talk about Jim Jones, name a time it's been boring.
I think every time y'all talk about Jim Jones, there's a moment where I'm like, y'all really like Jim Jones. I think that's half the
You
conversation.
didn't answer the question. I'm saying whenever Jim Jones is in the news, when he was talking about Nas, when being better than Nas, like we wasn't like
we still took him serious.
He's talking
I
about
didn't.
Nas.
No, I didn't. I thought that was goofy too.
Yeah, but funny,
Entertaining.
though.
It was not funny. I didn't think it was funny.
But you weren't mad that you were watching it. You wasn't like, oh, there's
I
gotta
did
be
listen to his
something
diss
better
track.
to do.
I think I did like his diss
I
track.
do like that. Yeah, I do like that.
Come on, man. Jim
That's what I'm
Jones.
saying. I like rapping Jim.
Yeah,
I like rapping
I don't wanna hear
Jim.
Jim.
I like talking Jim.
Not really.
They're the same guy.
Man, you crazy. Jim Jones would be fucking, especially, I don't think he needs a podcast because not everybody is good in long form. You kind of see what they're bad at.
Yeah.
He needs to be cut up and chopped up, like Danny's show. Danny Brown?
Yeah.
Something like Danny Brown's show,
right.
where it's not like fast cut, but you know, it's to the point.
It is long form, but they do push the clips.
They push the clips
more than the full.
If anything, I don't think he need a co-host. Just give Jim a mic and just let him talk.
Yeah.
Because I feel like he has an agenda.
I still think about that.
Yes.
I
Like
still
he
think
has
about
things
that,
that he wants to accomplish this year and shit. So just let him. Just let him
I still
rip.
think of that video of him at Flex or some radio station, but he was like talking extra gangster, but he was crying too.
Yeah. You love that moment. Every time we talk about Jim, you pull up that gangster cry.
Yeah, I like that moment. Yeah, that's
We was watching Jim Jones
right
on Patreon.
We got
nobody
soldiers.
else. That's some glory shit.
Yeah.
That's some glory shit, bro.
And you don't think that you would want that passion Wednesdays at 7?
I don't
Come
think
on,
so.
dog.
That's because I think he has
Crazy.
controversy has to happen. It was like Cam is coming at him. It's when the world is against Jim Jones, that's when I want to see Jim Jones.
That's dope, but the world's been against Jim Jones so many times, he can just tell those stories.
Yeah, literally.
He ain't
For
gonna cry
days.
again though.
This would be a great time to start a podcast. Max B is about to get out. It
he's
would be a
not.
great time
He's
to
not.
maybe have a show to mend that
We have-
relationship.
we have
He's
to
been
just-
about to get out since he got in.
But he's about to get out though. He's about to get out.
We said that 3
believe
years
that?
ago, dog.
For sure.
French
He not
Montana
taxed on,
swore
nigga.
to us a couple times, like
A Moroccan
it's happened like
promised
next
you
week.
something.
Like French I started taking French Montana's like announcements that he was coming out more seriously, just because like his seriousness in which he would say it, like,
Yeah.
no, y'all think I'm joking. Like I was talking to him, I'm talking to the board of directors, like he's coming out in like a month. I was like,
he would say like he got off the phone with
that's
God.
what I'm saying, bro. Like he was making it seem like he had personal talks with the ward and they signed shit, and it still is not here.
If French Montana called you and was like, I got a hit, you might not even believe him then. So
What?
why
I'm
would you
believing that
believe
nigga.
why would you believe anything he says? You get what I'm saying?
Hold up.
He used to have a lot of hits.
Hold up now.
First of all, let's slow down. Don't do that. French Montana isn't the guy y'all think. He's
He had
not
a
that
moment.
guy.
He had a moment.
He had some hits,
Hold
but he
up.
ain't that guy.
But he sucks. But he did very well for himself.
But he's not that guy.
He did very well for
He
himself.
got hits, dog.
He's better.
Hey,
he's better than OT
with how
Genesis,
trash-
but
with
like
how trash
I
he
don't
was a
know about that
rapper,
either.
he's done very well, and at least knowing what would give him a hit. Like
He's
that,
still getting paid for Unforgettable.
bruh. Come on, bruh.
Forever.
Hey, shout out to Sway Lee. Appreciate you, pimp.
Yeah.
Thank you for a good job.
Yeah.
But next,
He
but
put that
anyway,
together.
but that does.
You don't like
I don't think
Moroccans.
so.
You don't like
Ass
Moroccans.
fat. I could park 10 Tahoes on it, huh? The nigga was going crazy.
I'm not
Ain't worried about
disagreeing.
nothing. That's what I'm thinking.
I'm not disagreeing with that.
Because remember when
Yeah,
niggas was
that's
talking
big.
shit about who said it? They were like, nigga, you don't even have a hit on your own. Then he dropped that. I said, hold up now. We got something.
Yeah.
Hold up. Like,
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing. This nigga's kind of goofy. Like,
Yeah.
and he don't
French
have a hook.
Montana's
He
not-
dropped that. I said, hey, you got that, nigga.
Yeah.
You got it.
He
got
might
a
not be that guy, but he's better than you give him credit for.
Yeah,
but
bro.
he's done
Yeah,
some
dog.
unspeakable shit too.
But
you remember that one bar he had on that Max B song where he was like, tough guys get duct taped, butt graped, and then wine like crushed grapes.
yeah,
he went into the Kardashian pit and came out unscathed.
who was he fucking?
Chloe.
She's the safe one.
Yeah, he didn't go
Lamar
deep
didn't.
into
Lamar
it.
didn't.
Lamar did not come
he
out
didn't come out of
unscathed.
there alive. Really.
That was his own
They
fault.
eat niggas up and chew them alive. Like they tear niggas to shreds over there.
I think they choose dumb niggas.
That's the myth. There's many niggas that have just scaved through all those pussies.
You think
and-
so?
They didn't stay long. They
the
didn't stay
dude
long.
that's fucking the mom has been quiet forever.
They didn't stay long.
They
that's
didn't
'cause that's
stay
the
long
boss.
because they got what they needed,
He
not
might die.
because
He might die.
No, he
this week
seems
against
like he's been
Chris.
pretty okay. He seems like he's been all right. I think there's been a couple like noteworthy fuck ups, and they just kind of ruined it for all Kardashians.
Yeah.
niggas. But for the most part, I mean, niggas is safe. If you know what you're doing, you can operate
Exactly.
in that pussy. It's
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I don't agree with that.
I'm gonna put it like this: if you can't deal with a Kardashian, you can't deal with a regular street.
What?
Hoe.
Oh,
A regular
nigga.
street hoe. You can't deal with it.
Nigga, that sounds crazy.
You can't deal with a regular street hoe.
I think the essence of it is true.
I get the essence, but that's crazy.
You
nigga.
can't if you can't
The Kardashians
deal.
run everything.
I'm saying if you can't handle a Kardashian, I don't think a Kardashian is takes more energy than like a regular bitch on the street on our level. You know what I'm saying? The same type of whole prowessness,
Yeah.
just on our level. If you can't deal with a Kardashian, how are you gonna deal with a regular bitch? That's why a lot of these niggas be having problems. They be having, they're professionals when it comes with the escorts, but once like that NBA life leave, you know what I mean? They gotta deal with some regular shit. You know, it gets a little hard.
Well, yeah, but that's because they're used to seeing their wife every like 4 weeks.
But
and then all of a sudden you spending every day with the bitch. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
that's a big jump.
But yeah, nah, it's
Shout out to French Montana.
it's different.
Yeah.
Free Max Biggerville.
Yeah. He has hits, but he's not a hit maker. And I think that's the difference. But
French called me, say he got a hit. I believe him.
Yeah, but that's the thing. If the people that actually know,
French is like, yo, I got a hit. I gotta call AJ.
The people that actually,
I believe you.
The people that actually know
you know what it
French
sound like.
gets about 16 calls a
He's
month.
the only nigga who
of
didn't
that.
sign his publishing over to Diddy too.
Genius.
Niggas had a clean career. I ain't gonna lie.
No, he probably
For
owns
starting off as trash as a rapper, he did all right.
Yeah, he's Moroccan, so he probably owns a couple bodegas and gas stations. He's doing good for himself.
Cocaine City DVDs, whatever the fuck it was called.
Yeah, I hope he. Well, I don't want to say I hope he was actually selling coke, but it'd be cool.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
It would be better. Now let's get into Potty Mouth.
Dom from Potty Mouth got into an altercation with a dude named.
Altercation is the perfect word.
Yeah, it was a. We'll get to Nugs later. Nugs is completely separate. That's a. We're gonna transition in. That's the bulk of this segment is Nugs, but he had a back and forth with a dude named Free My Soul or some shit like that.
Black dude, right?
Be My Soul. Jesus. Go to the second clip.
Shout to Diamond for
Be My Soul or something
The
like
homies.
this. Okay. They're having a back and forth. I can't remember what his name is now. So long story short, they had some beef on the internet already. Some internet beef. Send me the address, blah, drop the low, blase, blah. This nigga pulls a strap out.
Are they close enough for this to be real?
No. He's actually in South Carolina, he said.
Oh my God.
And Dom is in Philly. So scroll up. Let's just watch the crash out. That's all we really need to see.
What's the time?
And by the
Shout
way,
out to,
right,
shout out to
right there.
E4. Those are great friends.
did
of the
this guy
show.
set Dom up?
You can go back a little bit, maybe.
Did
He
this
has
guy
a red microphone.
Because Dom
I feel
is
stupid. I don't know his name now.
Dom
I can't
isn't
remember.
dumb.
No.
But I feel like you can lead Dom into to fight you. Like if you wanted to get Dom to fight you, that would be very easy. So did this guy kind of set Dom up for a crash out? Because Dom is bipolar. He can be crazy sometimes.
I think there's certain surface level takes that'll irk him like that, especially if it's like he knows where it comes from. It's not like a real factual research opinion. It's just nigga, you agree with everybody else on Twitter.
Exactly.
Like so, I'm a kind of it's not even about him anymore. It's about him responding to everybody that's ever said that on Twitter.
Yes.
And so you just incarnate that.
Because when he went off on that dude about the Drake take, he lumped everybody in that shit.
Girl.
Like he was like,
it was a girl.
He was like,
lady.
y'all niggas keep saying Drake and this, and like he takes things kind of personal. But let's see.
Way. Nobody knew about that conversation. You feel happy to bring. I don't feel happy to bring.
You brought it up first. I didn't bring it up. You brought it up first on the phone calls. I'll record it.
Okay, cool. If I brought it up, I didn't go into details about.
I brought it up. I brought it up because then you brought it up earlier and said that, hey Dom, you reached out to me first, and then you made it a big thing. All this is recorded. I don't know if you remember how you debate, but I brought it up. You brought it up. I was. By the way, when you first got on camera, I said you and I had a disagreement. I didn't get it. I didn't get the details. You went into the details. All this is recorded.
Bro, it's all recorded, but we'll go. I'm not worried about that.
Type shit.
From where I'm from, I'm cool with that. I would never give nobody my location. So I realized that you were a different type of idiot than I was.
I was a different type of nigga than you was. You told me you want to see about me. I said, come see me then. So what I realized was you was a bitch.
Okay.
Yeah,
He's about to flash the guns, I'm pretty sure.
Bag that gun.
He called it.
Is that a black and mild?
We
got swishes, twin. We got swishes.
I did not know.
You know my address,
I did not
Reed.
know. Okay.
You know my address.
But I'm telling you,
You know my address. You know my address. Come kill me.
Why would I?
By the way, once again, don't forget, I got the screenshots and recording of you posting guns that same day we got into an argument. Come kill me.
See, look what you're doing. Look what you're doing. You're trying to be street. You're trying to be street.
Well, you did bring the gun.
You're right, because he said I'm a bitch. So,
But you bitch to come kill me then. You got the gun, come kill me.
You're not that important, Poddy. Poddy, you're calling me at 12 to bum rush me, and
you just glazed me. You just glazed me. You just glazed me. You glazed me for 20 minutes at a time. You glazed me.
I'll give you everything you want. I'm giving you everything you want.
Everything I
You got
want.
it now.
So he can hit pause.
You got everything.
So this is the initial altercation.
Can I ask you something?
Calls Reed. That's not his YouTube channel name though.
How
It's like Read My Soul or something like
bitch.
that.
How? Okay, because I'm trying to. I don't know why, but I feel like they both agree. They just don't know how to get to that like end.
So, let me tell you what happened.
You know what I'm saying?
They were arguing about some shit. All I know is that Dom got this nigga up out his feelings to the point that he was able to. That he went to go get the AR. Now, in terms of content,
Also sent his location.
fantastic work. You know what I'm saying? Get that nigga off his pivot. Have him crashing out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What the fuck was wrong with his mic? That also didn't help his fight either. Like,
It's probably yelling in the
there was once a
distortion.
time where he would just start talking and
It's one
nothing was
person. They
getting recorded.
probably just doing ducking where it's like they don't allow
Right.
the,
Exactly.
the conversation to mesh so far.
So-
Dom has to chill with that though. Like I fuck with Dom, but
Sending your
he's
location?
too real. Like he's too real for what it takes to be successful in this business. Like he doesn't have to send his location. Like Dom, you are above that. I do want you to know that. Like Dom is above sending.
Is that crazy? Yes.
Now, is
Do
it
I like
understandable?
I like it though.
It's understandable.
You like it,
as
but
a man,
I don't like
but
it.
as a man,
You
it's
like it,
understandable. But as a career,
I mean, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
You can't condone it because nigga, we
Yeah.
saw what happened with Tech.
Yes.
It's that easy.
it's that
Like
easy.
niggas being tough broadcasters, like that shit can slip so fast.
Everybody, there's a lot of tough broadcasters.
Oh,
yeah, but when you're like this, when you're like drop the location, come kill me. I'm dog woke.
And you gotta understand, man. Like
we hurt people.
I don't want Dom.
So you think that's out of control?
Dom is out of control. Dom isn't out of control, but Dom is the type of person we talked about a little bit on the last podcast. Dom is looking for reasons not to go to jail.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's counting down from jail, not
Like
counting up.
he's always. I feel like Dom has to keep himself in like a hamster box, on like a hamster wheel, just for other people's protection.
He's
like
also-
Dom is kind of sporadic. Like he'll fuck around and endanger other people just if it means we get ours right. So it's
Yeah.
like, pull up to my house. Fuck it, my girl here.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. She gotta switch too, nigga. Like we hurt people. Like that's what Dom is.
Okay.
So he has to be very careful of doing shit like this.
Okay.
Because again, he told us stories about his past. You know, he used to rob niggas. It's niggas that used to rob niggas too that do the same thing you do and they have guns and switches.
They're robbed
You
back.
think he's moving too reckless online? In terms of this, in terms
Yes,
of, in terms
but
of violence.
this is what he's
Direct
always
calls,
done.
too.
This is what he's always done. And this is the first time I'm kind of putting it down. So I don't know. Like, yeah, but he just needs to.
I think
don't know. He's bigger than this.
He may not put his real location.
But he
though.
should definitely call him a fuck nigga and like bitch ass nigga. Like you have to do that.
Right.
But
And
I'm
he
also
kinda proved
glad.
him right.
I'm also glad he didn't pull out his gun. He didn't feel the need to go like, all right, well, I guess it's time for me to get my gun for.
Yeah.
But Dom is fucking crazy.
Because he's smarter than that. And he might be a little smarter than you giving him credit for because he never. I feel like his opponents are purposeful. Like he knows who he's talking to. He's talking to what's his name, Reed, all the way
Reed,
down in
yeah.
South Carolina.
See, look in the description
who's a
so we get
little.
this guy's name right.
I was looking at
it's
it. I was
really
trying to look at
annoying
it.
me.
The nigga
He's
said,
a red microphone
The
guy.
nigga
That's
said,
kinda
Potty Mouth said you
says it
wanted
all.
to. Potty Mouth said you wanted to have a conversation, so I sent you my location. So it's like, granted, what you said is probably true, but Dom instigated.
Read my soul.
Read my soul. Gotcha. Okay.
Read my soul.
But that's not even the whole point of this. Let's move over to the other link. The whole point of this is this nigga named Nugs. After this altercation happened, Nugs did a reaction to this situation happening.
Yeah.
Nugs hates he hates Dom. But what he titled this, he's blaming FD Signifier for creating Dom, who he calls a fraud. And he's putting a lot of weight on FD Signifier putting Dom in a light that he's not ready for. He's not.
That's what this guy
That's
said?
what this guy.
Yes.
He made a video about this shit.
This is part 2. Yeah,
This
there's
is
2 parts of this shit.
Full reaction on Patreon. It's behind a fucking paywall.
I can't wait to watch this dude.
I watched the first 2. I watched part 1 and part 2. And it was like, it was a little crazy.
Was he hating?
It was a little crazy. Okay, 1, he's really mad at FD Signifier. Like, let's start there. Nugs, you're really mad at FD Signifier. You're not really mad at Dom, but you really hate FD Signifier. A little bit of it is a little bit of hate as well too, because it's like he's mad that FD gave him the spotlight.
You think that's what it is?
I think I know that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And it's like
we've been in situations like this before.
Yeah, so it's interesting where it's like, yeah, I could relate to this a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Where I was like, you're mad at FD because he believes FD is so big that he should be highlighting the real creators and
the Delaney's
and no, not Delaney, Olay. Feed My Soul or Read My Soul. People like that, like Read My Soul, apparently, like he's really riding for that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
The fuck is this?
Who's Nugs?
Yes, Nugs.
Yeah.
Like
Nugs.
when you position yourself
Well, let's just hit play.
as
so we can just hear
higher
a
than
little bit of-
somebody.
Just wherever it's at.
Wherever it's at, yeah,
Or
that's
more
fine.
deserving.
Wait, when you position yourself as higher than somebody or more deserving, you instantly make yourself look like a whole ass nigga. Kind of, in my opinion. But you also, it takes so much to build up from that to where, nigga, you better be speaking facts and like just true statements.
Yeah, because then the gun turns on you. Like, who
Maybe
the fuck is saying
go to
this?
his page and go to part 1, actually. Let's not go to part 2 just yet. Because the problem is a lot of his arguments, he was kind of...
He was hating.
That dope shit.
Go to video.
How you bringing up FD? For one,
Part 1.
How many views does this have to?
14K.
Okay. Nigga clip farming.
Where
off
do you
the
want to
homie.
start at?
Start right in the middle.
Just right in the middle.
Hate this nigga.
Already.
Yo, you attacked our friends.
Talk about potty mouth nigga.
Let's go.
What?
Other niggas shit. Come on now.
I do love this content shit. I'm
Shout out to Professor Sky, one of my favorite YouTube channels. You know what's so funny with Professor Sky? When I first, this was maybe a year ago or maybe even longer, I think the first comment I ever made on his channel was like, yo, what the fuck are you talking about? Because it was the first video I ever seen and he was going off.
AJ.
What?
Is he Canadian?
Yes, he is.
Sounds like it.
This changes nothing and everything, but
Okay,
it does
play.
mean like, okay, the type of nigga he is.
I'd rather know.
Ladies and gentlemen, how's it going? It is your boy Nugs reporting live from the TDS dungeon. Today we're going to be switching it up a little bit. I'm going to be reacting to what I could only describe what Boondocks calls a nigga moment. Now, to give you a little bit of information before we get into this, these are two hip-hop commentators, one of which who pretty much called another hip-hop commentator live on his stream and kind of put him on the spot to discuss some things or some issues that he had with his channel, such as grifting, basically being anti-Drake, and things of that nature. So Read My Soul is actually one of my favorite hip-hop channels. He does these edits
hit
where
pause
it's
real
like,
quick.
Guys, he's Canadian.
So, Read My Soul is actually one of my favorite hip hop channels.
He's
Let us know
Canadian.
His bias is very heavy in this.
Dom shot at Drake.
Wait, Read My Soul is one of your favorite hip hop channels?
That's what he said.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about you. That's why I was like,
No,
nigga, what?
I never heard of him.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
Until
what
this
the fuck
video.
happened?
No, I never heard of him until this video.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So he's coming from a very biased perspective. And
so are we.
in this video, he also said, I'm going objective. He also said that Dom is so bad, Dom is the white potty mouth. No, I mean, sorry. Dom is the white potty mouth. Sorry.
He the black one too.
Dom is, if What's the Dirt was black, it'd be Dom. That's what he said.
Why? So he hates What's the Dirt too?
He hates him.
I don't know. I
This almost
don't
feels-
think that's true. But what was you about to say?
This video almost felt like friend group against friend group too. I'm just throw that out there too.
A little clicky. That's
And
fine.
look, it felt like friend group because the fact that this nigga was riding for everything pure in hip hop.
Yeah.
Kendrick.
Oh God. Lupe Fiasco.
I fuck with Lupe, but yes.
But pure, you know.
What else did he say? Justin from What's the
Justin.
the Company Man.
The Company Man.
You know what I'm saying? Like he can't believe somebody like What's the Dirt would disrespect this legend and it's shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know how old he is because it looks like there's like gray hair all over the place. I can't place how old this nigga is.
I was gonna
He
try
might
to
have went
guess.
gray a little young.
But I don't
36.
like when niggas be
34.
like, I don't give a fuck how legendary some people are. You know what I'm saying? Like we have to cut that out too.
Yeah, legends die.
The Company Man, Elliot Wilson. Like, if I'm being all the way honest, I didn't read a fucking article these niggas wrote. You know what I'm saying? And that's no disrespect to them. You know what I'm saying? But they're not attached to my love of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to
respect them.
I can respect them, but I don't have to bow down. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to not say this nigga is not like corny or he's lame now or whatever, even if he was the man back in the day. You know what I mean? Like, just because of what you did before, I don't have any like deep connection to it. I don't have to like automatically bow down just because of what you've done before.
Does it have to be that extreme in terms of like bow down?
Well, that's what everybody does. That's what everybody does. Anytime we went at Elliot, when that used to be like actually something, it was, how dare you do that to Elliot Wilson, a hip hop legend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Every time, the fact that he came at the company man, the company man and What's the Dirt had a thing.
Yeah.
It was like, this nigga's a legend in our culture. Like, we wouldn't be anything without him. It's like, but I don't know what he did. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay if somebody comes at somebody, especially if you don't know their work, it's whatever. But you still might have had a great thing going on. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah.
I don't think you had to get down on both knees, but
I feel like that's what they do.
There is a certain, like, you kind of got to tip your hat a little bit to the veterans that came before you.
At the same
I can have
time,
all opinions though.
but
Yeah, you can have opinions. You can be honest.
It's more
They don't.
respected.
But what I'm saying is they don't come with that energy though. That you can have an opinion. That's what I have the problem with.
they're old niggas.
And I think it's because a lot of the times when people do have opinions, it's young niggas that are going a little too far to where it's like it makes it seem like these niggas have never done anything.
Yeah, it's like, it's okay to have your opinion, but state within your opinion that you don't know the work. Like, hey, I don't know the work that they did, but
yeah,
here's my
like, do I
opinion on
have
it.
to say
Like,
before I
don't-
give a negative opinion, I know they were a legend in hip hop?
No, you don't have
I
to
shouldn't
say
have to
that.
say that.
You shouldn't have to say that, but you also shouldn't.
But you shouldn't.
But you shouldn't move like you know.
You shouldn't feel like your ego is being attacked for you saying that though. Like, you shouldn't feel like you're going outside of yourself for saying like, look, all respect due to the legends and
Okay, I see what
Allah,
you're saying. Yeah,
because vice versa, the respect that you would want them to give you is probably a lot more than that little, hey, they're legends, but they still ass. You know what I mean? It's
Right,
still
right. I
You
get
would want
that.
a lot more respect than you're giving them.
Okay, I get
so
what you're saying.
it has to be it's kind of, we talked about a little bit on the Otherwise
Especially
show.
if you're gonna have the commentary. If you're gonna have the commentary, like, it's if you didn't listen, it's okay to still have the commentary, but it's better to say that you didn't and or just not come from that high of a place. Like, don't have such a strong opinion if you don't have the base
If you don't have
behind
the
it.
knowledge.
what you're saying.
Like,
Okay.
imagine somebody saying LeBron wasn't really shit 50 years from now. We look at that nigga like he was like he
So
was
like,
young.
as I'm
Like he was a
watching
youth.
this, as I'm watching his reaction, I felt like there was a lot of that.
Yeah.
There was a lot of, I'm putting you in this box just because you would be the type of nigga that would do that. Not me, obviously, but like, Dom, what's the dirt? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Shit like that. So that was a little bit of where he also put a lot of like, he was extremely disappointed in FD that FD would big up or platform Dom from Potty Mouth.
Yeah.
And he created this. He doesn't believe that Dom even has original content. He believes that Dom reacts to content and just elevates the original point that's in the video.
What the fuck is he doing right now? This nigga's reacting to a nigga that created another nigga that.
But
reacts
this
to
is
other
his
shit.
own point, though.
This is his own point.
This is his own point.
Now, I've seen quite a few videos. I feel like, I don't know if I agree with that completely. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen video. I mean, shit, I feel like we all do that. I feel like that was a kind of like a weak pillar to stand on, just because I feel like if you're reacting to all content, it's gonna be a lot of content you watch that you don't agree with.
yeah.
So it's like, how do I not like? I don't always watch content that I don't agree with, just to have the adverse opinion. Sometimes you do watch things that you agree with, and you are here just to elevate it.
Because it can help you synthesize your point. Like, it'll help you synthesize what it is you're coming up with.
And he also isn't just a parrot because Dom takes something and puts what he thinks on top of it too.
Right.
And Dom does have original videos. There are
He
people
does. I've
that
seen
do
plenty.
that though.
There are
that
people who
point
only do
stands.
that. Yeah.
That point stands, but that's not
Just not with Potty.
100% of what Dom does.
I don't believe that was 100% there.
That's not
It was
what
a
he
lot
does.
of like hate though, and it was a lot of disappointment in FD. But the problem was, he got to a point in the second video at the 27-minute mark where, let's go back to the second video. Sorry, at the 27-minute mark, where he was trying to make it seem like FD ain't even that nigga. But then you put him up there though. You know what I'm saying? I put cracked in the comments. I was like, he cracked him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he cracked his own point. Like, you know what I'm
because
saying?
he tried to disrespect.
He tried to disrespect what level FD was putting Dom on, but it's like
But we know you don't
You're
feel
putting
that
Dom
way.
on the same. You're putting FD on that same level though. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
By even being ashamed that he would do, like you're putting him on God level by being ashamed of what he deems good.
You had expectations that he was better than that.
Right.
And he failed.
Right. Yeah.
This
Go back just a little bit before then.
50 seconds cool?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
The man's final words, he just ended it, and he's going to do it again, which was not actually what you're supposed to do in this YouTube space. So some respect. Did you? By which I lost all respect for you, bro. I have no respect for you. Zero. None. I don't give a fuck, man. I don't got no sponsors, nigga. I don't want no sponsors, nigga. I'm going to be doing this till I'm old and wrinkly, nigga. If I don't like you, suck it all, nigga.
Show text message and proof online that that's exactly what was told to him.
So are you calling FD signifier a liar?
I would not.
Are you calling FD signifier a liar? Like, nigga, everybody lies, nigga. The fuck you acting like this nigga God? This nigga ain't God, nigga. Get the fuck out of here. Nigga said, yo, so you calling FD a liar? Bro, you putting this nigga, come on, bro. Yo, FD, you put this nigga on a pedestal that this nigga cannot live up to. I promise you, bro. This nigga's not gonna blow off anything, bro. Cause I don't see no talent, bro. 100%. You're foo-foo, bro. I know niggas on Boxton that are nicer than you.
Ruin your shit. Ruin what? You are
a lot of hate right
nothing. So
look at that.
So here's the thing.
You are nothing.
Reed, I'm gonna be honest with you. Here's you gotta
realize. Straight up
realize.
said you are nothing. Like, that's the type of nigga this is, bro. That's the type of nigga this is. You just told this brother you're nothing. Fuck you. You're a goof. I'm not even watching the rest of this. You ended actually on some bitch ass shit in this. You just close it because you don't even let the nigga finish his piece. So I ain't even gonna watch the end of this. FD, you put this nigga on a pedestal, and he does not have the skill set to climb up that pedestal, and you fucked up with that, my nigga. Straight up. It's your boy Nugs. Shout out to everybody. I don't take this shit too serious. I'm gonna get back to making my shit. My next video.
I love.
Like, don't try to transition out
that.
like he wasn't. Nigga,
That's
he was high,
funny.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But that'll make Dom lose his mind.
It was,
like, just disrespect me. Don't try to, don't
clean it up.
Yeah, I don't know. It was
No
weird.
segues,
You know
nigga.
what I'm saying?
Nah, he definitely seems
clearly
strange outside of him being Canadian, which is already like
There's always a disconnect between
It's a
Americans
level
and
of
Canadians.
dissonance that I have with this brother just because I know he's Canadian.
Right.
But I don't even know how to like really talk about him. But I do
This nigga's not what you think he is.
find a lot of hater energy coming from this
It's
brother.
a lot of hater energy.
It's a lot of
You're not what
disdain.
you're not what you think. He's not what you think he is. FD, you're putting up the wrong nigga. You're supposed to be boosting niggas like me up.
Like you're
You know what
not.
I'm saying?
This is what
Like,
it's
It come
about.
off that way for sure.
It definitely comes off that
come
way.
off
And
that
then
way.
also, this is another thing that I had a problem with. Just because we're black, first of all, you're Canadian. You know, that brother shit, that shit gets cloudy, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's black is not my brother. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know your ideology. You know what I'm saying? I'd be damned if I call you my brother just because you black. Like,
Yeah.
I can see his hair texture. He looks
you know what
a
I'm saying?
little-
Like, it's like white man is my brother. You know what I'm saying? Which sounds crazy because this is probably your first time here. But like, white man is my brother. You know what I'm saying?
So you
Like,
have him be confused,
Right.
so he can make a 30-minute
But it's like,
video about nothing.
we know each other's ideology. Y'all, we understand. Y'all are brothers. Like, y'all understand each other. Like, just because I'm past that, like, just because you're black, there's plenty of shit that we just don't agree with.
I think the
In
whole
certain situations, it's great that we can be together, but
Yeah.
this whole like YouTube thing, like, you shouldn't even talk to a brother like that. Slow down.
yeah.
I might not respect this nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I might not respect him at all just because, I don't know, he tried to attack too many points. He tried to go at too many things because the hate was so real for Dom that it really clouded his point.
But if he wanted to just stick on that FD point,
FD
which is really
created a
like
monster
it's
or a fraud or whatever.
It's a funny
think
thing
it
because
sounds good,
are you
too.
mad at the injustice that happened, like with FD choosing Dom, or are you mad that it wasn't you? And like one of us had brought this up in the beginning, but it's just like, where exactly is this coming from? Like, did you want to be the guinea pig that FD just kind of tried his shit on? And I'm only saying guinea pig as like,
I think this is what he's also kind of like, okay, yeah, he said shit like, this nigga's got no talent, all type of shit. It's like, okay. That's when you know you hate somebody for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, okay, let's slow down. Like, nobody gets
how much content have you watched?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Like when a
Like,
nigga's articulating himself, he's entertaining, he's staying on the point. Like, you can't deny that.
I hate niggas, but I can see when niggas is lit.
Come
Or
on,
they got the
come
talent.
on,
You know what
come
I'm saying?
on.
Like, we can at least do that.
You can acknowledge a nigga's in
yeah.
the right business.
Right.
I've watched y'all like in real time have a conversation with Dom, and I've seen him like retort to things that were said in a way that obviously came from listening and like using his past knowledge and what I've seen him retort in such a way where I'm like, this guy is able to cohesively bring together a point based off of his knowledge base on what he's heard from you, what he's seen in the past. He can bring it all together. I've seen that in real time. Not many people can do that in real time. They come with a point already presented, and they can't like
they can't
mold that.
Yeah.
They can't mold that in real time as they're going.
Please
Like, you know
don't
what I'm
make
saying?
them improv, nigga.
What'd you say?
I said, please don't make them improv.
Facts.
Yeah.
I've seen him do that in real time, and that's enough to get to say that I can see he has a level of talent.
Oh yeah, no,
I don't. Him having talent, we can't even debate that.
Yeah, for sure.
This dude, you have a
That's what I'm
talent in
saying.
hating, and I can spot a good hater. You're a great hater.
He's a good hater.
You know,
Yeah,
and I
he's a
did
good
watch
hater.
I did watch not your top videos, but like the videos with a lot of views, like what you've recently done. He does it's videos about hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not something it's something I not personally watch. I'm not into that. You know
But
what I'm
it's
saying?
like, it's a thing,
But
yeah.
I get it. You know what I'm saying? Even in this response with the fucking Samurai Jack, or not Samurai Jack, but like the lo-fi, low-key, like instrumental going over top of his, laying underneath his rant. You know what I'm saying?
Ninja bees.
He's really about the culture, the essence, and it's like, I don't know. I'm dying to hear what he thinks is like the culture and shit like that, just because he seems like one of those people that's kind of lost in this is disrespectful to the culture, and I think the culture's already shit. You know what I'm saying? I think hip hop culture's shot, dead. It's already trash. You know what I'm saying? So like niggas are holding something up that I don't even think is real anymore. You know, that's me. That's how I personally feel. So it would be interesting to hear his perspective on that. But he incorporates, you know, history with his video. I think they were good videos. You know what I'm saying? Like
He got 35,000 subs, right?
Yeah, the two videos that I saw, I see why he has 35,000
Not
subs. Like
terrible.
the way they were put together was nice. You know what I'm saying? The crack era, the history, like why Coke was so popping in hip hop.
Yeah.
And then he relates don't do the war on drugs. He brings all that together. You know, shit that's always going to be good money. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? But this is my introduction to him. And
This is a crazy introduction.
yeah, it was an
Hating
aggressive
on the
introduction.
homie.
Yeah, and it was
interesting.
interesting because it was just like, oh
Yeah.
man, Dom, you hate this nigga. Like Dom had a real he really hates this nigga.
I hope Dom keep making these niggas mad, man. Make them mad,
Honestly.
or make them glad.
Yeah.
I think you also gotta relax. Some people are just gonna like them. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't think Dom is what FD believes he is.
Yeah.
They're friends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the fuck you gonna do about it?
You know what I mean? Like, just like being friends with Joe Rogan. He's friends with trash comedians.
Yeah.
It's not his fault
He's
that he
friends
has the
first.
biggest platform. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though Dom doesn't fit into that, but it's the same example. I can't be, you know what I'm saying? Like, if one of my good friends is fucking lit, and you don't think I'm qualified, that doesn't stop him from not thinking I'm a good friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, sorry that my friend is lit. I'm sorry. You know what I'm
fuck
saying?
they got to do with my brotherhood?
That's what
nigga?
I'm saying. Yeah. So I think it's interesting. I don't know how much more back and forth they're gonna do. The Read My Soul nigga, I haven't been able to like do my research on him. It's just the
If I'm not mistaken, I feel like they used to be cool. Dom and Read My Soul. Because even when I was listening to these clips right now, I'm like, I feel like I've heard this nigga's voice talking to Dom before somewhere.
the Nugs nigga. I subscribe to him, so I am interested to see what he does like going forward. I might pop in. I'm just not into music like breakdowns and shit like that anymore.
But if he's hating,
I'm
the Menace will
tapped
be
in
there.
because I do
Yeah.
like I like how you hate. I like it.
I like the way you hate.
I like how you hate.
Like, do you think it's defensive or is it more like a Counter-Strike kind of?
I feel like I've been there before.
Yeah.
Where it's just, I just don't like you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't like everything about you.
You're there right now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, to where it's just like
There's
it's
a guy.
Yeah, so I still wouldn't go as far in certain aspects because I want to be able to cook later.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still not gonna fly off the handle in certain things. He has no respect for him. He said that.
You know, fuck that. We hating all 2026, baby.
Yeah. So
Oh, my fault.
yeah.
I know you have
Yeah,
more.
nigga.
Yeah.
All good. Okay.
But should we get into these hashtag office hours now?
Yeah, I gotta go though. I'm gonna let y'all.
All right.
Man, you treat this pod like a side hoe.
I don't, nigga. If we start on time, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Well,
Lauren, get here on fucking time, you fool.
Yeah.
But everybody like the video, share, subscribe. AJ, it's going wait, I guess I'm nah.
Yeah.
Make sure you dig into it. Don't forget steady motion. Rhythm is everything. But you do know what I'm talking about, nigga.
He's purposely avoiding it.
We are about to get into the part of the show where we answer some questions. We are about to get to the part of the show where we answer some questions. Yes. Hashtag office hours, part in the show where y'all need to put down y'all questions right now because next week we're going to be answering them. Capiche? Capiche. Let's get into the first one. Michael Solis, appreciate you. Hashtag office hours. Governments worldwide are ramping up control and monitoring online. We've gone from some countries banning One Piece and anime about a rubber pirate. I hate One Piece.
It's so trash.
Talking reindeer and singing skeleton to Britain passing a Save the Children bill. And just 2 hours later, police showing up to people's houses for things they said online that has nothing to do with children. In the U.S., tricky laws mean they can't do it outright. So they're using private companies like Visa, MasterCard, and now YouTube to do it for them. It's getting scary out here. We never talked about this on LOI the show because, you know, for those of you who don't know, it's more geared towards like other shit. But I remember seeing that when that happened, when Britain was really rolling out their new, authoritarian, like, kind of rule with the whole like, look, don't say nothing bad about the government. We gonna be on you, like
how China is.
Yes,
you can't have dissenting opinions about people in power.
The thing is with China is that at least the benefit, if you want to call it that, is that you're not seeing them. Like with Britain, you're actually seeing these policemen like go up in these people's houses, like, "Yo, is this your Twitter account? Are you bitch?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Smacking niggas up, getting grimy. But with China, that since they're so private and like, you know, they use their own internet.
I don't know what's going on over there. I feel like all videos that I see are videos that were selected.
All videos I see of China are blurry. And if it has anything to do with like all the Muslims that are allegedly getting embedded, it's all blurry and like it has
grainy footage. Like they're doing a good job of hiding the bullshit.
But Michael Solis, you ain't lying, nigga. The shit is getting crazy, and hopefully I don't even know, man. There's nothing you can do with AI.
Just know Alex Jones was wrong about a lot of shit, but half of this he was talking about 7 years ago.
Well,
maybe even 10.
He's still fucking crazy.
Well, yeah, of course. There's things that he fucked up
very
big time.
But you're right. A lot of stuff he was talking about, like as far as surveillance, like nigga, this shit is over with. Like,
and Michael, I think the scariest thing about it is how blatant this shit is. Like, at least before there was like it was covert operations. It was we had to be slick and lie to the public. They don't even give a fuck to lie to niggas no more
because they've trained us. You know what I mean? It's like the old like, you know, you use Vaseline for a couple months before you do it without it. That's in Diddy's new book. But like, they got us ready for years
for the fucking.
You know what I mean?
And now that it's here, it's just
bow, bow, bow. It's like no lube. That's fine. Fuck it. Just fuck it. Bow,
it sounds better without it.
Whoa, shit, Jesus.
Hashtag office hours. If Meek Mills and Nicki Minaj never broke up, would they be the king and queen of Twitter, or would they look even worse?
That shit would be worse than Bobby and Whitney on
Blueface and Krishan.
I think they got more class than that. I don't think that they would.
It should be a higher class level, right?
You want to know what they would be? They would be like,
well, it wouldn't be
a
Blueface and Krishan.
version
It wouldn't be that. No.
of Ghetto Fabulous,
Stevie J and Jocelyn.
Like,
if it worked,
not necessarily. Like, all right, what's a there would be a more polished version of, let's say, like a Moneybagg Yo and a Ari the Don, or the Don. You know, like just that hood couple that's just revered in the streets.
They'd be
just get all
they'd be our Ice-T and Coco.
Yeah.
And like if they stayed together for long enough and like we had kids and they were still fucking, he had a TV show, he was like, yeah, this my bitch with her fake body. She's a legend though. Because the thing that's different about Ice-T and Coco is that Coco is cool, but she ain't got no like real accolades.
She don't got no.
Meek, Nicki, that's a real power couple.
That is a power couple.
They would have been bad for each other.
Wow.
Maybe. Nicki seems very volatile and Meek Mill seems very
reactive,
gullible and reactive. gullible and reactive.
That's perfect, though. They could have entertained families for generations.
So it's a healthy balance when you got two people like that. You got to know how to control the bitch.
Yeah, but shout out to Jay Vicious, hashtag office hours. I've never been arrested or done jail time. Shout out to you. You're a good criminal. But on the other subject, I have been homeless before. I was homeless for 28 days. A tree went through the roof of my house and insurance took forever to reimburse me. So I was living out of a hotel while also fighting for custody of my boy.
God damn.
This was just a few months. This was just a few months before I discovered the show a few years ago. Been rocking with y'all ever since. Nigga, we saved his life.
Yo.
He started listening to Homeroom. Things started turning around.
And by the look of your profile picture, it seemed like you got a nice situation,
doing the best he's ever done.
A nice bathroom. You know, I'm pretty sure the roof is like all crinkly and shit, but that doesn't mean nothing.
Yeah, the popcorn roof.
He has his own place.
Yeah.
And that's all that matters.
Zoom in on that picture though. Can we do that?
And another thing, right?
Yeah, Jay Vicious got more important in the last 5 weeks somehow.
Being homeless is a very serious thing. Shout out to all the people that's like fought through that shit.
Yeah, because you didn't have a home, but you weren't homeless. But you didn't have a home. So I give it to you. But sleeping in the car is homeless to me.
Yes, that's homeless. Not having a home to your name, you're technically homeless because at any time you could be homeless.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, doing a motel thing, all that, it don't really work.
But
it
not
don't
all
feel
nomads are made equally. Like some niggas actually don't have a bed.
For sure.
So, you know, Jay Vicious, be grateful. I'm fucking with you. But yeah, that just sounded like you was kind of going through like a turbulent time in your life before you found us. I'm glad we could straighten that shit out for you, brother. Shout out to Oliver Brown.
Hashtag office hours. I did 4 years in prison for trafficking coke. Since I got out 15 years ago, ain't been back. You know, this is so beautiful. Because we sparingly talk about doing it. You know what I mean? It's like, would you do it? Would I do it? And you know,
would you sell it?
And
all those,
you know what I'm saying?
All that and more.
All of those things.
But shout out to you for not doubling back, because I don't know a single nigga. I'm not gonna make it seem like I know a lot of niggas that have gone to jail for doing, selling drugs. But most of them that I know came back and did the same shit, just smarter.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure drug offenders, it's one of those like repeating offenders type of thing. Yeah. But the best, and just for you two blow dealers, the best blow dealers are probably doormen. There's a bar. I'm not gonna say the name, but I know the doorman sells blow, and I've been meaning to ask him just about it. But you can't just be asking about drugs you're not gonna buy. I'm not that type of guy. If I ask, I buy.
Time,
you know what I mean? I'm
That's fucked up. Because if anything, you just look suspicious. Like, why did this nigga come over here asking about my activities?
Why is he asking me if ketamine is mixed in? Duh, it is. Like, that's the type of question I'm gonna ask though. Like, what is actually this concoction?
Some of the nutritional facts, nigga.
Kerosene in this bitch. But Oliver Brown, shout out to you, buddy. And I can tell you've done better with your life because not only are you watching us, but you're liking the video and you're commenting down below your hashtag office hours because you're amazing.
And you're using that old Coke money for the Patreon.
Yes.
Baby. We know you still got some.
So be it.
We know you still got some. Give me a little hit of that shit, man. A little sniffle.
Yeah, nigga. Let me. Yeah. Okay, but
that was the last one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Shout out to you, Oliver.
That's beautiful. Shout out to all the cokeheads, coke dealers, prostitutes, hookers, classmates, and the Jay Viciouses of our audience.
Yes.
We love all of y'all equally. Like, just because Jay Vicious got a suit and Oliver did time, like, there's no ranking in between y'all. Like, y'all are all still classmates.
And another thing, well, some of them. Some are better than others. Like,
some have better grades.
Let's distinguish that.
But it's not because of what they've done. It's because of what they say now.
Exactly.
And I think Oliver's working his way up the ranks. You keep giving us this kind of information, nigga, you're going to be Cletus one day.
That's another thing.
You're going to take Cletus' spot.
Yeah. We like stories. We want to see, like, not just bringing this up because you said it, well, kind of am, but we want to see who's going to jail, who's been to prison, who's done things, who's actually lived a life experience worth, like, talking about.
Yeah, like, Oliver, if you're watching this, and if you can answer this, how old were you when you first started selling? Because I wonder what class of drug dealer he was a part of.
Yes.
Like, is he like at 90s, 80s?
Yeah.
Or you were early 2000s?
Yeah.
Like, what year was it when you were selling this coke, nigga?
Like, was you doing
was
it?
Was Max B free?
Yeah. Was you doing it when, like, Alpo was still in the streets and shit? Like,
man.
Because that's a crazy
He gave us the answer. This got out 15 years ago. He got out 15 years ago.
Oh, but it's still that gives more perspective. But
So he got out in 2010. So he was in there from 06 to
This
10.
nigga was in a big ass white tee.
Yeah.
Maybe some felines.
Yeah.
Slinging rocks.
Listening to Dipset.
God. Oliver.
Pusha T.
I appreciate myself for what I've done for you. Yes.
Nothing at all.
Hey, baby. We love and appreciate all the support y'all been showing and giving. Again, #office hours, partner at the end of the show. We're going to answer some questions. Leak, we apologize. We'll get to yours next week. Don't worry. Add some more. We're going to listen to those too. But yeah, man. Y'all do y'all job. Like the video. Share. J Nobles.
Groovy.
AJ's going fucking a bitch. White man on the boards.
Yeah.
Get ready to hit my bell, nigga. What are you doing? We're out.